Assalamu alaikum and a very good late afternoon or early evening depending on where you're listening from. Welcome to another Pakistan Super League Season 8 encounter between Multan Sultans and the Peshawar Zalmi. Match 5 already. Wow, we're really going through these games rather quickly. Wahab Riaz has the new white ball in hand as the Multan Sultans have been put into bat by Babar Azam after winning the toss. We're still in Multan, the beautiful city, the city of saints, more importantly, the city of Inzamam ul-Haq and other cricketing greats. And Peshawar Zalmi already have points on the board after they won that thriller versus Karachi. The Sultans, however, they lost against Lahore and then absolutely demolished Quetta Gladiators. So, even points, but a game in hand for the Zalmi, and of course with me, at least for the first innings, is AZ Khwaja. We'll get to him after this first delivery. That's wide from Wahab Riaz. Gets that extra run out of the way very quickly. Has it been given by the umpire? Yes, it has. AZ, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon, good evening, Musad and everyone on Change of Pace Live. Kya haal hai aapke? Looking forward to this game.
Yeah, it should be a good one. Masood and Rizwan, what a safe opening pair. I mean, the only critique of this pair you could have, AZ, is that they might not capitalize on that first 6 overs as much as you would like.
Oh, close quick single there to mid-on, and Shan Masood is underway.
That was a close call, for sure. Off the mark, though, Masood.
Did he take a run versus Quetta or 0 pe gaya tha? I think low score pe gaya tha.
It was a fairly low score, yeah, as I recall. Running down the pitch there, Masood, got to be careful. That's not on. And Wahab Riaz also one of the fast bowlers that often gets warned by umpires for following through right in the middle of the wicket often. 2 for no loss after one delivery. What about Shan Masood, AZ? I mean, we've been off air for a few months, and in those months, Shan Masood has been on the topic of a lot of discussions, and in fact, in some ways, he's actually been a controversial figure in Pakistan cricket. And you didn't really count him as someone who would end up at the end of a controversy, but well, there you go. 2 for no loss.
Well, he's done a heel turn without any of it being his fault, to be quite honest.
Yeah, that's the second thing that I was going to point out, that I'm not really sure how much of it was his own doing.
That just shows how unfair fans can be, you know.
Yeah.
I was never his biggest fan, लेकिन उसकी क्या गलती है अगर Najim Sethi wanted to make a point, or I don't know what kind of mind games he was playing with Babar and the management.
Well, the difficulty with Shan Masood is, well, the allegations were that his family, more specifically his father, was, playing puppet master to a lot of decisions being made at certain levels regarding his career. We'll never really know if that's true or not. That one kept a little low from Rizwan. Went for the cut shot, completely missed it. Good pace from Wahab. I think we don't give Riaz enough credit at AZ. I mean, at this age, steaming in 137 kph, bowled the over against Karachi that kind of made sure that Peshawar Zalmi went to get over the line. He's
very underrated and definitely a PSL legend, that's for sure. Hasn't played as many T20Is for Pakistan as one would have thought. लेकिन वही ये consistency, यही मसला हमेशा रहा है इसका.
Yeah.
Oh, big appeal! Oh, that looks very close. Wow, the Coopster.
I think that's out. I think you gotta go upstairs.
मुझे बिल्कुल out लग रहा है. If it's not pitched in line, that's the only question for me. And Babar thinking about the review. Take it. Yeah, Wahab is forcing it. Oh, is it too late? What's happening here? Oh, they've taken it.
For me, it was a little too late.
नहीं, उसने signal दिया है. But Babar certainly wasn't taking it. It was up to Wahab. And this could be a huge moment in the game. Babar का तो late हो गया था, Wahab ने ले लिया था.
Well, I don't think Wahab's counts much, does it?
Well, does it? That's the question. It's a sort of a spiritual question. Oh, has that pitched in line? That's the only question. It looks absolutely stone dead to me. The Rizzler.
I think it might be out, AZ. You're slightly ahead of me, so let us go.
UC ना हो जाए. UC मुझे लग रहा हो जाएगा.
Probably.
आप जरा restart करें ना अपना डब्बा.
These close calls usually are.
There's Absolutely no inside edge. He's missed it by a mile.
Yeah. No problems there for.
Oh, the coup may
Zalmi?
have saved Rizwan's bacon here, so to speak. Peshawar once again looking fly, and they're all black kit. आपने उनका anthem सुना है?
I haven't heard it yet. I'm usually very impressed with their musical prowess.
Video is fly, but the music, it's a bit too much happening there. I didn't like it. As Kingdom will always be the GOAT.
Kingdom, though, by next level. The Kingdom is one of those anthems you can even listen to it as a standalone song.
100%.
That's how good it was.
100%. Rizwan looking a bit concerned. The DRS taking its sweet time as always. Rovman Powell, another big name added to the side for the Zalmi. Dasun Shanaka
How
is
about
on his
that,
way
man?
as
What
well.
a replacement, Dasun Shanaka. That's a
That's
huge.
ridiculous replacement, yeah. Okay, here we go then. Oh, it's pitched very straight. And it's umpire's call. Can you believe it? Just flicking the bails, and the Rizzler survives by the barest
That's
of
lucky.
margins.
That's lucky. That's
Oh,
got.
the Coob.
I'm sorry, the Coopster. Coopster's got to be given that out.
He's cooped it.
Yeah, he's got to be given that out on field. I'm sorry. That's tough for the batters.
Bro, that's the difference between winning and losing, man. That's
honestly,
unreal.
Fine margins.
Meanwhile, Sarkhel in a very corporate, very stiff-looking buffet, but watching the game live and, of course, tuning into COP. Unbelievable start to this game.
3-4.
Oh, what a delivery to Shan Masood.
That's a good one. That is top class.
Bro, ab jo marzi kehle Wahab Riaz, he has to be in your PSL all-time 11. No questions asked.
Right, a lot of
Shaheen Wahab, maybe Hassan Ali would be in there.
Shaheen would definitely be in there. Maybe even Haris Rauf.
Oh yeah, Rauf, yeah, that's a good name to say. And the Zalmi bench cannot believe it. Darren Sammy.
Dahani would also be of contention.
Oh, good looking push, pass point. Good fielding by Khurram Shahzad at deep third as well. But a good start to the game.
A lot of questions coming in on the chat. Ahmed has sent in quite a few of them. The first one he's talking about is Sharjil's so-called fitness of all overall of local players, and PSL is where the catches come to drop. Wow. Ahmed's been quite straightforward. Ali Shayan is saying a UC should be abolished. A lot of people are of that opinion.
यार फिर हल क्या है मसला ये है ना everything is out that feels kind of फिर मैच जल्दी खत्म होते रहेंगे.
True.
But Sachin made a point that if it's hitting, then it's hitting, clipping ho ya jo bhi ho.
Yeah,
so there needs to be a middle ground you need to find,
No, but I understand the logic of that statement is fine, but the reality is not, because technology is not conclusive.
Exactly.
So
it's
you need
prediction.
to have a margin of error. You need to have that margin of error available.
Khurram Shahzad, age 23, very, very questionable age 23, but a decent bowler for this format. Bowled that clutch over versus Karachi Kings, and it's a full house at Multan once again at the MCG.
They really show up at Multan. It's quite impressive.
और ये स्टेडियम भी पता नहीं कोई कौन से पिंड खोते पिंड में उन्होंने बनाया है, फिर भी खचाखच बंदा आता है यार. That's lovely to see.
I'm sure they have like good parking, good facilities. That's why.
हाँ, plus स्टेडियम भी थोड़ा modern है.
Yeah.
Oh, the Pusley shot over square leg, one bounce. I think that might even be a 6.
I think that's gone all the way, AZ. I think that's gone all the way. The great part about that shot is that it keeps reminding me of that 152 for no loss night.
Oh, yes. And those TikToks with that fancy Armenian music. I love that TikTok, yaar.
Which one?
है मेरे पास कई favorites में पड़ी हुई मैं बाद में दिखाऊंगा आपको. Intern नहीं ढूंढी थी.
Of course.
And that is one bounce over the rope.
Yeah, that's a boundary.
यार ऐसा आपके लिए वो पीसीबी की स्ट्रीम नहीं चल रही वीपीएन लगा के यूरोप जर्मनी के लिए? आई थिंक रमीज हसन उस पे ही देखते हैं. अच्छा, it hasn't started. Okay. एक तो पीसीबी, the day the PCB gets the act together, I think Qiyamah will be the next day.
Yeah, 9 for no loss. It's a good point from Prison Kalandar. I'll come back to it after this delivery, AZ.
प्रेजेंट कलंदर है क्यों है
Saying
नजर
having the
बंद हो
sta-
गया रिमांड पे ले लिया इनको
He's saying having the stadium outside the city is far better.
फेयर पॉइंट लाइक कराची का जो हाल होता है
Oh yeah.
makes sense even Lahore like the Gaddafi stadium in that Nishat sports complex it's a very prominent part of the city
Was it always? Because sometimes cities kind of expand and take over these outskirts as well.
हाँ ऑफ कोर्स वो तो बहुत पुरानी बात है जब ये बना था सो by now it's like the
Central.
cream the prime of Lahore
Yeah. Yeah, I have a friend who has a view of the Gaddafi from his house.
एक तो आपके दोस्त भी हाइपर एलीट है सारे इतना महंगा एरिया है वो गुलबर्ग
Is it?
ओल्ड लाहौर ओल्ड मनी
Old Lahore.
yeah Zaman Park
Zaman Park भी उधर ही है.
नहीं वो तो बिल्कुल ही वो तो ट्रूली ओल्ड लाहौर है
Oh, okay.
oh good fielding Zalmi working hard
That's I thought it was going to go all the way for 4 that one. Not just stop by the boot. Good fielding after it was clipped to fine leg. 13 for no loss.
Ali Shan पूछ रहे हैं about the hotels I think they're upgrading the accommodation for sure that seems to be a plan
It's a big
hopefully it doesn't
investment,
get
man.
derailed
It's a big investment.
yeah but you have to do it yeah because it saves you so much on security costs and all those costs accommodation costs
The problem with projects that have a high first-time investment, AZ, is that with short-term governments, who's going to take the plunge?
भाईजान पैसे कितने ने
You know what I mean? Because you're right. In 10, 15 years, it'll pay for itself. But in 10, 15 years, that's like 6 governments for Pakistan.
exactly
हमारी गवर्नमेंट भी जो है ना हमारे टेस्ट मैच ओपनर्स की तरह है.
हमारी YouTube लिंक अप नहीं है मुसाद
For our game, for our commentary,
yes
yeah, it's live actually.
अच्छा इट्स लाइव
Yeah.
आई थिंक वो PCB ने अभी तक PSL की स्टार्ट नहीं की फॉर द ओवरसीज फॉर द OTPs
Yeah, for the overseas non-coverage.
फॉर द OTPs मतलब हद है यार $14 for no loss after 1.4 steady start looks a decent batting pitch Khurram Shahzad slightly expensive but that was a chance taken by Rizwan Zaman Park is a tourist spot now हाँ उधर रहते हैं सुना है कोई वाइल्ड लाइफ रहती है उधर
The Toiger.
oh struck that's very close once again
That's
Faisal
out.
Afridi
Come on.
once again wrapped on the pads that looks close man
I think that's a bit high, maybe.
हाँ शान भी लंबा है and Babar seems to be gun shy of the reviews ले लो यार क्या है sometimes okay 2 तो हैं 20 ओवर में कितने चाहिए but that looked close once more Khurram Shahzad doesn't look like much but he's a decent bowler $14 for none nervy start for the Sultans toe end of the bat pushed out to mid off for 1 15 for none after 2 and I think this game I think it's going to be a good contest तगड़ा मुकाबला होने वाला है hashtag
Yeah, look, I think there's a bit of a. I know there's only 6 teams at the PSL, AZ, but it would be fair to say that I can clearly see there's 2 divisions that are forming. There's a top 3 teams, which I would include Lahore, Multan, and Islamabad in. Then there's the delinquent league, which is basically Karachi and Quetta. And I think floating between the 2 categories is Peshawar Zalmi.
and that's what they always do they're never absolute garbage either they float or they're right on top so credit to them for that consistency in 8 seasons of PSL they've never been an absolute horrendous side they've always made it to the playoffs if I'm not wrong and this year they're looking good yeah they have the best player in the world literally so why not man Jimmy Nish
I'm very worried about their bowling though, Izzy.
some personnel choices like Arshad Iqbal आपके bench पे है Amir Jamal who made a really good debut for Pakistan वो आपके bench पे क्यों I don't understand some of these personnel choices but they certainly do have depth and good to see Mr. Sammy out there looking man look at that training kit that's absolutely gorgeous man and he can pull it off as well main बात ये है And of course, Mrs. Ben Cutting wasn't in the playing 11 last night for Karachi.
I think with
A
the
beautiful flick over square, and that's going to be a boundary. What a shot. Shan Masood. A lot of flair and wrist work has flown away to the square leg boundary.
I think if you're as fit as Darren Sammy, then everything looks good on you.
ये भी है और उसका swag भी है यार. The man has an airport named after him after all.
He's a very successful
No
cricketer.
satellite streaming today on any sports channel. अच्छा लगता है मोदी जी ट्रिगर हो गए. कराची किंग्स नहीं जीत रही तो वो तब गए हैं. ये क्या हो रहा है?
How about that silverware or that goldware?
Oh yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Love it.
Oh, good drive.
Beautiful square drive. But straight to, who is that? Mr. TKC.
Yeah, I think
Strong
you and I
debut
are
for him.
aligned now, Izzy.
Oh, there you go then.
Might be.
All stakeholders are on the same page.
Exactly, except for the army and civilian
Whoa,
government.
whoa. Calm down, bruh.
Arshad Iqbal
Oh,
said
is that a
play.
Vigo?
Immediately.
Screen पे आ जाएगी Vigo रिक्शे की जगह.
वो 3D graphics नहीं होती BSL की, उसके through.
50 अब Vigo आ गई.
Got our first big doubleheader coming up on Sunday, Izzy, and the small matter of Karachi and Lahore driven away through the offside straight to mid-off for a single.
Yeah, honestly, I'm super worried about that game because we were not like firing on all cylinders. It's been a few days break. It's going to be our first match at the NBCA. Plus Karachi, they're absolutely fighting for their lives. So it's all set up for an upset, to be quite honest. मतलब अगर आप पहले 3 मैच ही हार जाओ फिर तो आपका PSL campaign ही pretty much done and dusted. You need to win like 5 out of 8
And
or
even
4 out of 8.
even yesterday,
Out of 7.
to be honest, even yesterday, like I know they lost quite poorly, but they had a lot of passion.
हाँ लड़ तो रही है side, but they just seem badly incompetent in the crucial areas.
24-0 loss after 2.4 as Multan Sultans off to a steady start. That's very typical of them. Temba Bavuma is the new captain of South Africa's test side. Replacing Dean Elgers. This is punched to mid-on for no run.
Well, I think that was always expected. I think they needed big changes after they got absolutely destroyed by Australia. But Dean Elgar, he wasn't too bad in a holding role. But I think Temba, the way thoda sa glow up unka recently aaya, especially in ODIs.
Yeah, 9 wins, 7 losses, and a draw for Dean Elgar. Not the worst.
Yeah, he was okay, man. It was a decent. मतलब थोड़ा सा holding period में उसने अच्छा काम किया था after Faf.
Yeah. Now, Temba Bavuma has let go of his T20 captaincy, although. Oh, that's beat Mohammad Rizwan on the inside
Achha,
edge.
who's the new T20 captain then?
Good bowling from
Miller?
Venetian. I don't think it's been announced.
I think it's time for Miller Killer to get the job. I think he's earned it. Quinton de Kock तो कहीं से भी leader नहीं लगता, तो at least Miller Killer. So I guess it's a bit of a bargain, you know. Gentleman's agreement कि भाई तू T20 छोड़ दे.
Yeah.
और टेस्ट कैप्टनसी ले ले. 24 no loss after 3. Darren Sammy, he's got a notebook out as well, but doesn't seem to be branded like Dean Jones Marhoom. But I like the yellow storm. Looks good.
Yeah, nice touch there.
क्या branding है इनकी यार, awesome always.
Everything is branded. Who's this gentleman with a mighty beard?
यार इसका नाम है मोहम्मद बिलाल या ऐसा कुछ नाम है सपने में. I think he's the data analyst for Pakistan as well.
Okay. 3 overs gone, 24-0 loss. Cut away straight to point. Good batting. Good bowling too.
शुक्र है जिमी नीश के हाथ में आज फंस रही है बॉल. उस दिन तो he was awful.
Now, how about this from Multan, AZ? They're only going at about run a ball in the power play. Very
And that was the glaring issue in the last game as well. कि भाई इन्होंने accelerate ही नहीं किया. They slowed down and then let Lahore come back into the game. यार KK और QG की prediction क्या दे यार? The loser will be the audience, unfortunately.
My goodness. When is that game? Pulled
What a
away
flick.
through the pads, through the leg side. That'll be 4. Good shot in front of
Damn.
square. Effortless.
That's a crazy shot, man. Look at the balance and timing.
I
Unbelievable.
think that's the kind of shot you can play when you're as fit as Sean Masood. It requires a lot of core strength, doesn't it?
Plus, he's tall, likes to play off the back foot. He just turned it around the corner. He didn't even punch it, man. Beautiful shot.
Quetta, and we're Karachi tomorrow, and Karachi then play Lahore, back-to-back games for them. Interesting.
So it's like all on the line for them already.
Makes room this time, inside edge. Ooh, that's going to hit Harris right around the shoulder area or high chest area. That's going to hurt. 24
Good pace
for
from
no loss.
Khurram Shahzad, and Shan trying to be a bit more proactive today. You can certainly see. This was his dismissal. Yeah, that was absolutely stone dead. But then Riley भाई आए और 3 चौके लगाए और मैच की सारा हवा निकाल दी. यार ये मनरो और राइली ने क्या इनिंग्स खेली हैं दो.
Monroe
That
was
was
just
ridiculous,
insane yesterday.
Manners ने तो कल कोई फेंट के रखा है गलीजों की तरह. That was absolutely destructive.
3.5 overs in, 24 for no loss. Good bowling from Khurram, to be honest.
What I like about him, he has the ability to change up his length. वो ये नहीं है कि मुंह में ही देगा या पटकता ही रहेगा. He mixes it up nicely, has a hint of swing. That's the problem with the likes of Musa and Wasim Jr. वो जब एक जगह फंस जाते हैं तो वो निकल नहीं पाते उस length से. How many half volleys did Musa and Wasim bowl yesterday?
That's true. And I still think that it was Karachi, so they got away with it. Any decent batting lineup in Islamabad would have been in a lot of trouble.
Bro, it was like a 240 pitch the way Azam was batting, man. Yeah. And Manus.
Yeah, Azam
Rasi ने भी कितना अच्छा खेला यार.
He was batting like a man possessed.
Crazy inning खेली उसने.
He looked flawless. That was the problem. He just didn't look like he was going to get dismissed.
Yeah, very true.
Again, off the pads from Sean Masood. This time finds the fielder. Just be the one.
चलो चल पड़ी है link finally. Ramiz, thanks for that shout out, bro. For anybody else who's in overseas territories. वैसे केके और क्यूजी के मैच में ज्यादा जलील कौन से फैंस होंगे? यार वो एक मीम नहीं है, homeless guy calling another one.
Honestly, I just
a broke ass.
in this league, what's very important is whatever you do, don't lose to Karachi.
Seriously, man. But I do feel कि QG still have some options. KK तो बहुत hopeless लग रही है यार. अब मतलब विल स्मीडो है, शायद हसरंगा पता नहीं कहाँ. इंटरपोल ने उनको रिमांड पे लिया. किधर गायब है भाई? Where in the world is हसरंगा?
Yeah. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Placed to the field. Short fine leg inside the circle. Rizwan just has to guide this over him for boundary. Using the puzzles.
क्यों इतना सीधी बॉल दे रहे हो रिजवान को? आपको पता है वो आपको स्क्वायर लेग फाइन लेग पे फेंटेगा. आउटसाइड ऑफ तो ड्राइव खिलाओ. एंड दैट्स अ गुड ओवर फॉर द सुल्तान्स. वेरी पुअर डिलीवरी.
यार वही बात है ना, ये जेम्स फुलर कोई बॉलर है. मतलब लीग में जो है वो
जैसे मियां दाद ने नहीं कहा था पठान के बारे में, ऐसे बॉलर गली कूचे में मिलेंगे आपको पाकिस्तान के. And he's right to be quite frank.
मतलब यार
136 का हिट द डेक बॉलर तो कहीं भी मिल जाएगा.
Exactly. मतलब एहसानुल्लाह आपका इमर्जिंग पिक है, वो आके 7-8 विकेट ले जा रहा है. आप जो है अपनी इंटरनेशनल पिक पे फुलर ले रहे हो, कोई मजाक है.
मुबारक हो भाई, नो बॉल भी थी. इट्स अ फ्री हिट.
Yikes. यार फ्री
क्या कर रहे हो जल्दी?
फ्री हिट पे कोई कलर चेंज करो, कोई एनिमेशन लाओ. क्या हो गया?
ये तो है. Oh, he's gone downtown. Maximum for the Rizzler. Wow.
यार ये तो has gone all the way to the new DHA Multan they're building. Huge hit.
Man, you don't see Rizwan hitting shots like that. That was straight out of tape ball. Oof. Abdul Muqeed, ये बाबर को आप क्यों क्रेडिट दे रहे हो? It was the Rizzler, bruh. Damn.
बाबर तो
Statement 6, man.
That's a huge hit. Huge hit. ज़ल्मी की किट पे वो 2 मारखोर भी कितने जबरदस्त बने हुए.
यार ये छोटी छोटी चीजों से इतना जमीन आसमान का फर्क पड़ता है.
Huge.
It's just those small touches, man, here and there.
100%. आप मैं आपको एक और चीज़ दिखाऊं. अब जिस तरह अगर आपने मुल्तान सुल्तान्स की किट देखी है, उसकी बैक साइड पे there's a sponsor called Fatma Fertilizer.
फातिमा फर्टिलाइजर
ठीक है, अब that's fine, you got money off of them, not a problem.
एम्बेड कर दो उनको.
Why? Okay, oh, beautiful.
Oh.
Cut away straight to deep point. Instead of having him on a white background, why not just take off the white background and then stick him on?
Exactly, वो एम्बेड कर दो अच्छी तरह, लेकिन नहीं.
Just
कोई
laziness.
रूल्स होंगे, I guess, something like that.
Now this power play is starting
लेकिन
to look...
पेप्सी तो एम्बेडेड है, वुल्फ भी एम्बेडेड है,
Yeah,
तो
yeah.
सुपर एशिया भी एम्बेडेड है यार.
And look, because of Super Asia being embedded, it doesn't look bad.
हाँ, थोड़ा सा रंग, थोड़ा सा समटाइम इज ओके वाइब है उसकी.
Exactly.
ठीक है, अच्छा लग रहा है, पतंग बनी हुई है.
Yeah.
That's a monster hit, man. हुआवे भी देखो एम्बेड किया हुआ है उन्होंने, हेयर भी एम्बेड किया हुआ है.
भाई.
फातिमा फर्टिलाइजर में ऐसा क्या है?
No, Zalmi have taken it to another level. What they do, AZ, most decent brands, like most decent brands and most companies, will have multicolored logos that you can change to a solid color, which is exactly what Zalmi have done for the front of their shirt. They've said, okay, we're going to put your logo on there and on the back as well, but we're going to have it in golden.
अच्छा, वैसे हमें डिजिंग बता रहे हैं चैट पे, आई कैन स्पीक ऑन दिस, फातिमा फर्ट पेड एक्स्ट्रा फॉर इट. अब देख लो यार.
I get that, Dijing, but like, you're a designer. You're a designer. I'm preaching to the choir that you shouldn't have something just slapped on with a white background. You got to take the white background off. And by the way, the bigger the sponsorship gets, the stricter your guidelines need to be. If you work for larger companies in bigger events, that event itself will mandate that whoever you are as a company, you have to meet their guidelines. A very small example, when we go to the Dubai duty-free tennis, or let's say even a bigger event like Wimbledon, any kind of brand will have to tailor their logo for it to be in all white, and it has to be placed on this racing green color. That's just how it works. Doesn't matter if you're McKinsey or you're Rolex or blah blah blah. I mean, who's bigger than these brands? And we're bending over for Fatima Fertilizer, inside edge onto the pads for no run. You've got to make your product look better.
That's a very unfortunate turn of phrase. They're bending over for fertilizer. क्या हो गया अपने साथ?
I'm just saying.
But yes, you're spot on. आप बिल्कुल सही कह रहे हो, especially Wimbledon और ये Rolex वगैरह के बारे में. वो green में डालते हैं उधर.
Yeah, it's
अपने
all
कलरों
white.
में नहीं.
Yeah, look, Dijink is saying the PSL guidelines are very laid back.
वही sometime is okay. बस पैसे फाड़ लो जी, पैसे फाड़ लो. 38 for none. Meanwhile, 4.4. Jimmy Nish steady first over. शान थोड़ा सा struggle कर रहे हैं, जोर लगा रहे हैं. He's only middled 62% of his shots. There's a deep square leg in place for him. Maybe a short ball. Maybe that could be the plan. Deep point. Saim Ayub is posted as well.
Yeah. Oh, he's made room there. Masood just defended it back to deep point.
थोड़ा सा fidgety हो गया ये. He's struggling, man. 15 of 17.
Yeah, that's pretty ordinary, isn't it? Alamgir Tareen has the distribution for Pepsi in Multan. Wow. In Multan or where? South Punjab, in fact. भाई ये पूरी टीम ही उनकी है. Apparently they have a share in Fatima Fertilizer as well. They have a share in Pepsi now that you've said. They're bossing it. हो सकता है सुपर एशिया वगैरह भी इनका ही हो.
एक पंखा ही भेज दें यार. Slow one, nicely turned around the corner. Gonna push for two. Oh, is the Rizwan dive coming out? No. Misfield. 40 for none. Good start. But a good over from Nish.
Hania is saying Fatima Fertilizer wale are my friends' relatives. They've got crazy amount of wealth.
एक तो हानिया के इतने कोई Forbes 500 में सारे दोस्त हैं. ARY वाला इसका चाचा है. फातिमा वाले इसके बेस्टीज हैं. हद है यार. हानिया तुम ही कहीं लग जाओ, फ्रेंचाइज चला लो, के कोई ठीक कर लो.
I would vouch for that. Or MS financially, or Multan financially doping like Man City? I think the scale would be slightly different, but an interesting comparison. 40 for no loss after 5. Final over of the power play as Ahmed Hassan joins us.
Oh, good evening.
Good evening.
यार कल अहमद जूनियर तुम्हारी तरफ क्या था, तुम उसको बोलते तो माइक ले आता.
यार मेरे भी जहन से निकल गया ना, वो और इम्पोर्टेंट चीजें लेके आया था. गजरेला आया था बंदा, ऐसे थोड़ी.
Oh wow, the gadgets.
Yes. अब इसको मैं
कैसा
माइक
था वैसे?
यार आंटी ने बनाया था तो जबरदस्त था। और
ओह माय गॉड, होममेड।
यार
तो तुम्हें क्या लगा जूनियर ने बनाया है?
मैं समझा पाकिस्तान से आया है।
अगर तुम
नहीं।
निकल रहे हो ना कमेंट्री की तरफ एजी, तो तुम रुक के चले जाओ, there's still left some left.
Wow, that's the spot, man. Gajrela, I love that.
There's an open door invite. You come through before the second innings, it's yours. 40 for no loss after 5.
आई थिंक बनता है इजी, एक स्टॉप तो बनता है।
वाकई यार।
Driven away this time straight to point, and it'll be just a single. बाकी भी कोई है सिलिकॉन में तो आ जाए गजरेला खाने। इनिंग्स ब्रेक, गजरेला पार्टी।
वो FHD है ना, उधर ही रहता है, आ जाओ तुम।
41 for no loss after 5.1.
यार इनकी बॉलिंग कितनी बकवास है वैसे।
यार रिजवान जैसे बंदे से मार खा रहे।
यही रह गया अब, थोड़ा सा स्लैंडर तो बनता है।
ये प्रोड्यूसर सरफराज किस तरह के व्हाट्सएप भेजते हैं? 41 for 5.1.
यार
Worked away this. Kalandri Guru saying, Wesley, do you think Wahhab's international career is done? No, yeah, it's done. It's done.
प्रो पाकिस्तान में कभी भी कम बैक हो सकता है।
But I mean, we have a plethora of fast bowlers.
भाई उसने खुद कहा है ना, I saw a dream I will play the 2023 World Cup, so you can't mess with dreams, bro. With visions.
मतलब
वो जो ट्वीट्स नहीं आते कि मोहम्मद कासिम का ख्वाब।
अजीब। मैंने भी ख्वाब देखा है पाकिस्तान खेलने का, ऐसा थोड़ी क्या हो जाएगा।
लेकिन वो फिर भी करीब करीब ही है
यार, मेरे और उसके सेम चांसेस हैं अभी।
वाओ।
वैसे इशू खोर की बात सही है, ही इज अ मिनिस्टर नाउ, तो इन्फ्लुएंस हो सकता है।
कॉन्फ्लिक्ट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट भी हो सकता है।
यार होना तो चाहिए वैसे, मतलब आप मिनिस्टर होकर कैसे क्रिकेट खेल रहे हैं?
चलो, समटाइम्स ओके।
उधर मुल्क डूब रहा है, आपको क्रिकेट की पड़ी है।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम मुसाब। वैसे what is the verdict on gajrela? Is it gajrela or gajar ka halwa? Which one do you guys prefer?
Like of the two, because they're two separate things.
Yeah, of the two. Pulled away forcefully by Rizwan in front of square for no run.
यार सर्दियों में गाजर का हलवा वैसे मतलब is an elite dessert.
I think I'm gonna go with गाजर का हलवा, क्योंकि उसमें वो जो खोया होता है ना, वो बड़ा ज़बरदस्त होता है।
हाँ, और मतलब हाँ, मेरे लिए सर्दियों में गाजर का हलवा।
Well, Hull was winning this one. Look, Abdul Mukeet's with it, Akib outs give it. हानिया तो मतलब बिल्कुल जो है ना कराची साइड चली गई हैं।
अगर आंटी सुन रही है तो फिर शायद उन तक ये पैगाम पहुंच जाएगा।
Oh, cut away through the covers. That'll be 4. Great shot.
Easy.
I think it's on the cards next week, by the way.
भाई इसका ख्वाब तो नहीं होता पूरा भाई, ये क्या बॉल डाली तुमने? What the hell was that, man?
आपने इसको नाइटमेयर आया था।
नाइटमेयर को उर्दू में क्या कहते हैं?
बुरा ख्वाब।
Yeah, I was gonna say गंदा ख्वाब.
गंदा ख्वाब कुछ और
that could be so.
Whoa.
All right, let's move on. This is a family show.
Well, sometimes okay.
It's not anywhere near after hours down the lake side.
डरावना ख्वाब, yes Umair, but that doesn't feel right यार, कोई स्पेशल लफ्ज होना चाहिए। इतनी बड़ी vocab है।
डरावना ख्वाब ठीक है। मैंने तो अभी वो सरफराज का कमेंट पढ़ा है, मेरा दिल चाह रहा है कि मैं जो ना उसको जूते मारूं।
तलहा सिर्फ एक ही वोट आई है गजेला की, वो तलहा।
यार what the hell was this? I just saw it. इसको निकालो। He should be banned from the group chat for like
Honestly, he should be
36-hour period.
Easy. I think he should be
मेरा
removed.
इंतजार करना गजरेला। It's not bad यार, ठीक है, it's okay. Sometimes it's okay.
That's what we're playing. That's what we're playing in the innings break.
It took me a while to Shazam it in my mind.
Shazam it in my mind. That's called thinking. That's just
एक ही बात
thinking.
है। Sometimes it's okay.
Easy इतना न्यू एज हो गया है कि वो थिंकिंग को शज़ैमिंग कहता है।
This is like
भाई I've got the Riz. Come
50
on.
up after the power play. It turned out to be a pretty decent one, by the way. This is like that.
मजाक में 50 रन मार दिए बल्ला उठाए बगैर। तलहा तो straight up, I'm the only one with
He's the only one that voted for Gajrela.
जी?
He's the only one that voted for Gajrela.
यार गजरेला, गाजर का हलवा, they all work.
किसने कह रहे कद्दू का हलवा खाया है? Would that be like no?
किसका?
कद्दू का।
यार कद्दू का हलवा भी बड़ा मजे का होता है.
I don't think I've
course,
had
man.
it. Or maybe I've had it. I didn't know I had it.
अंडे का हलवा, सूजी
यार
का
वो
हलवा,
आपने मीम नहीं देखी मोहम्मद
कद्दू का हलवा.
अहमद? Sometimes it's in my media if you want to see it. I quote tweeted it yesterday. When I got
It's
harassed.
it's such a terrible reference.
Yeah.
But
That's
हमारा
why I
जो
only
है
have the
वो
4-second clip, not the
जी,
whole one.
वो इंटरनल जो है ना एक वो बन गया है.
दाल का हलवा भी होता है.
दाल का हलवा
What?
भी होता है. यस.
एक तो हमने लेंटिल्स को हर जगह जरूर यूज
वो
करना
जो
होता है.
पूड़ी के साथ हलवा मिलता है वो किस चीज का होता है?
सूजी.
What the hell is a
Suji.
suji?
The Sujster.
The suji sounds like a Sri Lankan spinner.
Wow. Okay.
Some sort
See ya.
of mystery.
आटे का हलवा.
Mystery
यार आप
spinner.
बनाना चाहें तो किसी चीज का भी हलवा बना ले.
Exactly.
जिस तरह अभी पेशावर की बॉलिंग का बन रहा है. 50 for no loss after 6.
यार इतना on the nose नहीं
Bang.
होना चाहिए.
अभी. Oh, semolina.
Sufyan
Oh, we
Mukim, let's see, he didn't
Wait,
get
wait,
much
wait.
of an opportunity
What are you
last
referring
time.
to, Sarfaraz? Who makes halwa? Are you saying?
यार सेमोलिना क्या होता है यार? ये तो कोई
सूजी यार.
Semolina.
डिज्नी कार्टून
What
है
are you
यार. मैं क्या पता
Semolina तो-
सेमोलिना क्या है?
पिटबुल की किसी गर्लफ्रेंड का नाम लग रहा है.
तुम्हें मुझे लग रहा है कोई
सूजी धरन यार जरा. उसने अभी 10 विकेटें ले जानी है 2 महीने बाद हमारे खिलाफ.
वो भी दूसरे दिन.
What a spells मुतैया सूजी धरन.
Who makes the halwa in the korma, Ishukhor? Are we talking about Harun Bhai? Is this Harun Bhai? Is this what you're trying to say?
भाई बड़े ऊपर से आ रहे हो. We have had it labs, but I just didn't know the English
Oh,
word for
that's
it.
too wide. That is too wide.
बच बचाव हो गया. अब भाई शान इधर तो चांस ले ले 19 of 22 यार. मतलब literally get out if you can't score against Sufyan.
क्यों भाई?
मुसाब अभी हम फ्लो में आ रहे हैं. PSL गर्म हो रहे हैं तो हम भी रिदम
हम
में
भी
आ
गर्म हो रहे हैं.
हम भी गर्म हो रहे हैं.
हाँ, वो
यही कहना आप यही चाह रहे
क्या
थे.
टाइम है
आपका-
लोकल टाइम?
आपका-
5:36 आफ्टर आवर्स.
ये वीकेंड शुरू हो गया ना. वीकेंड आफ्टर आवर्स.
हाँ वाकई.
He bowls too short, Mukim. I just feel like हर बॉल पे जो है ये आधी विकेट पे
यार
गिरा
उसके वही है ना, बहुत बड़ा मैच है तो थोड़ा सा नर्व्स, एड्रेनलिन.
नहीं यार, सूजी का हलवा तो हम ट्राई करते हैं. I think everybody has it with their puris.
ओह यस, इधर शारजा में बड़ा अच्छा हलवा पूरी मिलता है.
शारजा में यार वो
बेटर डिलीवरी. इसकी ब्रेक नहीं होती बॉल. ये क्या चक्कर है? ये कैसा लेफ्ट आर्म लेग स्पिनर है?
अजीब. मतलब वही कह रहा हूँ ना कि समझ भी नहीं आ रहा कि किस तरह ये गिरवा रहा है.
और उसके बावजूद शान मसूद भाई जो है वो 24 बॉलों में 20 रन है.
वो तो बिल्कुल ही फंस गए हैं आज.
यार वो फिर क्योंकि वो शान है.
शान की शान.
सही बात है.
वो अलग एक प्रॉब्लम है.
एंड दे आर कंटेंट विद इट, दैट्स द डिफरेंस.
मुतमईन बेगैरत. Sorry. What? You guys can hear me?
Straight up.
हलवा पूरी is the worst, says हानिया.
यार क्या हो गया आपको यार? मतलब कुछ भी कह देते हैं लोग चैट में. हानिया क्या हो गया आपको?
ये जब से इन्होंने काम शुरू किया ना, ये हर चीज पे नाराज हो रही है.
सीरियसली आई थिंक ये वाकई.
But I can understand that. That is the corporate life.
if we are the sounding board for that it's fair enough, लेकिन आप ऐसे तो ना कहें.
53 for no loss after 7. अच्छा एजी, मेरा वैसे अगर हलवा पूरी पे गुफ्तगू हो ही रही है तो फिर मैं आपसे एक सवाल ही पूछ लेता हूँ कि हलवा पूरी.
शाउट आउट गुफ्तगू, न्यू एल्बम ड्रॉपिंग दिस समर.
यार पहले एक सेकंड इस कॉन्वर्सेशन को आगे बढ़ाने से पहले, इज इट पूरी या पूड़ी? क्योंकि मुझे लग रहा है
ये पूड़ी क्यों बोलता है?
मुझे
इसका
लग
क्या
रहा है
मसला
यू आर
है?
बीइंग लाहौरिफाइड.
Well, I don't know which one it is.
यार वैसे
हम भी
लाहौरिफाइड
पूड़ी नहीं
is
कहते,
a
यही कहता है
good
सिर्फ.
caption for the next time Lahore screw up. I would just like to put it out there.
Yeah.
नहीं ये क्या बात है? why are you associating him with us? ये खुद बोलता है. मैंने कभी बोला पूड़ी?
नहीं मैंने actually नहीं सुना, which is why I'm surprised because like you're
Yeah,
the
this is a Musadism.
Lahoriest of Lahoris.
No, but what is it then? I think I'm saying it perfectly fine.
I think it's puri.
Okay.
Yeah, roll the R, don't
Yeah,
jump
no,
over it.
Rada. ये वो Lahore is the best country all over the world वाला
Lahore.
scene हो रहा है तुम्हारा. ये literally तुम्हारा Lahore वाला scene हो रहा है.
Speaking of Lahore, in comes Irshad, Salman Irshad.
जी अब आप
बोल
इरशाद
दे-
करें पूरी बोल के.
Okay, I'm not gonna say
They've
that.
pulled the game back well here though. थोड़ा सा something has got to give.
Yeah, 7.5 and over, not too bad. Did you say booty with a hard R?
यार इधर हैं plenty of hard R candidates.
That is exactly what he's doing.
I have the pass. I'm invited to the barbecue.
Okay, calm down.
All right. Oh, that's
How
out.
was
That's
that?
out. That's
यार ये
a
क्या कर रहा है
that's a
बंदा यार?
terrible way to get out. Sean Masood,
Man.
my goodness, that's embarrassing. Moves across the line of the ball and just clips it to the keeper. Gets an inside edge or a bottom edge, whatever it is.
That's
It's
the
out.
Umbreen beauty soap embarrassing innings of the day, man. What the hell was that?
That's another. I think Peshawar will be unhappy to see him go.
Yeah, honestly.
Seriously, tactical drop कर देता हारिस.
आगे डेविड मिलर ने आना है तो वैसी मुश्किल है.
That's awful, man. But Irshad somehow, this dude somehow he works for them. 54 for 1,
He's
20
a
of
very
25
ordinary
for
bowler.
Masood. Awful innings. A nothing innings.
Yep.
अच्छा
As
सवाल
usual.
तो रह गया.
हाँ, मैं ये कह रहा था, अब सवाल पूछो लेकिन सही से बोलो.
आप पूड़ी हलवे के साथ जब आप जाते हैं, ठीक है, तो उसके साथ हलवा आता है, चने आते हैं, आलू आते हैं. If one had to go, AZ, which one would it be?
यार मैंने आपका सवाल नहीं सुना. क्या पूछा आपने?
आप जब पूड़ी हलवे के साथ जब खाने जाते हैं,
जी जी जी.
तो उसके साथ वो आपको 3 लवाजमात देते हैं.
हलवा देते हैं, चने देते हैं और तीसरा क्या है?
हलवा,
आलू की
चने और
तरकारी.
आलू.
Yeah, I don't want that stuff. I love the chanes.
I like that. I agree. So the aloo can go. Emma, what about
Yeah,
you?
I don't want to have potatoes that early in the morning.
यार देखो, मैं सच बताऊं, I would get rid of the चने.
नहीं यार,
that's
चने
messed
बहुत
up, man.
vital हैं यार.
That's messed up.
How do you balance the halwa if you don't have chane?
I would get rid of both of them for the chane.
नहीं देखो, मुझे जो है वो हलवा first. I would go for the आलू की तरकारी अगर अच्छी बनी हुई है, उसके बाद चने.
Wow, straight up आपको मतलब cardiac arrest चाहिए सुबह सुबह.
Yeah, just
Aloo, hashtag aloo out. No, I gotta get rid of the aloo, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Labs, how can you get rid of the halwa? क्या हो गया यार?
That's in
the
the
thing. The aloo in some places are elite.
It is, but the halwa is you can't compromise on halwa, man.
चलें, आप हलवा को जो है ना वो आप वीटो.
It's called halwa puri, man.
तो मैं तो इसीलिए तो compromise नहीं कर रहा, मैं चनों को निकाल रहा हूँ.
अच्छा हाँ, fair enough.
नहीं, चले आप हलवा को साइड पे कर दें. वो एक उनकी
एमी साइड पे कर दें, मुझे दो, मैं खाऊंगा.
नहीं, उनकी सीट पक्की कर दे ना. हलवे की सीट पक्की कर दे.
Oh, quick single here, Riley.
That's kind of he's making it quite easily. But चने और आलू के दरमियान, चने और आलू के दरमियान which one is
का भी all black में थोड़ा सा slim trim लग रहा है. For blue in Sri Lanka it always looks like a jahaz.
कौन?
Bhanuka Raja packs है.
Oh, packs a punch.
पूरी वो चिकन मलाई यार किधर पहुंच गए हो आप? तो
ये हो क्या रहा है भाई? मतलब ये
खिजर हम शुरू नाश्ते पे हुए थे. खिजर जो है अपनी मेहंदी के खाने पहुंच गए.
वो तो सीधा वो क्या है वो बारबेक्यू टुनाइट पे पहुंच गया.
या वैसे पूरी पराठे के साथ बारबेक्यू आपको पता है.
Oh my god.
सीन ऑन होता है.
What a player.
स्पेशली बिहारी शहरी कबाब मिल जाए तो.
ओ यार अब मुझे पसीने आ रहे हैं. नहीं करो यार. हमारे एसी ऑन करो यार. हैं हम
56 for
I'm
1.
shazamming it in my mind, man. बस कर दो. Oof, God.
Hania is saying, I feel sick after having halwa puri. Hania, we feel sick after watching Pakistan cricket, but nasha होता है.
नशा होता है, ये सही है.
Put it on a t-shirt. 56 for 1. Another leg side, that'll be wide.
यार इसी वजह से तुम वाकई कितना आगे हो.
नहीं मैं
No,
बस आपके बिल्कुल
AC and I
सही
are now on the same.
No, I feel like I'm behind both of you.
तो अपना डब्बा रीस्टार्ट कर. आई थिंक करना पड़ता है.
मैंने किया है डब्बा रिस्टार्ट.
फिर वो पीछे से वो बंद करो. क्या होता है वो?
राउटर पूरा
Reset your house.
Switch board.
Surprise the thing every time Musad says Puri, I feel like I go over a speed bump. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah, what's happening
terrible.
with him?
I don't know, man. I don't know why he's not fixing it.
Yo, I fixed it.
What a
man.
shot, Riley Rousseau. Ooh.
यार इसको हमने जाने दिया यार.
इसको
Man.
नहीं जाने दिया तुमने. कल आजम ने इतना अच्छा खेला, उसको भी तुमने जाने दिया.
Seriously, man. QG is just living out their FOMO for last 3 seasons.
और हमें तुम लोगों ने जो है वो बाबा दे दिया है.
Ifti Mania BPL merchant.
यार वैसे मतलब जितना बड़ा वो फ्रॉड है ना बंदा, हर थोड़े दिन बाद लगता है कि यार
बस 3 PSL मेडल हैं यार.
नहीं, उसके अलावा ऐसा लगता है कि हर बार जब वो रैंडम लीग्स में खेलता है या कोई वो फ्रेंडली मैच खेलता है, तो इससे बड़ा कोई प्लेयर ही नहीं है.
नहीं, बट ये है कि उसने इंडिया को उसने वर्ल्ड कप में धोया है.
रिलेंटलेस प्रॉप.
नहीं, श्रीलंका को कहाँ धोया वर्ल्ड कप?
इंडिया
यार मतलब ठीक है धो लिया, लेकिन
अक्सर पटेल वो तो वैसे ही कोई मार दे यार, वो तो साहिबजादा फरहान भी मार देगा उसको
यार। स्लेंडर
सोचो वो भी पाकिस्तान खेला हुआ है।
एग्जैक्टली वो पीएसएल जीता हुआ है, पीएसएल 3 का ओपनर था।
PSL 3 में पता नहीं कौन कौन जीत गया,
मतलब
वो
अक्सर
अलग बात
पटेल
है।
कोई बॉलर है यार, मतलब इधर यूएई की क्लब क्रिकेट में उससे अच्छे बॉलर हैं, खुदा की कसम।
8 overs gone, 61
वो
for
एक्स
1.
फैक्टर पे खेल रहा है लिटरली।
Well, a big appeal this time is going. He's hitting him outside leg though. Let's take a look at the game as well a little bit. Not Dijing is saying इस chat में risky बिल्कुल कम नहीं.
ऐश अन्ना यार वो क्या करें अब। Oh, that's a big shot and beats the, oh square leg, good try
यार
by Saim.
फील्डिंग तो करो यार.
यार उसकी क्या गलती है बाबर, इतनी जोरदार गंदी बॉल करा रहा है मुकीम, फुल टॉस।
जगह भी नहीं खड़ा हुआ यार, ये मुकीम भाई
सैम
जो है
बिलिंग्स
ना,
अजीब पीएसएल छोड़ के कैंप रूम में यार। एक तो ये यूनाइटेड फैन, क्या करें बिल्लो रानी का, आ जाएगा 26 को, कोई बात नहीं।
Only you got
Fan.
only you caught that
क्या करें बिल्लो रानी
that
का,
joke.
आ जाएगा 26 को।
Dijing.
यार
65 for
हनिया
1.
मैं आप क्या करूं, वो ग्लोबल स्पीड लगाओ ना आप।
Swept away on the leg side. They're pushing hard for the first, so might come back for 2. They do really good running.
man. 36 of 24 यार, रिजवान काफी अच्छी इनिंग खेल गया। बताए बगैर he's had a strong start to the PSL. Good score against us as well. इसने आपके खिलाफ कितने किए थे, कैसे आउट हुआ था, या हुआ ही नहीं था?
कौन?
You lost by 9 wickets, right?
ये नहीं हुआ था।
We lost by 9 wickets. हम लांती लोग हैं भाई.
ये
Don't you ever forget it.
मतलब जो हरकत हमने की है ना, मैंने कहा जी विल स्पीड में जो है ना वो 600 रन किए लास्ट सीजन, बिठा देते हैं उसको. बाबा गुप्तिल आप आ जाओ.
यार गप्टिल तो बिल्कुल ही समझ से बाहर है ना। What was the value add from him? He's a past his prime overseas opener. क्या
Honestly,
आपको मिलेगा
एजी
उससे?
आप माइंड ना करना, बट मुझे क्वेटा से ना अर्ली लाहौर वाइब्स आती हैं.
हाँ हम भी डिजास्टर्स थे, हमारी ड्राफ्टिंग ही
बस
बिल्कुल
ना देखा ना उधर जी आया क्रिस गेल फाड़ लो,
किस किस को उठाया हुआ था
क्रिस गेल, क्रिस लिन, ब्रेडन मैकलम, बस जो बड़े नाम आ गए लेने.
हाँ end of the day you have to recruit as per your team vibe,
और थोड़ी
not the
कंसिस्टेंसी
reputation.
चाहिए होती है आपको थोड़ा. विल स्मीड ने ठीक ठाक खेला था यार लास्ट सीजन.
Bro, he was amazing. 90 odd मारे हैं यार उसने। हमने कहा चलो अब ये पीएसएल ही वापस नहीं आएगा, एक और स्टार दे दिया इंग्लैंड को।
68 for 1 after 8.5.
ब्रुक देखो अब उसके स्कोर ही नहीं रुक रहे, वापस मुड़ के ही नहीं आएगा कभी पीएसएल।
आ जाएगा.
नहीं आएगा।
Drag down to long on for a single.
It's not.
Oh, what is that? That's an embarrassing misfield.
Unbelievable.
That is a,
Wahab Riaz,
Yeah.
the sports minister.
इसलिए इसको गंदे ख्वाब आते हैं. What is that?
यार खिजर रॉय ओवररेटेड है, लेकिन आपको पता है कि एक्सप्लोसिव फैक्टर उसका है, एक दो मैच आपको जिता देगा वो। ABD, yes, of course he played for Lahore. इतने फैन फेयर के साथ आया और इंजर होके भाग गया साला। क्वेटा और कराची, who will come last year? I think QG looks odds on, to be quite honest. 72 for 1 after 9. Decent start. Game is in the balance though, लेकिन वही है, wickets in hand. Sometimes यार इनके टीम में इतना फायर पावर है, अहमद हसन, I feel it's counterproductive कि इनका ये फंसे ही रहते हैं ओपनर।
पाकिस्तान टीम के बारे में हम यही कहते हैं आगे पीछे के यार, जब हमारे
हमारे पास पोलार्ड, मिलर, रॉबमैन थोड़ी है।
ठीक है, लेकिन हम यही कहते हैं रॉबमैन तो दूसरी टीम में खेल रहा है, क्या हो गया?
फॉर एग्जांपल
Brathwaite. Yeah, it's fair. I mean, when you have guys that bat at 150, 155 plus strike rates, then you should give them the freedom, or they should give you the freedom to play as you want up top. Yeah, I think इनके पर्सनल फिर वही I don't know agendas हैं क्या है, क्योंकि बात आपकी बिल्कुल ठीक है, अगर रिजवान और शान मुल्तान के लिए खेल रहे हैं और इस तरह खेल रहे हैं with that kind of lineup, then it doesn't matter who they have in the middle order.
बिल्कुल भी कोई जरूरत नहीं है इनको इस लाइनअप में।
Yeah.
73 for 1 after 9.1. As Russo this time works it off the pads.
रूसो भी आपको पता है कंप्लीट प्लेयर है, परफेक्ट फॉर 3, फुल आप टुल्ला ओपनर डाल दो, ये क्या फर्क पड़ता है यार.
Yeah, exactly. I was just thinking, जिस तरह इंग्लैंड ने अपने बैटिंग लाइनअप को मैक्सिमाइज करने के लिए बटलर को ओपनर बना दिया, these franchises should try that. Like it doesn't harm them to have, you know, one of their X factors batting in the top two.
रिजवान भी आपको पता है बेसिकली बैलेंस्ड प्लेयर है. शान तो बैलेंस्ड भी नहीं बंदा कह सकता है, डिफेंसिव ओपनर है वो.
और एज सच आपकी इतनी कोई ज्यादा टेक्निक अर्ली ऑन टेस्ट नहीं हो रही, बॉल कोई ज्यादा स्विंग नहीं हो रही, इतनी कोई सीम मूवमेंट
हर
नहीं
पिच 200 वाला पिच है इधर.
या
Pulled away, dragged down in front of mid wicket. Should just be the one.
लेकिन फिर मसला ये है कि जब उन्होंने 1-1.5 साल पहले इस तरह की चीजें ट्राई की थी, and when they started failing, that's when Sean came back.
When did they fail, bro?
They did fail. I think 2 years ago they were struggling and Sean was dropped, and then that's when Sean
तब इनके
made
ओपनर
his-
कौन थे? तब तो वो जिशान अशरफ था इनकी टीम में यार.
मैं यही कह रहा हूँ ना, उन्होंने एक एक्सेलरेटर या टुल्ले को डाला और that wasn't working, and that's
Yeah,
when
but
they
they've
brought
got
Sean
much
back.
better.
नहीं तो ओवरसीज टुल्ला ले आओ ना यार.
No, I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying that, you know.
Oh,
Oh,
one of the
inside edge,
reasons
misses the
the other
stumps past the keeper for 4.
way. Doesn't matter how they come.
Lucky break.
कलंदरी गुना कह रहे हैं सुहेल अख्तर इज बेटर. वाकई यार सुहेल अख्तर इस टीम में डाल दो, मजाक के अलावा.
सुहेल अख्तर क्यों डाल दो?
एज अ देसी टुल्ला.
No, leave him out.
यार एग्जांपल दे रहे हैं हम.
Yo, what the hell
They
happened here, by
dropped
the way?
Shan for Rizwan and opened with Vince. That was the secret sauce. Shan तो था ही था, फिर रिजवान आया टीम में.
Yeah, because Sean was captain.
Oh, that's off the
what a
hip.
shot.
Brilliant from Russo. Nobody had fine leg, and he just flicks
Man.
it for boundary.
That flick off the hip, man.
One
जब
more.
खब्बे मारते हैं क्या शॉट है यार.
Calypso from him there.
Brilliant shot. And this game is getting out of Zalmi's hands now. यार ये क्या bowling करा रहे हैं.
We
नहीं यार,
knew
अभी
it.
भी 8 पर ओवर पे जा रहे हैं, मतलब I don't think they'll be too upset by this.
इनके पास बॉलिंग में कौन है? और वहाब, सुफियान, खुर्रम.
I think Peshawar का ये
नीश को
मसला है
यूज
कि
करो यार.
वो
जिमी
नीश
नीश.
को ही लेके आएंगे, लेकिन I think Peshawar is having that struggle with the emerging player situation. जो सुफियान को उन्होंने डाला हुआ है, जो खिला रहे हैं उसे.
मुझे तो ये समझ नहीं आ रही आमिर जमाल क्यों नहीं खेल रहा हर मैच.
I have no idea.
Driven through
I
the
literally
offside.
picked him to be the player of the tournament, like the breakout player, man. ये क्या कर रहे
I
हैं?
think he could play ahead of Khurram for sure.
100%. और अरशद भी इनके बेंच पे है यार. क्या
मतलब
कर
एक
रहे
बंदा
हैं?
3 ओवर में 37 रन खा रहा है हर बार. I don't know
हाँ.
उसको क्यों बार-बार खिला रहे हैं.
और आपका रिस्ट स्पिनर भी आपको एक्स फैक्टर नहीं दे रहा.
Yeah, he's definitely not up for it.
मतलब ज़ल्मी हर चीज सही कर लेते, टीम नहीं सही बना पाते.
Secondary.
That is their Achilles heel.
Just a minor issue.
यार अब्दुल मुकीद ट्रैवल करे या ना करे, उसमें दम तो है ना. 140 की बॉल डालता है, बैटिंग देता है. चेक तो करें. पाकिस्तान के लिए तो उसने बेहतरीन खेला अब तक. खुरम की तकरी, अच्छा आई थिंक यू मीन तगड़ी सिफारिश है. वैसे मैं एक क्लिप आज देख ही रहा था, उसने कोई प्रैक्टिस मैच में बाबर और हारिस दोनों को आउट किया था. तो मे बी दैट्स द रीजन ही इज प्लेइंग.
खुर्रम ने,
Yeah.
I don't know if
But he
that's
looks
enough.
such an average bowler, man. Typical Pakistani pitch-up bowler, Yorker merchant, old ball specialist type.
He doesn't even look like an old ball specialist. मतलब अगर वो 8वें 9वें ओवर में आके बॉलिंग करवाता है, तब भी रन करे, तब भी रन खाता है.
अब तो मुझे लगता है फैंटासीन इज ऑन फॉर मुकीम. अब तो रिजवान बहुत टाइम ले लिया भैया, अब बल्ला उठाओ.
You have 9 wickets in hand with 10 overs to go. 100%.
What are you waiting for, man?
Yeah, it's not going to be someone else to do it.
Miller, Khushdil, Pollard,
Flick down the
Rovman.
ground, long on. Good fielding.
Rovman क्यों कह रहा हूँ? कार्लोस, सॉरी.
यार मैं तो कहने वाला था एजी इनको चाहिए खुशदिल को ओपनर बना दे.
सीरियसली यार, मजाक के अलावा.
है ना
बस क्या है भाई, दायरे के ऊपर से मारते रहे तू.
भाई, उसने बल्ला घुमाना है. अगर लग गई, आई थिंक उस सिचुएशन में तो चांस
हाँ, उसको कोई टेक्निकल नहीं खेलना, तुमने बस खड़े खड़े मारनी है.
Exactly, flash hard at the ball. You'll get some edges that'll go in your favor. Maybe you can pick up some quick runs.
Oh, that's a good shot
Was that an
again.
edge? Yes.
It's going to be another boundary.
Good shot किधर था मुसाद, उसने edge मारा है.
टॉप एज है यार.
Yeah, it's on purpose.
Khurram is from my area in Mandi Bahauddin. He's a tape ball guy. हाँ, of course. भाई टेप बॉल हमारा असल नेशनल पैशन है. ये क्रिकेट तो बस वो आईसीसी की वजह से हम खेलते हैं, ये हार्ड बॉल.
या वैसे वाकई यार. लीग ही हमें टेप बॉल की
टीएम ब्रांड हमारा वो है
ऐसे तो
shots.
मकसूद as an opener can win.
Oh, he's picked this over mid wicket.
यार ये क्या
And
फारिग
that's going to
bowling
be
है।
another boundary. Multan are bossing this game now as Rizwan 49 off 31.
Yeah, this kid doesn't look like he's the answer for Peshawar. He was the same way in the
बाबर
last
उस पे
match as
चिल्लाने
well.
का क्या फायदा, वो क्या वो करेगा, तुम्हारी
कहाँ
टैक्टिक्स
कहाँ निकाले frustration बाबर फिर?
आमिर पे निकाले।
आमिर की खुद
हर टीम में
frustration.
एक आमिर हो बस।
कुटाई के लिए।
यार मुझे तो आमिर को देख देख के हंसी आती है बस.
He's become like a
that
a
senile old
WWE
man.
villain, man.
Yeah, no, he's like a senile old
Ooh, that
man.
one kept a little low.
वो एक मीम नहीं है, वो man yells at cloud, वो वाला
Yeah.
सीन हो गया इसका।
Hates the youth.
.93 for 1 at the final ball of the 11th over will just be a single to square leg.
But overall context में भी देखा जाए 50 for Rizwan, 2 of 33 कि it is a 200 pitch, so maybe we're asking too much.
Maybe.
180 90 200 तो बनने ही बनने हैं इस पे।
ये बनने तो हैं, लेकिन आई थिंक जिस तरह का इनका बैटिंग लाइनअप है, जिस तरह का स्टार्ट मिला हुआ है आपको, यू शुड बी लुकिंग एट 220 प्लस. Why settle for less?
नहीं, I'm saying in terms of the bowling के भाई हमें कुटाई तो होनी है, बस बचाव करा लो।
I don't know about that. इनके बॉलिंग लाइनअप भी इनका अच्छा है वैसे। हाँ, इनका बॉलिंग लाइनअप भी अच्छा है मुल्तान वालों का वैसे। With Ehsanullah bowling the way that he is.
हाँ, वो उसको ओवर पावर नहीं कर सकते आप, तेज है वो।
Yeah.
Right, 9 overs to go. AC, what are you expecting?
यार they have to get up to 220 man, वरना तो it's a failure of an innings.
Yeah, if you're 94 for 1 at this stage, you have to go over 200.
Driven through point. Just be the one, I think.
अब रिजलर को भी थोड़ा सा सेल्फ एनालाइज करना चाहिए कि मैं अब क्या करूं। बल्ला चलाओ भाई।
I think 50 off 34 अच्छी बैटिंग कर ली, स्टार्ट
It's a good innings, but now is the stage when you really kick on.
Exactly. Hit out or get out.
95 for 1 after 11.1.
क्योंकि मिलर किलर का बल्ला खोलना बहुत जरूरी है भाई। That guy, oh there he is.
I feel like he's come back into form in a couple of slow
Bro,
years.
he's been in sick form the last 6 months. पागल हो गया बिल्कुल।
Pulled away
I think he
time.
should be T20 captain for Proteas, to be honest. अब नहीं तो कब? Oh, look at that swag, man. The bat next to the stumps. Very cool.
और फिर भी बेल नहीं गिरी।
Yeah, sometimes okay. But देखें यार, one guy has completely changed the franchise. That's crazy. मुल्तान क्या थी रिजवान से पहले?
Cut away hard. This is going on the third man.
Oh!
Now misfield. And thankfully no boundary.
यार सुफियान से फील्डिंग भी नहीं होती यार।
मुल्तान were quite consistent even before Rizwan.
नहीं।
यार बाबे थे ये सारे, याद नहीं आपको? मोइन अली वगैरह जब खेल रहे थे।
मोइन अली
या शायद आफरीदी और ये सब weren't that bad. Yeah. It's just that they didn't have that ability to go any further than the first,
Playoff से आगे नहीं बढ़ पा रहे।
Exactly.
वही एंडी फ्लावर इफेक्ट यार, he changed them around.
Yeah.
That'll make side. That'll be
shit
4.
Delivery.
That will be 4.
यार ये ज़ल्मी क्या annoying टीम बन गई है यार। मतलब they are not bad, but they are clearly not superior to MS और LQ. Maybe इस्लामाबाद के साथ आप कह सकते हो थोड़ा करीब मुकाबला है।
I think Islamabad are far better than them.
Yeah, even they are far better. So they're in this no man's land, purgatory.
I think they're just missing one piece, and that's
bowler.
Yeah, एक मतलब क्योंकि आप वहाब रियाज को as a frontline pacer अब नहीं इस्तेमाल कर सकते। 8 साल हो गए हैं भाई, वो खेल रहा है, बस करो, खत्म हो गया उसका।
Comes down the track, goes aerial, Rizwan, and one bounce over cover for 4. Damn. That's the best of the lot. He is really enjoying his time at the PSL 8. He is not just a one-time wonder. He is so
he's
good.
Listening to us. तलहा ने बड़ी पते की बात की। ज़ल्मी have fallen off since Hassan Ali, their talisman. वाकई यार।
Yeah,
I think
feel
they
like
regret
Ali
that.
was on on the decline as well. It's not like
बट स्टिल यार उसके एक स्पार्क थी, एक था यार उसके साथ.
हाँ, I guess मतलब आप नाम पे चला सकते थे शायद, लेकिन he hasn't even replicated that for Islamabad. So
तो अब तो बेंच हो गया.
yeah.
मैंने ट्वीट किया था हसन अली ड्रॉप फॉर ओवरसीज हसन अली.
It's good fielding by Jimmy Nish. One-handed
I
stump.
actually think their biggest issue right now is the lack of young fast bowling talent. I think हर टीम में इस वक्त जो एक X factor निकल रहा है वो local fast bowling talent है, and these guys don't have anyone. You know, if you look at
यार इनके
Multan
पास
right now,
अरशद इकबाल है, मोहम्मद इमरान जूनियर था, और क्या
लेकिन
नाम है,
I don't think either of them are genuinely quick
और ये ड्राफ्ट
strikers.
किसको करते हैं? मुजीब. यार तुम्हें मुजीब से क्या चाहिए?
जीप से लगा हुआ है इन्हें.
अजीबो गरीब. अगर आपने अफगान उठाना ही था वो फजलुल हक उठा लेते, वो भी इस्लामाबाद ले गया. अहमद हसन, वुड यू ट्रेड हसन अली फॉर आमिर? हैं?
No. God no.
यार वैसे इट्स नॉट अ बैड सजेशन.
यार बेंच प्लेयर के लिए हम
आप
जो है
लोगों
वो
को खब्बा फास्ट बॉलर चाहिए.
हमारे पास रुमान रईस है.
यार वो कोई फास्ट बॉलर है यार?
यार बॉलर तो है, खब्बा भी है.
यार मैंने क्या पूछा आपसे?
No, I don't want Mohammad Amir.
यार मुझे तो लगता है he can be very good for you.
Would you take him?
हम यार हमारे पास बैलन डोर विनर है हमारे पास, हम आमिर लेंगे.
नहीं ठीक है, लेकिन who would you take him if someone was offering you Mohammad Amir?
Only AZ
If that
calls it
was
the
my
Ballon
trade
d'Or.
options, hell yeah man. हसन अली मुझे क्या वैल्यू देता है?
हसन अली तो वैसे ही किसी को वैल्यू नहीं देता, लेकिन
Exactly, so Amir is a pure gain.
he's not a gain. He barely takes wickets. He goes very expensive.
यार विकेट ले रहा है
It's like a
SPSL में.
left-handed Hasan Ali.
उसका इकोनॉमी रेट भी ठीक है. फेंटे चलो
वो तो
पहले
मैच
मैच
खेले
में
उसने. थ्रेट
I
नहीं
still
नजर
feel he
आती
can do a
इसकी
job.
बॉलिंग में. एजी आई थिंक वो वक्त गया.
यार लीडर ऑफ द अटैक नहीं है, लेकिन थर्ड ऑप्शन तो ठीक है ना यार.
I don't know. I would rather play a youngster like Zishan Zamir instead.
वो तो ऑब्वियसली.
Yeah, so if I'm gonna drop my, but I wouldn't drop Hasan Ali for Tom Curran per se. I would probably bring in Zishan
वो तो
Zamir instead.
सेम बॉलर है यार, लिटरली सेम
दोनों
बॉलर है.
फारिग बॉलर हैं, तो उससे बेहतर है कि आप जो है वो जिशान ज़मीर को ले आओ. इस्लामाबाद की एक अच्छी बात है कि भाई उनकी जो कमराडरी है या उनका जो एक ड्रेसिंग रूम में एक पॉजिटिव वाइब है वो ख़राब नहीं होती. You know, you generally don't hear stories of things going wrong in the dressing room, whereas with Karachi and these other sides,
भाई वाज़े तौर पे there is an old guard of, you can say, Imad, Amir, the pre-2017 guys and the new.
yeah, but इजी तुम ये सोचो कि उनके अंदर इतनी जुर्रत है कि वो बाबर जैसे बंदे के साथ भी फड्डा कर रहे हैं. मतलब बाबर आजम,
मतलब मलिक ने तो वाज़े तौर पे कह दिया they hate each other's guts. उसने वाज़े तौर पे
कहाँ कहा उसने ये?
उसने कहा था कि देखें सही आपकी सबके साथ नहीं बनती, लेकिन रिस्पेक्ट होनी चाहिए and they respect each other. That's what he said in the press conference. तो ये तो वाज़े हो गया कि they hate each other.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So why would you want characters like
ये
that?
बात भी सही है. I'm
in
just
your
looking
lineup?
at a team building perspective.
No, I get you. मैंने कल I think जूनियर से जब बात हो रही थी मैंने उसको ये कहा था कि देखो, there is a fire in both Amir and Imad right now, but it's not a fire for their team to win.
ये वो
It's a
खांसी
fire-
वाली आ गए.
नहीं, it's a fire for them to do good. They don't care what the outcome is. I don't feel like they're as concerned for the outcome for the team as they are for their own
नहीं,
performance.
I think इमाद को थोड़ा है कि यार मैंने के
Maybe as a captain, but I think उनको ये दोनों को ये है इस वक्त यार, अगर हमारी परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी होती है और हम पाकिस्तान टीम में वापस आ जाते हैं तो वो हमारे लिए ज्यादा बड़ा गेन है. I don't think they care if Karachi does as well or not.
लास्ट ईयर इमाद ने PSL नहीं खेला था ना? आमिर तो इंजर्ड हो गया था.
I think इमाद ने खेला था और निकल गया था, इस तरह का कोई सीन था.
हाँ, कोई चक्कर हुआ था. All roads lead to शकील. कौन सा शकील?
Aoud.
Oh, what a nice hand drawing. Very nice.
Yeah, that's a good portrait.
Very good.
That's amazing. चलो जी, Multan Sultans have won their last 4 games against. Oh, wow. फेंटे ही पड़ रहे हैं. हाँ, आउट ही नहीं हो रहे उनसे. और साकिब भी नहीं है. Somebody mentioned in the chat.
Yeah.
वो भी
They're
लाइंस के लिए
playing
कमबैक कर रहा है.
Rovman Powell instead.
Driven through the offside.
नहीं पिक ही नहीं किया है, वो लाइंस के लिए बिजी है इस साल.
मैं शाकिब अल हसन की बात कर रहा था.
नहीं शैक्स्टर नहीं, वो साकिब महमूद है.
Saqib Mahmood. Yeah, because he's making a injury comeback.
अब ओली आ गया उसके आगे, वो भी अब मौका नहीं मिलना उसको.
Yeah.
लेकिन ओली यार जबरदस्त बॉलर है यार. बना बनाया इनको रिप्लेसमेंट मिल गया ब्रॉडरसन।
स्टोन्स ये ठीक है, मतलब I haven't seen anything too
भाई हमें
exciting
तो
from
जलील
him.
किया उसने घर पे।
किसने? ऑली स्टोन ने?
Oh, that's
Ollie
crashed through
Robinson,
the
yaar.
offside,
What a
and
shot.
nobody will be able to stop that. Perfectly timed, and a lot of power behind it too. The Multan fans love it. 110 for one after 12.2.
यार you get a guy like Babar Azam, the Ballon d'Or winner, and you give him this bowling attack. यार क्या कर रहे हो ज़ल्मी यार?
Well,
Yeah, if any given day you have to switch to Jimmy Neesham as your first change inside the power
Seriously,
play,
man.
that means you've not selected right.
and maybe Babar just doesn't have the cricketing brain to pick a right spot.
आपके इतने कैरिबियन लिंक से कैरिबियन में इतने बॉलर हैं यार, ड्रेक्स उठा लो, वो जेडन सील्स उठा लो, जीबो गरीब।
यार इससे बेहतर तो वो तस्कीन अहमद ले लें
Oh,
बांग्लादेश
he's pulled this, but
तस्कीन
it doesn't
बहुत तेज है
connect.
यार, बहुत तेज है वो
वही कह रहा हूँ ना।
वो
It's better to
इबादत भी अच्छा है यार।
Yeah, they might as well try and go a different route, or maybe pick up a different, Sri Lankan pacer. वो जो Madhushanka था, he was a very good
यार
left
वो
arm
तो
quick.
बहुत जबरदस्त होता पीएसएल।
Yeah, he would have given you a different angle as well. And
लहिरू कुमारा उठा लो यार,
Alzari Joseph.
नाम बहुत है यार।
इनकी ड्राफ्टिंग ही बेकार है वाकई। अल्जारी जोसेफ, यस, परफेक्ट नेम मैन,
इमाल
परफेक्ट
मिल्स
नेम।
का दोबारा इंजर्ड हो गया, क्या हुआ उसे?
जमाल आई एम नॉट श्योर, क्योंकि इजलू ने तो अपनी अवेलेबिलिटी लिस्ट दी एंड दैट वाज सुपर यूजफुल यार, गुड टू दैट, गुड ऑन देम। इसका सोशल मीडिया +1 पॉइंट मत ना।
Abdul Muqeed कह रहे हैं, Musad, should Babar have accepted the Quetta captaincy as rumored earlier? Yeah, why not? But although I'm not keen on him as a captain, pulled away this time through mid-wicket for 4.
I don't think
ये लो चौका हो गया।
that's too easy.
जिमी नीश तो है ही नीश। एजी, वुड यू टेक एबीडी फॉर मोहम्मद हारिस? हैं केड़ा हारिस? और डू यू मीन हारिस?
ये यार ये
ऑफ कोर्स आई वुड ट्रेड हिम। अच्छा अब्दुल्ला, मैं एबी डिविलियर्स सोच रहा हूँ और मोहम्मद हारिस, वाओ यार, दैट्स अ वेरी गुड, ऑफ कोर्स दैट्स अ विनिंग ट्रेड फॉर अस यार।
Yeah, of
विकेट
course.
कीपर ओपनर अब्दुल्ला शफीक, जितना भी मतलब ऑफ कोर्स आई लव हिम, बट यू कैन गो ब्रो। हमारे पास केजी है, कामरान गुलाम, सेम रोल।
Yeah.
Good Yorker right outside off stump, just defends it away to the offside for no run.
मैं को एबी डिविलियर कितों आ गया। यार मुसाद, how can you say we should have, you would think about giving Babar the QG captaincy?
No, I'm
Of
not.
course.
I'm not saying I would think. I say I would not.
How would, तुम पागल हो गए हो? नॉट
I'd play him as
बाबर
a
आ जाता
batter.
QG में,
I'd play him as
तुम्हें
a
तो अपना
batsman.
बाजू काट के दे देना चाहिए उसके लिए
I would play him as a batsman.
यार।
I don't think
अहमद हसन
Babar would
इसको
want to
समझाओ
go
यार।
for QG anyway.
I think
I think
Nawaz is the rightful captain.
नवाज में वो कैप्टन वाइब्स नहीं आती यार।
यार तो बस क्या बोलूं मैं।
यार आप किसी young player को captain बनाए. I think that's the way
कौन
that
young
it needs to
player?
be. I don't know, man. Go crazy. Go with like Naseem or some stupid shit.
Ooh, that's an interesting name.
वो तो फुल वाइब्स हो जाएगी बेचारे।
Or draft someone like Imam al-Haq, honestly. I think if
I swear to God, जो भी पुशबैक करते हैं ना इमाम इन T20, I always go against him. यार उसको चांस दो यार, वो ठीक है।
I think he can come.
I don't think he's a international level opener, AZ. I think in PSL will be fine.
यार शान से तो बेहतर है आपको देगा, मैं गारंटी करके आपको कह के देता हूँ।
I think it's competitive between him and
He
Shan.
was the one who performed when Zalmi went to the final in PSL 4.
Yeah. But I do think that Imam does have a little bit of a spark about him. I think he
पहले
brings
6 ओवर में तो अहमद
100%
definitely
man, 100%.
पहले 6 ओवर में तो इमाम डेफिनेटली कुछ ना कुछ कर लेगा।
so. But yeah, as a captain as well, I think
उसका
he cares.
इंटेंट शान, बाबर, रिजवान तीनों से अच्छा है, बस वो मार नहीं पाता। He's got that dog in him. You're absolutely right, AG.
Oh, he skied this. Rizwan should be taken. Keepers get around to it. Harris takes a great catch.
मुबारक हो सुफियान, मुबारक हो।
Babar is so relieved right now.
I think he
Was
should
not
be
expecting this.
more wary than relieved. There's more trouble coming.
चलो वो बाद में देखेंगे ना, अभी तो जो हुआ उससे उसमें खुश रहो।
जिमी नीश के तो बहुत गंदी होने वाली है बहुत अभी। मिलर किलर ने तो चीर पाड़ के रख देना उसको। According to Sarosh Zalmi wala, KK offered Fakhr captaincy and platinum contract, but Fakhr did not. Of course यार, Fakhr को कैसे जाने देंगे हम? Who would want to lead Karachi Kings, man? Forget it. उधर मुड़ो तो सल्लू भाई, उधर मुड़ो तो वसीम भाई, बंदा किधर फंस गया यार? हमारा तो समीर नाना को सलाम करो, आईफोन 14 मुंह पे मारता है। हुसैन तलक को दे दिया फॉर फील्डिंग। I swear to God, man, they literally gave him for fielding. Shaheen worked for LQ and Naseem has the confidence. Why not? वैसे बात सही है, but it feels उसकी body थोड़ी ज़्यादा fragile है. But even Shaheen has been injured, so fair enough. You're right. Maybe it'll bring the best out of him. Oh, आया ओए, Miller killer. No, it's not slander of Wasim Akram. I'm just saying it's such a big alpha personality, man. Who wants to, it could be tough dealing with those people. यार रमीज में मुझे आईफोन का चार्जर ही दे दें यार एलक्यू, मैं खुशी खुशी कबूल कर लूंगा।
बहुत ही सस्ते होते
कुछ तो दें, सम टाइम इज ओके यार, कुछ दे दो
116 for
अपने
2.
सपूते लाहौर को। But to be fair यार, सुफियान comeback तो decent किया है, got the big wicket of Riz. He's not been like smashed out of the game. Not bad.
Like he's bowled poorly. Like you've seen visibly that maybe they didn't put it away.
Top spin ज़्यादा मारी जा रहा है basically.
Yeah, उन्होंने उसको अटैक नहीं किया उस तरह, लेकिन लाइन लेंथ उसकी काफी खराब थी। Consistently short balls कराई हैं इसने।
117 for 2. Reverse sweep
kept
comes
low
out.
there on the reverse.
Swing and a miss.
Ahmed saying I feel Salman Butt can come in at PSL level. ये भाई उसको देखा था हमने LQ के,
देख तो लिया था
LQ में जब आया था। और
he's gone big, Rousseau.
On this one, long on.
Lot of height and
It's a
enough
six.
distance on it as well. Comfortable six. Comfortable six.
यार राइली, इसकी बैट स्विंग कितनी प्यारी है यार, love this guy.
2 South Africans in the middle. He's asking his compatriot, do you like that?
South Africans in the group stage, ये तो आपने थैनोस और पता नहीं किसको कमाइन कर दिया। वो क्या नाम था उसका?
Kang.
हाँ,
Thanos and Kang. यार वैसे speaking of Kang, Ant-Man आई आज, कल रिलीज हुई है।
ये भी कोई फिल्म है यार?
यार उसमें Kang आ रहा है यार, क्या हो गया?
कैंग क्या है?
Kang is the next big villain.
Swept away this time. No run.
Yeah, don't tell me that was a single Wahab. नहीं है, डॉट है।
That was such a dangerous shot.
कॉन्फिडेंस ही इतना है राइली का यार।
Exactly, it doesn't matter.
Watched yesterday, it was a good watch. यार रमीज, आप तो बहुत बड़े मार्वल स्टैन है, आपका भरोसा नहीं है।
कॉमिक ही है ये।
Down the ground.
What a shot, यार।
It's another boundary to long on for 4 more.
Mukeem's misery ends.
चलो 1 for 36 यार, and he was bowling to Riley. The matchup wasn't with him. Not bad.
Reviews are terrible, says Mohammad Ahmed Hassan, but apparently it's fun to watch as a Marvel fan.
यार एक तो इनको रिव्यूज तो को मायने ही नहीं रखती ना ये लोग।
Yeah,
ये तो बस अपने।
Why would you remove, already a toxic crowd and then bring Salman Butt as a mentor or consultant?
Ramp up the toxicity.
It's like, I don't know, man. That's not really working for me.
ले, मोहम्मद आसिफ शुड बी बॉलिंग कोच। यार खुदा का खौफ करो यार।
यार क्यों नहीं यार?
वो रोल करना सिखा देगा, बॉलिंग नहीं सिखाएगा उनको। मैंने एंज लपेट ते एंज कर।
Producer Sarfraz's ears have just sparked.
Excuse me?
Perked up.
Change of case?
No, because, from a production standpoint.
Yeah, it needs to be careful. Driven down a third man, should just be one.
अभी भी इनका रन रेट थोड़ा सा अनकंफर्टेबल है। They need something from Miller here. And Riley bhai, of course, striking it beautifully.
Who is the हमारे hero today?
हमारे hero. I think it's a mountaineer. Definitely गिलगित चित्राल के लग रहे हैं।
Driven through the offside, good fielding.
चलो भाई।
Oh no, misfield.
अब साइम अयूब को भी ये चांस दे रहे हैं। They could have easily picked Hasibullah as an emerging and fixed their balance, but they're trusting him. So let's see. Munawwar Shah, founder Al Shams Women FC. Oh, nice. Yeah. Acha, okay. The football scene, nice, yaar. उधर कोई क्राउड आते हैं इनके मैचेस पे, लेडीज के मैचेस में चित्राल में. इट्स क्रेजी मैन. Imagine playing football in that part of the world, man. Glorious.
Yeah, scenic.
Chalo ji Wahab.
That's going to be another boundary. This time goes leg side as Riley Russo.
Almost hit हमारे हीरो. मुझे ये बताओ कि ये जो इसने बॉल करवाई है इस वक्त,
ये क्या बॉल है ये?
Outside off with no deep cover in place.
Leg cutter bouncer outside off.
With no deep cover in place.
Unbelievable, man. यार उस्मान कादर अब्दुल मुकीद बॉलर तो है ना एटलीस्ट. विकेट तो आपको ला देगा. वो तो आप उसको गद्दाफी में खिला दे तो पिट जाता है बेचारा.
Oh, big appeal. This could be given.
No, down leg.
No, Yakub is saying no.
Down leg, easy.
down leg था.
Slightly high
लेकिन
too.
खूब सोच रहा था कि मैं कोई ट्रिगर पुल कर दूं.
Wow, don't mention triggers and umpires, please.
Whoa.
So एकदम से जो है वो.
I'm not gonna say anything.
वो तो तुम कह चुके हो जो तुमने कहना था. That's on record.
Pew pew.
Yeah.
Salim Malik is a consultant for Wasim for KK.
Yeah.
बस कर दो यार.
Mark was batting coach.
Or did you say batting or betting?
Danish career spin coach. We can go on and on.
Srisant as foreign consultant. और कौन है? अजय जडेजा.
मोहम्मद अजहरुद्दीन.
Yes.
मनोज प्रभाकर. पता नहीं क्या नाम है
हमारे.
लगता है ऑजीज आज फिर जलील हो गए. सिर्फ 200 कितने 270 की हैं. तो इंडिया तो 600 मार देगा जवाब में.
यही लग रहा था मुझे. वैसे कुछ खास नहीं नजर आ रहा था उनके स्पिनर से आज.
What a hit.
That's just phenomenal.
What a garbage over yaar.
Terrible, honestly terrible. Justice Qayyum passed away today, very timely. Oh, ill work.
Timely to na go. Rip. Chalo bhais, I'll hand it over to you. I have to be on the move, but looks like Sultan have this game in the bag.
Seems like it. Certainly seems like it.
All right. See ya.
Bye. More names coming through. Jeffgul Srinath, Nasir Jamshed.
यार धोनी को भी तो डालो जिसने एनवेलप नहीं खोला था.
वो खोला नहीं था इसलिए नहीं जा सकता ना. मोहम्मद इरफान आ जाएगा हमारा. शर्जील आ जाएगा. वो तो ऑलरेडी है वहाँ पे. आसिफ अफरीदी को डाल दो उसमें मिक्स में. Who else do we have?
मोहम्मद आसिफ को डाले.
Chris Cairns for power hitting. Yeah. He could be in there too. मुश्ताक अहमद जा सकते हैं यार उसमें. विनोद कामली. हाँ नाम तो बहुत है. नहीं अब हैंसी यार. मतलब RAP आप ऐसी बातें ना करें.
Right, 140 for 2 after 15. 5 overs to go, Emmett. 210.
Yeah, I think 210 to 220 should be on the cards here. The way that they're batting right now, especially Riley Russo, I think banta hai.
What do you make of those golden couches?
यार VIPs के लिए तो आपको पता है बनते हैं.
Very Multan-esque.
Yep. QG वाला नवाज was banned for 2 months as well. अब बताओ मुसाद तुम.
ये भी मेरी गलती है.
और क्या? How dare you support a franchise that allows such stuff? Wide given?
It's funny though, I don't remember that.
Yeah, I don't know either.
9 extras, so well, it's really been a poor day at the office.
When did this happen, Talha? You need to give us a bit of a history lesson here. यार ये बंदा बॉलर कैसे बन गया मुझे मतलब ऑनेस्टली समझ में नहीं आता. किसी को भी ले आते हैं PDP वाले.
142 for 2 और फिर ऑफलोड कर देते हैं.
यही हो रहा है.
Oh, that's a good hit. Riley Russo picks this and he just pummels it, muscles it past mid-wicket. A diving mid-wicket can't get there. It'll be a 4 more.
Almost had Sam Ayub, but unfortunately for him, ricochets off his hands into the fence. Another 4, and Riley Rousseau is looking like he's heading for another century if he continues batting like this. It's not a bad delivery, by the way. It's well outside off stump. He's made room, gone down on one leg, and swept him for 4. It's one of your top
यार
fast
इसको कोई
bowlers.
प्लेटिनम प्लस कोच प्लस मेंटोर सैलरी देके वापस बुलाओ यार क्वेटा में.
राइली रूसो को यार मुझे तो लगा था ये खेलेगा ही नहीं क्योंकि इसको साउथ अफ्रीका के जो है वो चांसेस मिल रहे हैं. I thought he would have been busy.
यार थोड़े बहुत बॉयज हैं जो काफ़ी लॉयल हैं PSL के साथ. आपने कॉलिन मनरो की भी ट्वीट देखी थी कल जो हमने रीट्वीट की है.
Halesy भी ऐसी है.
Yeah, oh, that's expert from Riley Russo. Just waits on that and beautifully places it past short third man for 4, and that brings up another PSL 50 for Multan's assassin from South Africa. 52 off 23. He's going at another 200 plus strike rate.
He can do it all. That's the beauty of the way Riley Rousseau bats. We've seen the power, we've seen the back foot strokes, and then here the gentle touch, the dab down to third man, the complete batsman, and one of the best T20, I think, batters that the PSL has ever seen.
Yep.
I think all-time list अगर बनती है तो इसमें नाम तो इसका definitely आता है.
Comes down the track this time, goes over the leg side, and there is a fielder in the deep. Peshawar Zalmi's fielding has been very ordinary today, but thankfully he's collected that.
Yeah, the bat just turned in his hands, and that's what caused it to go straight to the fielder. The interesting thing will be to see how Babar Azam bats here. The surface seems to be fairly true. He's going to have express pace in the form of Ihsanullah coming at him. Will he accelerate and be aggressive, or is he going to be the anchor once again? Jawad Vadaichkene, without Sean the anchor today, MS would have been on course for 220.
So, another dot at 151 for 2 after 15.3.
Yeah, I think I'll agree with you, Jawad. I think Sean did slow them down quite a bit here. 25 deliveries faced, that's a lot when it comes to batters like these. But ये Spider-Man वाली celebration क्या है इसकी?
Yeah, I like that.
But what is he going after?
Well, runs at this point.
Okay, we'll allow it.
Ooh, good Yorker. And it's fielded poorly for an extra single.
It's a good question from AG. Who do we have from Pakistan that bats like Riley Rousseau? Is it Azam Khan? Someone that can do everything, an all-round player.
यार आजम कितना फिट लग रहा था कल.
मतलब physically या batting में?
No, as a batting wise, he was just phenomenal.
Yeah, no, he was exceptional. I think the fun in watching him yesterday was watching him use his wrists so much. I think that was for me the best part of his innings.
मतलब वो लग नहीं रहा था जो 3 साल पहले हमने देखा था.
No.
Slow delivery, this time punched away past mid-off for a single.
And he's really benefited from the fact that they've, allowed him to go out and play the different leagues that he does. And it's completely fair for him to do that. He's not being selected for Pakistan regularly. Might as well improve while he's got the chance.
Yeah, and look, not that Azam needs the help. He comes from a very well-established family with Moin being his father. But financially speaking, even while not playing for Pakistan, he's earning decent amount of money just through these leagues. He's probably, netting $300K dollars a year?
आराम से. यार अगर आप मतलब 2 से 3 लीग्स खेल लो प्लस थोड़े बहुत स्पॉन्सरशिप के पैसे इधर उधर तो अच्छे खासे.
What is he doing? What is he silver or gold here?
I think he's gold.
Yeah, so gold is about what, 90K or 80K?
Yeah, something along those lines.
So that's that, and then where else has he gone to play? CPL?
Honestly, he's played in the CPL, he's played in the BBL, and if it wasn't for the IPL links at the ILT20, he was selected there as well.
Course, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he was going to make bank there. That would have been the highest paying gig.
Yeah. 154 for 2 after 16.
I think it's a good career path for him so far.
For sure. Driven through the offside, just the 1 run though. But these cricketers, they have that Pakistan itch. They want to play for it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he's still very young, 24 years of age, and I think him playing for Pakistan again is inevitable. I think all the concerns about his physical shape and all that stuff, I think, it goes out the window when he's performing the way that he is. I think we haven't seen him struggle because of anything related to his weight. I think people are just making a big deal out of that. But sooner rather than later, I think he'll be playing for Pakistan, at least in T20s.
Yeah.
Babar's clueless right now, at the mercy of the South Africans.
Oh, good Yorker this time outside off stump, and it's driven out long on for a single.
Yeah, I looked to go leg side a little too early. I think he could have maybe played it a bit more square towards the offside Riley Rousseau, but a good result for the Zalmi. Still trying to think who can replicate someone like Riley Rousseau on the Pakistan side.
Mohammad Haris, maybe?
I don't think he's as well-rounded yet. I think he's still more of a slogger at this stage than a complete player. I think हमारा middle order जो है वो generally कोई इतना खास नहीं है इस वजह से.
Yorker again, this time just be a single. $157 for two after 16 and a half.
Can't think of a name that really fits the bill. Someone that can just crank it up at will. I think that's the key.
Well, it's a tough ask.
Yeah. Yeah, the chat's saying the same thing. Azam's quite quick. He's not like Sharjeel. He's not lazy or a liability in the field. Yeah,
no, not at all. As a keeper, he's fine.
Not even as a keeper. Sometimes he used to field at, like fine leg and square leg, and he'd have to run around and, cut off a lot of distance before he could dive and reel the balls back in, and he did really well. I've never seen him struggle between his running. That doesn't get run out generally either.
Well, that's gone through point. Brilliantly played.
Good shot.
There's nobody there, and that is just exquisite in terms of the placement. Another boundary for Riley Rousseau.
He's learned from that previous delivery, Mossad. That's exactly what I was saying. He premeditated that leg side shot, went down the ground, whereas he should have opened the face and played it square. Realizes the bowler is sticking to the same line and length, and does it this time. Excellent adjustment. Tala saying Shadab, if utilized properly, could be similar to Riley Rousseau. Yeah, I think maybe that's the only name that can come to mind. Or maybe Iftikhar Ahmed if he lives up to his potential.
Another boundary. It's raining here in Multan, and it's not because of the clouds, it's because of Riley Rousseau. 63 off 28. He is continuing as his partnership is now 49 off 23.
Yeah, tum Multan da pawa Miller lava. Tum mind game check karo Riley Rousseau. Okay, he shaped up for the paddle sweep and then just switched at the very last second, drove him through mid wicket. No answers here from the Peshawar Zalmi.
Multan da pawa wala किसने comment डाला है?
ये अभी उधर पोस्टर बना हुआ था. Multan da pawa Miller lava.
I'm gonna tweet this.
But I think इस वक्त तो Riley Rousseau का बनता है. Oh, shapes up once again. Yorker, this time inside edges it towards fine leg. It'll just be a single. A better delivery there from Khurram Shahzad. But that's the 50 partnership between these two. This one coming in 24 deliveries. The one with Rizwan came in 28 deliveries. So
क्या बनेगा यार पेशावर का क्या बनेगा?
कुछ भी नहीं बनेगा. But I think Peshawar की भी जो batting lineup है वो काफी लंबी है. This situation maybe they're not completely out of the game, right?
Yeah, especially if the likes of Haris and Babar string something together. Get a good start.
I think Babar should have maybe tried Robin Powell somewhere in the middle when he was struggling for choices.
He can bowl a little bit of medium pace too.
मतलब I think 40 से ज़्यादा हो सकते हैं अगर जिस तरह Riley Rousseau batting कर रहा है.
And the Multan fans never disappoint. Always a full house here.
Yep. The fellas thing, I think Azam over time will improve his fitness. He already has, but for someone with that weight, it takes a lot of time, and I think he is focused. Yeah. Look, again, I think as long as his fitness doesn't impact his game or his skills, I don't think any of us should have an issue. Is he going to be a one-day fixture or a test fixture? No. But is he good enough to play T20s as he is? Yes. I think he can continue proving himself, and if he continues having seasons like he's having this time, it'll be hard to ignore him. हमारा वैसे ही वो थोड़ा मिडिल लोअर ऑर्डर वाला जो सीन है वो खराब है, उसकी जगह नेचुरली बनती है.
166 for 2. Let's very important 3 overs coming up. As Nisham goes full outside off, smart bowling. Should just be 1.
Yeah, he looked to drag it leg side once again. I think he hit it wide enough. Long on was a bit slow to come around to it. Good start to the over once again.
$168 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Do we have any Multan Sultan fans in the chat?
Maybe Dijink, because he's been helping them get their designs up and running.
Yeah, वो तो फिर paid fan हुआ.
I don't know if he's been paid yet.
That's usually the case in Pakistan. Payments don't
68
come
for
through.
2. Oh, connected! Riley has connected this over square leg for 6.
Are you kidding me?
Man, this is some of the best batting you'll ever see. He first premeditated a reverse sweep or a paddle, and then he changed his mind, waited for the good length delivery, and just smacked it over the leg side for 6.
But, I mean, how much time does he have to do all of that? He pretended to play that shot, duped him to not bowl the full delivery, and then just swung cleanly over square leg. Huge 6.
Yeah, Jimmy Neesham so far not enjoying his trip to Pakistan, and it's not because of our hospitality. It's because of that man, Riley Rousseau.
Unbelievable.
Comes down the track this time, smacks it. Long off is in play. It'll just be a single.
I think he's missed out there.
Yeah.
Wanted to go a bit more towards extra cover, but just came off the inside half of the bat.
And Babar hiding himself at long off, and much like Virat Kohli.
I don't think they have too many answers, but the problem is Babar also doesn't have the right fielder, so Babar does need to be in the hot spots himself.
True.
You can't really rely on some of these old folk like Wahab Riaz.
Goes aerial this time, and I think he's found the gap on the offside. My goodness, Miller joins the party. It was 2 full outside off stump, but he still had to play it and still had to carve out that gap. But he did it so well. They're pumped, these 2 South Africans in the middle.
Yeah, absolutely. Wrecking the Peshawar Zalmi single-handedly, these 2.
179 for 2. Enjoying their time out there. This is too wide. It's cut in front of square, so it might not find the fence. It'll at least bring 2 runs. It does. 181 for 2.
It's already a very formidable total, and then we still have 2 overs to go.
Well, Ehsan is completely disagreeing with our analysis of Azam, saying, don't agree with you guys about Azam. In the era where saving 2 or 3 runs in the field can be the difference between getting knocked out, I'd rather have a fitter guy who can run around fast. As far as batting goes, there are many upcoming hitters from Ifti to Haris. Interesting.
Look, again, it's a fair point, but until we start seeing him costing his side runs, we can't really make that assessment fully, right? I think we're going by looks more than anything else.
181 for 2. Final ball of the 18th over. Oh my goodness, Killer Miller has arrived at Multan. Smacks this over long on for 6. Effortless golf swing.
The balance to play that stroke, Masad, no foot movement required, just stood in his crease, just reached out with his big forearms, and he's hammered this over long on. Oh, man, I would not want to be in Babar Azam's place right now.
A hell of a partnership, this. Ahmed's making a good point, saying he does bring the guitar skill, too.
He does. He can sing a little bit, too.
Mm-hmm.
Good friends with Mohammad Hasnan.
Yeah, I remember that musical duo.
And Sarfraz Ahmed, apparently, too.
Of course, Sarfraz likes to sing a lot. Won't comment too much on his voice, but yeah.
Sang for Shan Masood at his wedding too, right?
Yes, he did.
Gunner dedicate kiya tha usne.
But you know what? I'll tell you about this group of guys, whether it's Shan, Sarfraz, Babar, whoever it may be. There's a lot of noise around them all the time. I feel like they still get along really well, and they're really good friends without all the noise from the media.
Yeah, see, this is the other side of it, right? You see guys like Imad Wasim and Mohammad Amir, and they're going after Babar very personally, and they feel affected by the fact that he was captain, probably didn't select them, had issues with him playing in Karachi. And then you have someone like Sarfraz Ahmed, who is happy running drinks, just being a part of the dressing room setup, all of that stuff.
Precisely,
and I think that's a certain graciousness about him. People don't really praise him for being that kind of leader on the field, not anymore. Yeah. But as a team player, you can't question him.
Yeah, he's one of the guys. Like, he's the older brother guy,
Yeah, exactly. And they respect him, and he gives them that respect back.
Exactly, precisely. He shows up for them, shows up on their occasions. He's always tweeting out for his boys, whether it's Babar, Shadab, or Hassan, whatever. And the funny thing was, before the PSL started, Shoaib Jutt was interviewing Sarfraz about Babar Azam, and he was like, what was he saying? Something about like he was basically baiting Sarfraz into saying something about like getting Babar out. Oh yes, about Hasnain and Babar, saying कि Hasnain ने तो Babar को 4-5 दफा आउट किया हुआ है. And Babar and Sarfraz just laughed it off. He's like, PSL में आप हर दफा 2 दफा एक टीम को खेलते हो. हसनैन और बाबर ने कोई 16 मैच खेले हुए हैं, तो ऑब्वियसली 16 मैचेस में अगर वो 4 दफा आउट कर रहा है तो बाबर ने उसको चौके भी तो कितने मारे हैं. Like, it was such a non-question that he didn't disrespect his bowler, but he made sure that Babar did not look bad at all. And I think that wasn't like a conscious thing. Subconsciously, he just views all of these guys as his boys.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. Like, why would he want to either hype up Hasnain incorrectly or make Babar look bad? That's what I'm saying.
Also, like, I give up.
Manta.
Exactly. This is good bowling from Irshad, but even better batting. Hardaway to point for just a single. He's managed to dry up the boundary for these first 2 deliveries. And, you know, I like to have a good time on here, and I give Babar Azam a tough time just to go against the grain sometimes. And maybe deep down inside, I'm not always sold on Babar the captain. But you have to be a real dipshit to even question Babar the batter at this point. Like, especially as a Pakistani. Like, we've been through it. Like, I've been watching this team for now 20 years. We've been through it, right? There's been nowhere even close in our lifetimes as a Pakistani batter, as this is a big appeal from Salman Irshad. I think it's hit him outside the off stump, and they're trying to sneak a sneaky single, but
a lot of yes-nos there.
Yeah, but they won't.
Should have gone a bit earlier, I think. They won't go for it.
Like, objectively speaking, you can hate the guy's personality if you want to. That's a personal choice. But as a batsman, we have never seen anyone better play for Pakistan. It's just quantitatively, objectively, he's the best.
No one's ever been this consistent. That's the other thing, right? We've had great batters that have come, you know, likes of Saeed Anwar and Zamam, Yunus Khan, Misbah, but they all had days or they all had moments. No one ever had that, you know, longevity and consistency the way that Babar Azam's having, especially when it comes to ODI cricket. Now he's, you know, bringing that in T20 cricket, and even what he did in T20 cricket, not being a T20 batsman, still rose to, you know, up the rankings.
He has hundreds in T20 cricket.
Yeah.
He's chased down 200 runs multiple times with his opening partner.
Absolutely.
Multiple times.
Yep. Multiple centuries, multiple 150-run partnerships. You know, like, the list is endless when it comes to his accolades and achievements in T20 cricket. He doesn't seem like a dick in general either, right? You don't really get that kind of vibe from him. So
no, not at all.
For someone to come through and really, really hate him, I think that says more about them than Babar Azam.
I think at the least, all I'll say is that I'll chalk it up to a strategy to be relevant, and that's it. Because objectively, if you're in or around cricket, you know how good Babar is.
Yeah, if your name is associated with him, even with bad PR, then that means you're going to be talked about. And there are plenty of people that, for some reason, still want to make Babar look bad.
Yeah, Multan
went no sense.
Upstairs for the review, and like we said, it was struck outside the line, outside of off stump, so it's going to be a review loss as well for Zalmi.
कुछ तो करें वो बेचारे, उनके पास और कोई chance ही नहीं है, but a dot delivery.
Good bowling this man, honestly, from Irshad. This over's been quite good. No boundaries yet. It's been 4 deliveries in. It's a 19th over, mind you, so it's typically very expensive.
He's done better than the previous bowlers before him, and even better than his previous overs where he was a bit wayward. 8 deliveries to go. They can potentially still steal 20 to 22 runs here and bring that total up to 210, 215.
Yeah. This over would be disappointing if they don't get another couple boundaries or at least one.
Yep.
Look at that wall, that Multan wall on the left, Emmett.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
How awesome is that?
Yeah.
And it's bunted down to...
Oh, good Yorker once again.
Whitish long on. It's been a brilliant over from Salman Irshad.
Yeah, he found the mark on multiple times. In the way that these two were batting, you would expect them to go for at least 2 boundaries and over. So good comeback here from Salman Irshad. Might be the difference between Multan making 215 versus 200.
Look, I don't know about the dew situation in Multan. Don't know enough about the city, but I know that it's a small ground, and it's a ground where chasing has been quite comfortable. So,
and with a side full of, you know, very talented batters.
That's out. That has got to be given, I think. Yep. That's Yaqub. Well, probably one of the easier decisions he'll make. Riley Rousseau tries to go for the reverse sweep.
You know what? I think there might be a chance that this is just maybe going on with the angle, but I think it's a very, very slim chance. Looks more likely to be out than not.
Didn't he come over the wicket?
No, he was still over. He was over the wicket, but it's just the angle that he's producing, the swing that he's getting. He always keeps it moving away from the left-hander.
Well, nothing wrong with the no ball there. It's completely fine.
Yep.
But yeah, even if it's not out, it's a brilliant over from Salman.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Even if it's not out, it's a dot ball. So.
Yeah, might even be pitching outside.
नहीं pitching का तो मसला नहीं है. I think it just once it pitched, the ball was moving away off the wicket, and it just depends on how much of it is touching the wicket at this point. It doesn't have to be crashing into it, right? Just needs to be clipping. I think he might be out though.
He's walking. He's just lurking around the boundary rope for confirmation.
Yeah, I think it's just a formality for him too. Just gonna wait and see. Stranger things have happened.
Shout out Mohali.
Some devious wickets and devious people in those grounds. Taking their time with DRS.
Right. Sometimes it takes a little while to load.
Taking an extra few minutes here. Pollard and him are both standing in the exact same pose.
No bat involved, so they should go up to the DRS.
Crashing into the back leg. Just the audacity to try and play that reverse paddle of the modern batter, man. That's insane.
Yeah, and well, especially when it's coming that quickly.
There looks to be a very faint edge, Masad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, ये देखो अभी जो पीछे लेके जाएगा, the ball just spikes.
Oh, yeah, I'm not sure if you can.
Right?
I'm not sure if
right
you can give that though. That's tough.
Yeah, लेकिन जो right वाली image है उसमें लग रहा है कि it's. I don't know. It just looked like a wave on the ultra edge.
No, they're not going to consider that. They're going to go to ball tracking, which means that he's out.
Yeah.
3 reds.
Took a long time there.
$191 for 3. Still a brilliant knock here from Riley Rousseau as the Multan faithful give him a standing ovation, and why the hell not? 75 off 36. He is quickly becoming not just their MVP, but one of the greatest batsmen to play at the Pakistan Super League.
Yeah, definitely one of the top names when it comes to international batters and perhaps batters overall. Every single team that he's represented, every single match that he's played, you can hardly count his failures. As one of the best hundreds at the PSL as well. Riley Rousseau is full of acclaim and accolades.
Interestingly enough, Emma, 2 out of the 7 PSLs that have gone by, he's been the catalyst for the victory.
Yeah. Some terrible news coming through the chat. Apparently a terrorist attack at the Karachi police chief's office.
Oh, okay. That's not good.
Need to keep an eye out on that as well.
That's going to go to backward point for no run. Final over of the 20th. Final over of the innings. Pardon me.
Yeah.
$192 for 3. We'll quickly take you through these remainder of the 5 deliveries.
Yeah.
Goes big. Pollard first ball. He's just smacked this over the rope for 6.
Can't question his power. There's never been a question about that. And a no ball as well, Masad. That's going to be a free hit for Pollard. Starts off with a freebie from Wahab Riaz's length delivery. You can lean into that, launches it over long on, and Babar Azam will have to go and fetch that ball back. Please, Ahmed, go ahead, ask your very important question. Not ideal here from Wahab Riaz, undoing the good work that Salman Rashad did in the previous over.
Oh, it's going to go over the infield behind third man.
Be a 4.
Misfield 4. Yaar.
Oh my god. It's Amir Jamal, the substitute fielder, and Babar Azam has a wry smile on his face. He got to that delivery. In the end, just too much spin on it. Couldn't see it, he says. Goes through his legs. It's going to be another boundary. Pollard punishing Wahab Riaz for that free hit. Just got his hands across his chest, folded.
Pulled through mid-wicket this time. There's a sweeper out there.
Much yeah. Slow delivery. And even there, Rajapaksa didn't collect cleanly. What's up with the Zong 4G advertising? Why do they all look like a certain ex-musician? I don't know, man.
Which ones? We don't get them, so.
Yeah, I don't think we've been seeing them. I think we're on different coverages, and I guess we're better off for it.
Smack through mid-wicket.
Ooh.
Should just be the one.
I think he missed out there. It was a length delivery. I think he should have done a bit better there, Miller. Oh. Chance for a misfield, but I think it was caused by the batsman, so they won't run. Fike saying, to be honest, Wahab and Khurram gave away so many no balls last game and they're still pushing the line. Do these guys not learn? Yeah, that's a good point, because in those final 2 overs in that last match, the game just kept swinging back and forth, and those no balls were ultimately what kept Karachi alive for so long. Two deliveries to go. Can Pollard plunder 2 more sixes here?
205 for 3.
Not a bad cameo here from Pollard. 11 off 3 for him. Third man's back. Fine legs inside the circle. Deep, long on, square leg, mid-wicket. Covers inside the circle, so long off potentially could be targeted if it's a bit straight.
Swing and a miss.
Oh, good delivery. He was backing away, went deep into the crease, swung, but that delivery just kept rising and going over his head. What's up with the window sound? Yeah, I keep hearing something to him, so I don't know what's going on.
A window sound? Oh, sorry.
कोई अजीब सी एक टिंग टिंग आती है बीच में. Final ball to come. Pushing deep point back now. Third man comes inside the circle. He's used up that short delivery. Square leg will also come inside the circle. He's going to come around the wicket to him. Deep point, extra cover, long off, long on, and mid wicket.
Oh, good delivery again. Oh, no ball
wide?
Again.
Allah maaf kare. Is this guy for real?
My goodness.
किस किस्म का आदमी है? Should have been a dot ball. Instead, it's going to be a free hit. And Multan can still go over that 210 mark.
That's a no ball on second look.
Clear no ball.
And he goes big this time. Pollard doesn't get a hold of it, but he might fall. Oh my goodness, Peshawar. Jimmy Neesham has overrun that, and he's completely made a fool of himself and let that go for 4.
Assad, this can't be real.
That is just pedestrian. I'll tell you what, I thought I was the worst fielder to ever play cricket. This guy's worse.
Dude, he's supposed to be one of the best fielders in world cricket.
Ridiculous.
Contract pado bhai iska. Doesn't deserve it. And that's so elementary. You can see the ball spinning away, and he's still running past it.
210. Wow. Look, it's been chased before at this Multan Cricket Stadium, but the way Peshawar have gone about their bowling and fielding, it's been a very demoralizing 20 overs for the black and gold. Only a resurgent Babar Azam and Muhammad Arif's opening partnership could change their fortunes now, but they have some of the best in the world at their disposal. Let's see what happens in about 10 minutes' time. We'll be there for it and see how the remainder of the innings goes. Right then, welcome back to the chase. Apologies for the delay. We've just also been trying to keep an eye on things that are happening in Karachi. Haris goes big over mid-wicket for 6. Huge hit. The experiment to bowl Khushal Shah at the beginning of the innings. Well, it's not paying dividends yet for the Zalmi. Hope you're able to hear me, Ahmed. This time makes room. Khushal follows. It'll just be a single off the pads. The leg by. Seven for no loss.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Where's my mic? Can you hear me now?
Got a comment in here from Haris from Leeds saying, thank you for your audio coverage, really enjoying it. Enjoying the Urdu-English combination of commentary, but definitely not used to the American accents. Enjoyable nonetheless. Thank you, Haris from Leeds. P.S. Leeds will survive relegation, he says.
Yeah, I think that might happen. They fired Jesse Marsh and are looking to be coming back up on the rise. A couple of bad games for them, but they look like a decent side. I feel like they have enough talent to survive.
7 for no loss after the first over. Required run rate's already caressing 11 as Haris and Babar have an uphill task.
ये जो इस वक्त इसने tactics आजमाए हैं ना Rizwan ने bringing Khushal in. It is extremely smart.
Get through some quick overs, put the impetus of the run rate back onto the chasing side. Exactly what Abdul Makit is saying.
Absolutely. And you know the side that contains, the likes of Babar that love pace but not so great against spin early on. Makes it more interesting.
Sameen Gold now, right arm fast. Mohammad Haris will face him. Yorker, right on leg stomp. Is that going to be given? I think it's going down leg.
No. Going down leg.
That's a good delivery, though. Hell of a delivery.
Yeah, he's got very good natural swing. Lots of pace. 139 clicks there. And it was tailing back sharply into the right-hander, but I think it was going well past leg. In fact, I think it struck him outside leg.
The other point, Emmett, is that if you look at Sameen Gold statistics, he's so much more efficient and clinical in the first phase of the innings rather than when you give it to him at the death.
Yep, absolutely. And I think he should be used fully, within the first four overs. As long as they have the likes of Ihsanullah and maybe even Abbas Afridi, they can afford to use him up top.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Ash, we do remember Khushal at one point was the top wicket taker. He's scoring a lot of runs at that point too, so could have been nominated for player of the tournament.
Went crazy.
Rizwan was adamant, appealing his heart out, almost injured his back in that appeal.
7 for no loss after exactly 7 deliveries.
Haris has faced majority of those. Babar Azam yet to get off the mark.
Sameen this time has a slip in place. Oh, what a shot from Haris. He stood the ball up. Has he got enough distance on it? Yes, it has. Comfortably on the side screen for 6.
Easily.
My goodness, that is picture perfect. Right out of the textbook. A lofted drive over the bowler's head for 6.
कहते हैं लोगों में talent कूट के भरा हुआ है. This kid has everything. The audacity to play that stroke against a swinging ball this early on, unbelievable. Pure timing.
Yeah, and that one did swing, actually.
Yep, it was coming back into him. Could have been a risky stroke, almost playing against the swing, but he trusts himself, he trusts his swing, and that's gone all the way. 2 6s already for him.
This time he makes room, goes big, outside edge, safe shot. 6 over third man. He likes to risk. He's taken the helicopter, a bit like Kobe's. This one didn't start correctly, but it still goes for 6.
Okay, first of all, that is completely uncalled for. Second of all, again, you have to go hard if you're Mohammad Haris early on. He knows it's a safe shot when third man's inside the circle. He was going against the swing once again, and a 60-meter boundary means this has gone all the way.
RIP. 60 meters.
Completely uncalled for. completely uncalled for. I'm still recovering from that.
19 for no loss.
2 saal ho gaye yaar, too soon. R.I.P. Kobe. It's the All-Star game this weekend as well.
My favorite part about that whole, well, not my favorite part.
Please stop talking. Please stop talking.
LeBron's fake tears were just, yeah. Anyways, this time he smacks it through mid-wicket, and it's going to be big boy Pollard that gives a chase.
Yep.
It is definitely Kieran Pollard's season.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think if anyone qualifies for that song, it's him.
Exactly. 21 for no loss.
I think age has finally caught up to him. He doesn't look like that sprightly, athletic fielder that he was at one point. Completely a shell of himself, but that's natural. Doesn't play international cricket
hit
anymore.
The long ball though.
Yeah, वो तो natural power or timing जो है वो तो है उसमें, लेकिन you know that as a fielder he's taken some of the most spectacular catches that we've seen in different leagues. Haris seems to have
cramp.
Done something.
Hey,
I think he heard your Kobe comment and he's just down on his haunches.
Just reeling from it.
It's just unbelievable.
Right, he's gonna get a sip of water.
Yep, trying to see what he's been given. गले में उसको कुछ कह रहा है, कुछ है. That's what it seems to be, at least from the indications. But good start for Peshawar.
Yeah, 21 runs in less than 2 overs. It's exactly what they needed.
And as long as this boy stays out there, I think they'll be in with a chance. They have lots of firepower still to come. Tom Kohler-Cadmore was looking at good touch in the last game. It's almost like he's going to throw up or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kya hua idhar? Did he slip while running? No, just turns around, comes back. Nothing visible, so I'm not sure exactly what's happened.
21 for no loss after 1.4. Well, he's back up rather swiftly.
Yep. Unlike Kobe.
Wow. That's worse than what I said.
That is uncalled for.
That's worse than what I
uncalled for. You can't be doing this, Mossad. Can't put thoughts like that in anyone's mind. That's unbelievable.
How is this on? That second one was not on me. I do not take responsibility for that one.
That is so not right.
Single the backward point. It might be an overthrow. No, it should be all right.
I can't believe you went there.
Yeah, we're monitoring the situation in Karachi. It's not looking good at all.
Really?
No. It's escalating quite terribly.
Where has it happened? What's going on?
They've taken over the central police office or something, and they're inside the office. They've cordoned off the area. It's really bad.
Is it a hostage situation or?
No, I think everybody inside is like police, so I'm not sure. But it's bad.
Allah khair kare.
Yeah. Thankfully, I just called home meaning Karachi, and most of the traffic from Shah Faisal's out. So bunted down to mid-on for no run. So hopefully there's no civilian issues.
Yeah, वही कह रहा हूँ कि मतलब अल्लाह खैर करे.
Anyways, we ask for your prayers and support at this point. I encourage everybody to hold on to their political thoughts at the moment.
Yeah.
22 for no loss after 2. Haris 21 off 10. Babar 0 off 2. And meanwhile, we'll try to stay distracted with the cricket. As we typically do.
It's still a chase on here for the Peshawar Zalmi. It's not going to be an easy task, but the way that Haris is batting right now, he's giving them some hope. We were mentioning TKC still in that lineup. Rovman Powell, who's now the new T20 captain of the West Indies, is also going to be playing here tonight.
Mm-hmm.
So there are chances for the Peshawar Zalmi to maybe take this deep and potentially even win. Khushal Shah is going to continue. That's interesting.
Yeah, I thought he was only going to get the first over.
I think risk ले रहा है वो थोड़ा सा शायद विकेट निकालने के लिए. Abdul Muqeed कह रहे हैं LQ Twitter making jokes at neighbors. No idea why social media table पे negative points लगा दें. यार हमारे यहाँ जो ranking system है ना वो बस फिर किसी वक्त भी
Oh, it's
negative
in
हो
the air. Straight up, should be taken. Oh, he's made a complete mess of it. What have you done, Ihsanola?
That
It was the
is-
keeper's catch all along. He's the one with the gloves on. Let him take it.
The look on Khushtal Shah's face right now.
Even the body language from Rizwan, I mean, he was very upset. Ihsanola had no business taking that catch.
यार मतलब उसको उन्होंने लगाया ही सिर्फ इसलिए कि ऐसा कोई चांस निकले, कोई रिस्क लें और शॉट गलत खेले. And he's done exactly that. Should have been an easy take for Rizwan.
Why would you commit to that as a lanky fast bowler?
Yeah, it's someone who doesn't really, back himself as a fielder. The guy with the gloves always gets priority. That's inexperience, though.
Poor
I think
thinking, yeah, poor decision making.
That's ultimately what that is.
23 for no loss.
Khushtal Shah creating chances for his side.
Upish through the covers, 4 more. That is absolutely
Bobby.
brilliant. Babar this time. Classic. Just on the front foot, punches it over the infield for boundary.
Yep, on the bounce, on the up there from Babar Bacha. And Carden Pollard maybe 5 years ago would have cut that off. Maybe a little dive for him there, but nothing he can do about that. The king reigns supreme.
It's always a bit alien to see Babar and Rizwan on opposite sides. Man, what a terrible catch attempt. He overran it completely. Ihsanola.
Oh, honestly, of all the bad fielding we've seen tonight, that might be the worst.
Yeah, and that's
And we've seen
pretty
some-
low bar, yeah.
Yeah, we've seen some bad fielding. Labs is saying catch drop, straight club level behavior. Yeah, we've seen quite a lot of that tonight. Quick single there for Babar Azam, 28 without loss, 3 deliveries still to go in this over, but the run rate is going to hover around 11 the entire time, so they can't take their foot off the gas. क्या shot था यार ये वैसे Bobby का.
Hell of a shot.
Take a picture of that. Also, he doesn't look like Paul Walker at all. What is AZ on? What are we talking about?
I think we were comparing which celebrity Muhammad Haris looks like. Out of context versus
What?
Surprise.
No.
Or Ihsanola. I think it was Ihsanola.
There's no way Ihsanola looks like... He looks like an Indian actor, if anything. The guy from... what's it called? Mirzapur.
The curse word movie.
Yeah.
Those big top edge from Haris. Is there a sweeper in the deep? There is, but it'll fall safely between 2, and it'll be kept in for just a couple runs.
Top edge नहीं था भाई, उसने सही मारा है Musad.
I don't think so, Emma. They didn't connect.
I just think he hit it a bit too uppishly. I think he wanted to maybe hit it a bit flatter.
Yeah. Flatter would have been a 6er. You're right.
Yep. I think he got more elevation than distance. Anxious with Haris constantly attacking, but needed, of course. Yeah, I don't think they have any other option. He's doing his job. I think Babar will play that anchor role as he always does and let others around him just continue being aggressive.
30
Does
for no
he
loss.
go again here?
Ooh, that was a quick one. From Khushtal?
Yeah, the arm ball this time from Khushtal Shah. We haven't seen him bowl too much at the international level, and sometimes, makes you think if he can do it here, maybe he can do it on a rainy, wet day in Mohali.
And when I used to watch a lot of the national T20, he was pretty handy there.
Yeah, I think वो पिछले season के बाद ही काफी ज़्यादा as a bowler develop हुआ है.
Oh, top edge this time for sure. But he'll
Yeah.
be safe again. And it'll fall between that short third man and fine leg fielders, and they'll come back for 2.
No chance this time for Ihsanola to mess it up. Babar Azam safely enough got it straight back over the keeper's head. 2 top edges in that over though. Khushtal Shah is doing a good job here for his captain. 33 without loss after 3, so still keeping up with that 11 run rate.
Yeah, not a bad start here. 33 for no loss after 3. The Khushtal experiments, not too bad. 17 and 2.
Yeah, I don't think they've done too badly. It's just that those other overs have been more expensive. That one, in fact, from Samin Ul.
A little bit of banter between Khushtal and Babar.
Yep. Brathwaite being brought on. So again, using those change-up deliveries to try and slow these two. Doesn't want to give them pace. Both of them are good timers of the ball. And I think he's signaling to his fielders that Haris might try that ramp or that scoop shot, so need to be prepared. I think it's a risk playing that scoop shot against the likes of Carlos Brathwaite. He uses that change of pace delivery very nicely.
33 for no loss.
Pushtil is a pure PSL bully. Yeah, it might just go down as that, but you know what? Not a bad way to end your career.
Yeah, it's not that bad, is it? Slow delivery this time, driven away through the offside. Look, oftentimes when we talk about Pakistan cricket, whether it's with AZ, and we did a show with Rehan Ul Haq a while ago, I think it's a year, 2 years ago now, regarding Pakistan cricket, especially for the players and career-wise. You only 15 to 20 guys are going to make a career out of playing for Pakistan, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even that career is probably going to be 4 to 5 years, maximum 6. Oh, Haris smacks this through mid-wicket. Nobody's going to get to that. This man, I'm telling you, Emmett, he's something special. 29 off 15 already as Peshawar running away to 37 for no loss in just 3.2.
He's different gravy. His attacking instinct is so far superior to any of his, age mates or cricketers in the same team. Just wants to go every single ball and has the ability to do so too.
Look, it's definitely not curtains for him either yet, but I think that Mohammad Haris is who we thought Heather would be.
यार हैदर अली की अभी भी मतलब ability पे कोई शक नहीं है. It's just the decision making. For me, that's always going to be the big question mark when it comes to Heather.
I also think his proactiveness, the ability to get boundaries regularly. He's not as good as Haris is. Like, he doesn't have as many shots either.
Yeah, and he does bat in a more difficult situation when he's not opening. He does have to deal with the field restrictions as well. But Haris, we've seen the way that he batted at number 4, 5, and for Pakistan in the World Cup.
Good Yorker from Brathwaite.
Yep, slow and loopy, swinging back in. Not too much pace on that. They don't want to give them that. 109 kilometers, but it's just the perfect line, perfect length.
Yeah. No, just considering the amount of boundaries Haris gets, and even though even though Heather played a good knock yesterday, his strike rate wasn't that great.
No, I think ultimately they fell a few runs short yesterday, the Karachi Kings, and one of those might have been because of the way that Heather was batting.
Comes on the track as Babar. To be honest, he looks like the more amateurish batsman in front of Haris in his power play.
Yeah, but I think he also knows that he's not going to get enough pace to work the ball away the way that he likes. That's why he's trying to manufacture some shots, maybe get some power going, but that's not really his game.
By the way, speaking of power and Babar, he's certainly put on a lot more muscle compared to his early days.
Yep,
he has wider shoulders, heavier chest. It looks
big
a lot.
butt.
Yeah, it looks much better built.
Yep. Chucha sa tha pehle, lekin he's definitely put on some mass, and I think it's needed with
For
the way
sure.
that the game's evolving and with the way the requirements of the game are evolving. He needs to be ready for that. Tried the paddle sweep this time, Haris, but hits the pads and they'll pick up a leg by. Good over here from Brathwaite, only giving up 7 runs and just the 1 boundary from it. Not giving them too many opportunities to hit big. Thick'em, as Sava likes to call him. But speaking of Thickums, I was listening to an interview clip with John Obi Mikel talking about Eden Hazard.
Okay.
He was here at the Dubai 103.8 studios.
Oh, Eden Hazard was?
No, John Obi Mikel. I'll send you the link for it. It's actually very good. Like the stories that John Obi was telling were actually very interesting.
Yeah, John's pretty fun, and he's a good speaker.
He is, yeah. And he was talking about how Hazard would never train, never practice, loved eating rice puddings before a match. But then he would just show up on a Sunday and wreck everyone.
For 4 years or 5 years, he was the best player in the league.
Exactly. And then, he's like, what do you do about someone like that? There's nothing you can do. You let them be themselves.
Defended a bit on for single.
Ooh, down the ground, but just didn't time it well enough to beat the mid-on fielder. It'll end the 4th, 41 without loss. They're still hovering about the right run rate here, going at almost 10 and over. That's what's needed.
But Emmett, you speak about Eden Hazard. We get a lot of Eden Hazards in cricket as well.
Yeah.
Maybe Rohit Sharma is an example. Maybe Muhammad Asif is an example. People that are just slave to their habits and don't really give it their all off the field in terms of their training and all that, etc.
Yeah. I mean, look, not everyone's going to have the work ethic of, someone like, again, unfortunately, Ronaldo or Virat Kohli, They're very similar in terms of the way that they approach the game.
Yeah.
They treat their bodies as temples. They keep everything in perfect condition, pristine. Whereas someone like Eden Hazard likes to enjoy his life, likes his meals, likes his food, but loves the game just as much.
Yeah, exactly. But sometimes, for most people, Emmett, that balance is not possible. You have to be insanely talented.
Look, usually people say that, ethic beats talent, work ethic.
Yeah.
And that's generally the case. Like, you need to be so
that's
talented.
out, I think, if that's no bat, but maybe an inside edge.
Oh,
Is there an
moved
inside
away.
edge? If not, that's out.
I don't know. Like, if it's no inside edge, I don't know how he's not giving that out. 144 clicks, first delivery from Ihsanullah. Babar is looking to flick it away.
Yeah. I think they got to go upstairs.
There's no two sounds.
No, don't shake your head, Khush. They'll go upstairs. Yep, they've gone upstairs. I'm going to go for the review here.
Very last second there, pulling a book out of his captain's page, Rizwan.
Mm-hmm. Full fast, smacked him right in front of middle and leg, in my opinion, but there could be an inside edge.
Yep. He's got a big smile on his face, asking the umpire maybe why he... And then he's asking Babar, balla laga hai? Keh rahe shayad laga hai. Check karna padega.
No inside edge means he's out.
I think it's worth them taking this.
No problem with the no ball.
हम ये सोचो कि ihsanullah का मतलब किस तरह का purple patch चल रहा है भाई.
Oh, that might be sliding down leg as well.
Yeah, just...
I don't know.
It struck the front pad. I think it might be umpire's call on clipping here. I think because it didn't strike the back pad, that's what might just save Babar Azam here.
Doesn't seem to have an inside edge. Yeah.
No, there's no inside edge.
Ooh. Yeah, that should be fine.
Yeah, the bat had already turned in his hands. When
I think it's umpire's call at best for Babar, or otherwise it's out. It's certainly not missing.
No. Middle leg pe jo hai wo ball impact kar rahi hai, and it still has a little bit of distance to go, I think, with the angle.
Here we go. I think that is out. It's out. 3 reds. Huge moment in this encounter. Ihsanullah has picked up the best batter, in fact, the best cricketer in the world. What a start to his PSL tournament, and what a start to his spell today. He's dismissed the Pakistan captain, the Ballon d'Or winner, as AZ would call him. 41 for 1. Babar goes just 9 off 8.
That's unbelievable. First delivery that he's bowled, cranked it up, and Babar Azam, who's generally such a good player of that stroke, misses out completely. The umpire was going to be the only saving grace here for Babar Azam, but he got it wrong, and he has to walk back. A huge breakthrough for the Sultans. मतलब अगर आप अपने पहले 3 मैचेस में इस तरह बॉलिंग करके इतनी बड़ी विकेट्स ले लें, पिछले मैच में 5 विकेट हॉल, इस मैच में पहली बॉल पे बाबर आजम, तो मतलब how do you control the adrenaline in your body at that moment?
I don't know, but it seems to be that Ihsanullah is ready for the big stage. The way he's handled himself through these spells, he hasn't let the success get to him yet.
Yeah.
41 for 1.
It's going to be Saim Ayub, another highly talented opener.
Yeah, miss you, Saim.
Someone that can go big. Someone that's being called Mr. 360 as well.
Yeah, Jawad Laraich making some important points about the fiscal situation of Pakistani cricketers and athletes. One thing that is not talked about often enough in Pakistan is the importance of rest of the athletes in getting big gains. How can someone who is supposed to be the month's rent rest well enough to make the gains from all the hard work they're doing in training? Absolutely. Yep. If you read any sort of like articles or magazines or listen to any podcasts, Saim Ayub, I miss you. What a shot. Magnificent cover drive through the covers from the ex-Quetta Gladiators openers for 4.
You know what's crazy? Like, to have a cover drive that can make even someone like Babar Azam look average, that's special. That is a special shot. Just stand, deliver, poses for the cameras, take a picture. You won't forget that.
45 for 1 after 4.2. Ihsanullah, you might be good, but Saim Ayub is no mug.
And first delivery creams it through the square cover region. This
time straightens up here, Ihsan, and Saim doesn't seem very bothered by this line or pace.
No, I think he seems to enjoy high pace. 147 kilometers per hour. It's as quick as they come. This man has the record for the most consistently fast spell of bowling at the PSL in its 8-year history. Beaten Babar Azam for pace. I think he was softened up by the previous over. You know, the dollies that Carlos Brathwaite was serving up. Suddenly sheer pace was too much for him. Sajda kiya bhai usne out karke. You can see how much it means to him. You understand how big Babar Azam is.
Smacked over square leg. 6. Saim Ayub, this season, what's different about him is that he's developed the ability to hit these big shots. And he's brought that to the PSL as Peshawar crossed 50 inside just 5 overs. Ihsanullah might have picked up the wicket of Babar Azam, but Saim and Haris, the future of Pakistan's batting, well, they look strong.
Man, it's a pickup stroke on the leg stump, and we've seen so many compilations, Masad, of him playing this stroke at the National T20. Does exactly that, swivels completely, no chance for any fielder, all the way for 6. This kid's special too.
Honestly, man, that swivel is class, man. That is
lovely to see. Ihsanullah is going to go around the wicket to adjust.
This time, flicks it off the pads. Even that flick, so good. Just a single.
It just looks like he has so much time on his hands. He's just playing at a different pace. All of a sudden, this guy is steaming in, and Saim Ayub is making the game look so easy. These two bat till the 10th over, game over for Multan, says Fike. Yeah, I think that might be what Peshawar want at this point, but 50 up inside the 5th over is a good start for them. Speed gun is not lying here. Nearly an average of 144 on every single delivery. The run rate is neck and neck. This might be one of those classic games, though. Goes down to the line.
Yep, final ball of the 5th over. And Haris tries to cheekily just angle it over the keepers. Ihsanullah is very animated in the appeal, but his captain had backed out of the question quite early. End of the 5th, 52 for 1. Still in the balance this game.
Delivery is bold. Just a little bit of extra bounce. I think he might have been better served pulling that shot, but instead opted for the ramp, missed out. And I think Carlos Brathwaite should continue here.
Right, who's going to come in next? Osama Mir and Carlos Brathwaite are debating. By the way, Osama Mir's a pretty tall lad, isn't he?
Yeah, he is actually.
In fact, this entire Multan team, barring their captain, quite tall.
Sean Masood, Osama, Ihsanullah, Carlos Brathwaite,
Pollard,
Miller, Riley Rousseau, they're all over 6 feet. Yeah, Pollard.
I'm just really enjoying this batting partnership. I hope it lasts for a while. I think we'd be in for a treat.
Oh, yeah. This is, like you mentioned, the future of Pakistan cricket. The two guys that we want to see go forward and represent the men in green for the future.
Oh, goes big. Saim Ayub classically over long on for 6.
Wow.
Welcome to the crease, Carlos Brathwaite. Well, it's not very often you can say that Babar Azam is a good wicket to lose, but Zalmi might just prove that tonight.
Man, again, the class of this guy, playing such a powerful stroke and making it look so elegant, so easy, so simple. It's unbelievable batting here from Saim Ayub. When the season began, we were talking about this, Masad. How is he going to fare with Babar Azam and Mohammad Haris taking the opening slots? But he's getting his chance here tonight. Yeah. And he's showing exactly where he needs to be.
And kudos to Peshawar Zalmi for slotting him in at 3. Why not? Early wickets in T20s are, they can happen. And so,
dude, they could have opted for TKC ahead of him, given the form that he has. But they've backed their young talent, and he's proving to be the right choice here.
17 off 5. He's off to a complete blitz here.
Whew.
Even if he faces 10 deliveries and gets like 25, that's fine.
No, ये जिस pace पे वो खेल रहा है, अगर वो 10 बॉलें खेल जाए, तो he might just be at like 30. Yeah. And that'll be a good job from him.
Slow delivery, outside off stump, well bowled by Brathwaite.
Just a little bit of shape in the air. He bowled it extremely slowly.
And I think he's really enjoying his time out there too, Saim.
Yeah, he is.
मैं सिर्फ ये सोच रहा हूँ, and I know I have tunnel vision on this, Ahmed, but you could literally make a formidable XQG11 at this point.
I just remembered, he was playing for QG too. It's just he wasn't working out because he was still very young, and yeah.
He hadn't developed the big hits. He was still very good on the drives, by the way.
Yeah.
Single taken by Saim, and I think that's why I might even enjoy watching him more than Haris, because he's so textbook.
But then you have to back the talent, right? Then if you can see that he has the chance to learn or develop, आपको retentions जब announce करनी होती हैं, तो आप ऐसे किसी player को रखें.
No, it's ridiculous. Our retention policy has been really poor. We're honestly becoming a feeder club for the other franchises. We're the
Yeah.
one that gave Azam a chance. He's now winning games for Islamabad. We're the ones that
Yeah.
gave Saim a chance. He's now potentially might win games for Zalmi.
Yeah.
You know, we're the one that drafted Riley in. It's just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And it's kind of funny because the retentions are announced, somewhere in the middle of the season when these players have had a chance to play in the domestic leagues and show what they're capable of. And in this case, they'd seen what Saim Ayub was doing. He was doing it at the Qaid-e-Azam Trophy. He could, wherever he was playing, he was doing it. And they still opted for someone like...
Oh, he had a great national T20 too, and the national T20 is a bit of a dress rehearsal for the PSL, for the local lads. See if they can find themselves a draft pick or maybe be retained. And it's just shocking to me that Saim... And it's not like Quetta have a settled opening pair. Gupta is your answer. I mean, come on.
That's sad.
Down the track comes Saim Ayub. This time drives it to point. Osama Mir there doing the fielding, and it'll be a no run.
तुम ये छोड़ो, तुम मुझे ये बताओ कि तुम लोगों ने उमर अकमल और इवेंचुअली मोहम्मद हफीज को एज अ सेफ्टी प्रिकॉशन ड्राफ्ट कर लिया, बट इस लड़के को नहीं रखा. ये किस किस्म की थिंकिंग है, या लैक ऑफ थिंकिंग है, या जो मर्जी का हो. Another knuckleball there from Carlos Brathwaite, making it difficult for these young men to generate power, but they're going to continue being aggressive.
Slow delivery this time right in the block hole.
Yep.
And it'll just be a single.
He's got big hands too, so it's hard to see what he's gripping the ball with. Sometimes he rolls his fingers over the ball. Sometimes he just hides it in the knuckles, but a good over from him. The power play is over, 61 for 1. Neck and neck. Can't really take away anything from the two teams. Babar Azam, the only wicket to have fallen so far.
So apparently, I don't know if this is his legitimate account, Ahmed. Ihsanullah Khan had tweeted out earlier saying that no doubt Babar Azam is a world-class player, and it's my dream to bowl to Babar Bhai. Today the dream is going to be fulfilled.
Yeah, that's crazy. To have that kind of confidence as well, unbelievable.
That's quite cool.
Yeah. Love to see these kind of stories come out. And I think, again, the PSL gives you that chance to, potentially a few years ago you would have been watching Babar Azam and the likes on TV. Now he gets to share a field with them, dismiss them, potentially change the game against them. I mean, it is a dream come true.
61 for 1, Abbas Afridi into the attack.
He was good too in the last game. Also likes to mix things up. Will not be easy for Saim here.
Oh my goodness, Saim Ayub! What a shot that is! We were talking about how orthodox and how textbooked he is, but he walks across the line of the delivery, gets on one foot, and just flamingo flicks this over fine leg for six.
No. That is audacious.
Oh my God.
That is audacious. Wow. There wasn't enough pace on that delivery, Masad, for him to play that stroke. Head down, doesn't even look at the ball or the bowler. Just tells him to go fetch that.
Oh, my goodness. The new Pakistani batting royalty generation has arrived, honestly.
Oh, the princes of Pakistani batting right now at the crease together. 69 meters 6, and as casual as you'd love to see it. Unbelievable.
This time he slashes hard through point, and the sweeper is there. It'll just be a single.
इसी stroke पे मुझे याद है ट्विटर जो है वो पागल हो गया था, आग लग गई थी. And he's played exactly that shot once again, but this time in front of a global audience. This kid is something else.
Remarkable. Ahmed Jr. joining us.
Another remarkable youngster.
Absolutely.
हमारी बात नहीं कर रहे थे हम.
यार ऐसे ही आपने खुश कर दिया दिल मेरा.
You are also senior youngster.
यार मेरी और राशिद खान की एज वैसी सेम है.
Down the track, flicks this away. Square leg is there. That's a good shot from Haris. And imagine Haris has just been a spectator to this carnage.
To be exact, Rashid Khan is younger than me.
या वो तो बनता है, तुम्हारी भी मतलब आईडी कार्ड कितनी बार तो फिक्स हुई है.
यार ऐसे तो ना करो.
हर साल आईडी कार्ड एक साल पीछे करते हैं हमें इंटर्न रखने के लिए.
हमारा भी 1 year प्रोग्राम था, ये टेक्निकली अभी भी 18 साल का है. किसी ने ट्वीट किया है सूर्य कुमार यादव को घर भेजो.
Surya
Strike
Kumar
once
Ayub.
again.
This time it's a bit of a change of pace, driven away by Ayub through the legs, through the offside for a single. And this is the thing, Ahmed, you mentioned it on the Flamingo flick that he played. He now has the ability to generate pace in his own shots. He didn't have that when he was with QG.
No, he didn't. And I think that's the experience that he's brought into the game, right? The amount of innings that he's played at the national T20, at the domestic level, it's allowed him to build that confidence in his own abilities, and he's really showing it here. नहीं अब्दुल मुकीद हम तो मुकाबला कर ही नहीं रहे वैसे किसी और ने किया है तो sometimes okay.
This time gets a strong front stride forward, defense to the offside for a single. I don't want to
comment here from Ehsan.
Yeah, I don't want to just get carried away, but
please do.
With Saim, I'm getting shades of when I'll tell you when Babar first really became Babar Azam, the one thing that I really, and this is just my metric, the one thing that I knew that this guy's going to be that guy is that even when he would play these shots for one run or just defend the ball to the offside, he would look so good doing that. And that's what I see in Saim. Even when he's just driving it straight to point or finding the field on the offside. Oh, this time it's Muhammad Haris, and he smacks it over square leg for 6. Good length delivery, right on the waist. It's a poor delivery, to be fair. And even Babar Azam, the king of Pakistan cricket, is watching these two princes.
भाई 2 गैटलिंग गन्स जो है वो आपने खड़ी कर दी हैं मुल्तान के सामने. एक तरफ से बचो तो दूसरी खा जाती है आपको. मतलब it's just unbelievable batting. You can't bowl anywhere to either of these batsmen. Haris with the power, the timing, into the stands. The crowd has every reason to cheer, even though it's their team that's at the receiving end of this hammering. क्या कर रहे हो तुम? आवाजें क्यों निकाल रहे हो?
My goodness, man, what is going on? They're going at comfortably over 11 and over, and now Multan are going to have to try out their spin option in Azam Amir.
Lavs can't believe it. She was crying about the Peshawar bowling and fielding a little bit earlier. Now she's stunned for a different reason. 78 for 1. Azam Amir has to come in and get a breakthrough here for his team.
वाकई यार दोनों की बड़ी जबरदस्त बैटिंग है. बाबर भी इस बात पे खुश हो रहा होगा कि शुक्र है किसी और को भी बैटिंग आती है.
वैसे वाकई थोड़ा सा प्रेशर उससे भी हटा है, लेकिन
वो तो शुक्र है आउट हो गया. मुझे तो पता था यही होगा, एलबीडब्ल्यू होगा.
जी आप तो नॉस्ट्राडामस के भतीजे हैं.
नहीं, बात ये कि अब आप हमें छोड़ के जाओगे तो आप एलबीडब्ल्यू होते रहोगे और क्या.
हमें छोड़ के जाओगे. पिछले मैच में से तुम्हें 50 मारे.
वो यार वो तो 50 हमारे साथ भी 10 मैच खेले थे, कैप्टन था. वो क्या किया 50 हमारे तरह
10th पे.
So when's the next T20 World Cup?
देखिए बाबर का 50 हम नहीं काउंट करते अब.
यार अगले साल ही होगा आई थिंक. मतलब हर साल तो हो रहा है at this point.
This time cut through the point region. Should just be the one.
Extra balance there for Azam Amir. He's got a very tall, high arm action.
All right, it's the one in the US, I think.
Yeah, West Indies and US.
Terrible would that be?
No visas for us. Actually, we can go to the Windies, so
the Windies we can
better
go
chance
to.
than going to India.
Yeah, look, maybe we can do a Windies trip. That'd be awesome.
Dude, we actually can. हमारे passports पे जो है वो कुछ islands जो उनमें visa.
No, all of them are on arrival.
क्या बात है यार, आपने तो दिल ही खुश कर दिया.
चलें 8-8 हज़ार के टिकट्स हैं, बट बाकी खैर है.
नहीं 5,500 के.
भाई 5.5 ऑफ सीजन में होता है. जूनियर अभी भी इंटर्न है, थोड़ा सा मतलब खौफ करो
यार. आप लोग तनख्वाह थोड़ी बढ़ाएंगे तो कुछ होगा.
आपको तनख्वाह मिल रही है. हम तो वॉलंटियर बेसिस पे हैं भाई इधर.
80 for
हमें तो
1.
इसीलिए डे जॉब्स करनी पड़ती हैं.
80 for 1 after 7.5.
Babar Azam post World Cup win party in Vegas next year.
With Wasim Akram.
Okay, so now we have to do hangover characters as Pakistan cricketers. Now we have to do hangover movie characters as Pakistan cricketers.
ये आपने बड़ा डेंजरस सवाल पूछा है.
Just like I don't want to go there.
ये आप एजी के साथ करें जब एजी है.
Yo, Hassan Ali is definitely what's his name, Chang.
Alan?
साथ ही
That's pitched outside leg. All right, folks. You know what? We're going to crowdsource this one. While Ahmed and Ahmed think this one out, I'm going to ask the chat. The hangover timeline played out by Pakistani cricketers, who would be who?
Yeah. So, here's what I'm thinking. I think Babar Azam's Phil.
Okay,
Bradley Cooper.
Cut away this time. Yeah, Bradley Cooper. Itna sexy banda hai.
I think Shan Masood would be Doug.
Okay, fair enough.
Who would be Alan?
That's my major question.
The dope that I can think of who would be Alan is someone like Imam ul Haq.
Basit Ali keh rahe Salman Iqbal is Chow.
Nay, I think Hassan Ali is Chow. I think Hassan Ali is Chow.
Who's Mr. Creepy? Sarfraz Ahmed.
Yeah.
81 for 1 after 8.
And that movie has such iconic lines, though. Not at the table, Carlos.
What about Stu? Who's Stu at Helms?
Stu is like a goody two-shoes. I think probably Mohammad Rizwan.
I think Babar Azam is like Stu.
Really? I would think it'd be...
Yeah, no, actually Mohammad Rizwan. Yeah, Mohammad Rizwan.
Yeah, because he's a goody two-shoes, you know, to your face, but he's got that dark side to him, too.
True.
Shaheen is Bradley Cooper.
Shaheen, he's pretty good looking. Down the track this time, Saima Yu punches it to mid-off, quick single.
Or we can make Babar Azam Doug, and then Shadab Khan can potentially be one of the other two. Fahim Ashraf could be Alan for sure.
Yeah.
You could see the comparisons.
Yeah, Azam Khan.
Oh, that's a no ball from Ihsanullah.
Ooh. You don't want to give these guys a free hit.
Yeah,
Neither of them needs more of a reason to swing their bat.
Ash ka comment pad.
Ash ka comment kidhar hai?
83 for 1.
Yeah, basically Ahmed Shahzad.
Yeah. आपने वो क्लिप देखी मैंने शेयर की थी अहमद शहजाद की कल.
जी.
I'm gonna watch The Hangover again, man. It's been a while.
I think I might just be doing that.
Goes big on the free hit, Harris. It's not connected well. And a false straight into the hands of Shan Masood at deep point. Come back.
The only catch that's been taken tonight, it's been off a free hit. Chao to Saeed Ajmal bhi banta hai yaar.
Man, he's a good businessman as well.
Who's going to be Mike Tyson? I think that'll be Wasim Akram.
Yeah. Or Shoaib Akhtar.
Yeah, could be Shoaib Akhtar. Yo, Shoaib Akhtar could be Chow. I feel
we have a lot of chows.
Pakistan could be Chow.
We have a lot of chows. Oh man, 84 for 1 after 8.1.
We're the 3 best friends that anyone could have. We're the 3 best.
Down the track. Inside out. Saima Yu doesn't care if it's a free hit or a regular delivery. He crashes this over cover for 4. That's a great shot, man.
Oof. He's thrown every single stroke in the game so far. Behind square, in front of square, at square, down the wicket. And against Ihsanullah, who was steaming in his previous overs in the previous game, wrecking havoc. These kids are redefining batting here. Who will be the tiger?
Sher.
Like a lion.
Maybe these kids represent a new Pakistan that's just so confident in its ability.
वैसे ये मुझे बताएं कि बैटिंग अच्छी हो रही है या बॉलिंग सही नहीं हो रही?
नहीं यार, बैटिंग
एक्स्ट्राऑर्डिनरी हो रही है.
Yep.
और आपकी दिलवेज की प्रेडिक्शन क्या है इस पे?
Flicked away this time straight to mid wicket. Oh, run out chance gone out. Saima Yu has run out Mohammad Haris.
What a good throw there.
One stump to aim at, and they didn't look like being dismissed in any conventional manner by Abbas. With one stump to aim at, gets it.
He was completely disbalanced too, going the other way, threw against his body, and somehow found a way to strike the stumps. We've seen some terrible fielding tonight, and that is an exceptional piece in the middle of some garbage.
That could be A game-changing run out, Emmett.
Huge moment because neither of these guys looked like they were going to give away their wicket on their own. Needed something brilliant from the fielder. And he's done exactly that for his team. Haris has to go back.
Haris again, a brilliant innings, 40 off 23, exactly what Zalmi needed tonight. And with him comes to an end a partnership that kept all of Pakistan on the edge of their seats and couches. And even if you weren't a Zalmi fan, you really, really had to enjoy a masterclass partnership between two young Pakistani batters. We've always boasted about the fast bowling talent that comes out every year at the PSL, but the batsmen, well, you don't see many of them, and we've been desperate for new ones, and this year, with these two at the front of Zalmi's attack, it could be something very special.
Yep. They're giving their team hope, and they're giving all Pakistan hope, because this is the future of Pakistan cricket.
Interesting from Basit Ali saying, any guys ever watch Riley Russo's stream? Him, Stokes, Jafra, and Ebony Rainsford, Brent have their own Twitch channels. Riley really likes Escape from Tarkov.
Okay. No, haven't. Maybe
full toss.
We'll check it out.
Driven by Saim Ayub. Just going to have to get that run out of his mind and continue.
Yeah, he's still out there. He's still striking the ball cleanly. Needs to take his team closer to that target now. Needs to make up for the runs of Haris as well. Riley's Twitch channel. Well, speaking of Twitch channels, we have one too.
Yeah, we're actually live there.
One's listening. The only one. Yep, there's
यार ये कैडमोर आ गया फिर से
कैडमोर से तुम्हें मतलब PTSD होता होगा
होता है वही नाम जैसे मैंने पढ़ा मैंने कहा लो जी ऊपर ही है
Striker at 139 at the PSL on the pads from Ihsanullah, won't pick up a run. A good over from him. Just a 4 no ball and a wicket from it. क्या लग रहा है अहमद किसका गेम है
यार वैसे जिस तरीके से ज़ल्मी खेल रही है ले जाना चाहिए अगर कैडमोर खड़ा रहा तो हो जाएगा
I feel like ये हारिस वाली विकेट काफी जो है गलत वक्त पे गिरी है I think it might just be
यार ठीक है चलो
catalyst. Look at the pace in that first over. 144, 146, 147, 146 after that again. Ooh, short delivery.
That's good bowling.
Intimidating too. See a tall fast bowler approaching you with that kind of aggression. You want to back away naturally.
Comes very, very quickly. Just hold it down for me, guys. In a second, I'll be back.
Yep.
आपने देखा फिर ihsanullah ने क्या विकेट लिया आपके किंग की
यार मेरे किंग के क्या मतलब आपका किंग नहीं है वो
यार पीएसएल के दौरान आपको पता ना मैं कॉन्ट्रैक्ट साइन किया है वो किंग नहीं है पीएसएल के दौरान
पूरे पाकिस्तान का किंग नहीं है
वो तो है ना बट अब अभी हम पीएसएल में है तो अभी फिर हम नहीं
पीएसएल में तो बाबर स्लैंडर जो है वो जायज है
वो जायज
आ रहे हो तुम
बिल्कुल
ये चैट से वैसे पूछना पड़ेगा कि अगर पीएसएल के दौरान बाबर स्लैंडर जायज है या नहीं एज अ केके फैन और जो हाँ बोलेगा उसको सरफराज प्लीज ब्लॉक देम
यार आप मार्शल लॉ लगा रहे हैं हमारे ऊपर
आईपी एड्रेस बैन करें अगर कोई ऐसी बात करे मुझे पता है टेक्नोलॉजी है हमारे पास ऐसी
ये भी है
सरफराज तुम्हें पता है व्हाट्सएप तक पढ़ लेता है लोगों के he's hacker guy Pollard being brought into the attack again, sticking with those medium pacers, the change of pace Mertens over the wicket to the left-hander. Saim drives nicely through the cover region, but just for a single, 90 for 2. देखो कि Shoaib Jat की support को भी जायज कह देंगे. So yeah, no, that's a good point. I think based on that Basit, we need to cancel Junior.
यार ऐसा तो ना करो. शोएब जट भी जर्नलिस्ट है कुछ जर्नलिस्ट अच्छे नहीं होते कुछ अच्छे होते हैं
AG is saying sometimes is okay
लेकिन ना sometimes it's okay तो चलता है
और यारा जायज नहीं है लेकिन we refuse शोएब जट okay and then Sakhel is saying hello intern CEO कैसा दिया है
यार अब क्या करें अच्छा
or delivery driven down the ground from TKC for a single. Is it just me or there seems to be either smoke or smog or fog or something just settling across the ground?
थोड़ी सी मुझे लग रही है स्मॉग है.
That's why they have the early
मुझे-
games in Multan.
Yeah, but you could see it, right? It's building up very quickly.
पोलर नजर ही नहीं आ रहा.
पोलर्ड को क्या मतलब नजर नहीं आ रहा तुम्हें?
यार काफी स्मॉग हो गई, कोई भी नजर नहीं आ रहा.
Is it smog or is it fog?
ये भी अच्छा सवाल है आपका, ये मुल्तान वाले बताएंगे.
मुल्तान वाला कोई सुन रहा हो तो अलग बात है, लेकिन good diving effort there at point from Marley Rousseau. We'll keep them to a dot there. Or no, they come back for a single, in fact. वैसे कल 2 गेम्स हैं, एक कल अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह सिर्फ एक गेम है, संडे को 2.
कल भाई ब्लॉकबस्टर मैच है, आपको नहीं पता?
मैच है?
कल कराची क्वेटा है.
अल्लाह माफ करे.
It's the time for the champions to rise again.
Toxic derby.
भाई आपको पता है हमें सुकून उसी वक्त आएगा जब हम उनको हराएंगे.
मुझे तो लग रहा है कल तुम उनसे भी हार जाओगे.
अगर हम कल उनसे हार गए ना तो फिर मुझे बहुत मुश्किल
played
होगा.
this time by TKC over the covers, wasn't in control of that shot, but they will pick up a single. Karen Pollard deceiving him with the change of pace. By the way, I'm very worried. Yeah, Allah khair kare. Matlab, I hope that the overall incident doesn't impact too many people and the PSL is a part of it, but more importantly, there's lives at stake too. Thandi hawa derby, says Sarfraz. मुझे बताओ अहमद कि कराची की एक सेकंड इस बॉल के बाद who's shaping up to play it over the leg side, but he's asked to just cut it away. Saim Ayoub, a quiet over here from the Zalmi. The run rate's just gone over 11.5 here. What's the reason that the Karachi Kings are so unlikable?
नहीं देखिए
Give me one concrete reason that you think
नहीं मैं
other
आपको
people
बताता हूँ.
hate you so much.
बहुत सिंपल सी बात है. पिछले 5 सीजन जो हमारे थे वो आपको पता है हमारी ओनरशिप एक खास ब्रांड के साथ है, तो उन्होंने काफी कब्जा किया. तो उन्होंने कहा हमने टीम खरीदी है तो बस हर जगह जो है वो बस खरीद लिया तो बस अब हो जाए जो भी हम चाहते हैं वो.
This time TKC is sorry to cut you off. This is through the mid-wicket region, but there is a fielder that ends the 10th 95 for 2 at the halfway mark. Yeah. So it was the team owners, from your opinion.
Yeah, for sure it was the team owners. मेन इशू यही था कि जब और जिस तरीके से उन्होंने ब्रांडिंग की थी कि उनको आती नहीं थी करना, उन्होंने कहा भाई ये भी एक और चैनल है एक तरीके से, उन्होंने कहा लो जी लगाओ हर जगह लगाओ, तो उससे यार काफी वो हो गया था वो.
तो तुम्हें लग रहा है कि वो पहले 5 सीजन का इम्पैक्ट जो है वो अभी तक मतलब एक
यार अभी तो देखिए ना
साया बन के आपकी टीम पे जो है वो छाया हुआ है.
मसला ये है कि देखो हम टैक्स भी हम ही देते हैं, फिर भी लोग हमें पसंद नहीं करते, वो अलग मसले हैं लोगों
हम
के.
देते हैं मतलब तुम अपनी जेब से देते हो सिर्फ पूरे पाकिस्तान
यार हम कराची वाले हम देते हैं टैक्स, पूरे पाकिस्तान का हम ही देते हैं, ये लोग मानते ही नहीं है.
अजीब सी बात. अच्छा देखो इस सीजन ओनरशिप का जो है वो कोई मतलब लेना
नहीं वो सारे भाई मैं ये सीजन में काफी रिस्पेक्ट करता हूँ इन टर्म्स ऑफ ब्रांडिंग वाइज, तो बिल्कुल बेहतरीन काम
तो
किया.
अब मुझे ये बताएं ना कि उसके बावजूद लोग जो हैं वो इतनी गंदी बातें करते हैं कराची के बारे में, तो इसकी क्या वजह है?
वजह ये है कि आपने अपनी कोर्ट जो है वो आपने 3 ऐसे प्लेयर से बनाई है.
Short delivery pulled away by TKC, and I think he hasn't connected. He has it straight down the throat of Carlos Brathwaite, who takes an easy catch at square leg. That is a fortuitous wicket here for the Multan Sultans. It was a drag down from Osama Mir, and he's picked up a wicket on probably the worst delivery he's going to bowl today.
Oh, another wicket, and the Zalmis are collapsing slowly.
He should have hammered this into the stands, TKC, especially with the kind of form that he's had. Instead, he's found Pretty Ricky on the fence, and that's the 3rd wicket down. Peshawar Zalmi now in a bit of trouble. They've lost Haris, they've had some quiet overs, and they've lost one of their stars.
इस बंदे ने हमारे खिलाफ इतने रन बनाए थे और आज 3 रन बना के आउट हो गया.
यार मुझे तो समझ भी नहीं आया कि ये जो है वो.
देखिए मैं आपको सही बात हूँ, ज़ल्मी की टीम कोई इतनी खास नहीं है. अगर कराची जैसी टीम जो है वो उनको आखिरी ओवर तक ले गई थी तो आज मुल्तान को जीतना चाहिए.
यार करना तो चाहिए. मुल्तान वैसे ओवरऑल बेहतर टीम है, लेकिन जिस तरह का स्टार्ट उनको मिला हुआ था, जिस तरह हारिस और साइम बैटिंग कर रहे थे, तो गलत बात है अगर ज़ल्मी वाले एटलीस्ट क्लोज नहीं लेके जाते. Going to be another rebuild job here for the Zalmi. They've lost 2 quick wickets. The Sultans are drying out the runs, bowling those very, very slow deliveries. causing them a bit of trouble. They have to manufacture power and pace. It's going to be Rovman Powell, another big name in the T20 game. He's played some big innings over the last year or so. A lot riding on his shoulder.
भैया आ रहे हैं कमेंट्स, कोलैब शुरू. मुझे तो लग रहा है कोलैप्स आ रहा है भाई, सीधी जो बात है.
Yep, I feel like it's coming too. Slip in place for Osama Mir. Goes full with the googly, just tucked off the back foot this time by Rovman. He'll get off the mark. 95 for 3, Peshawar Zalmi. 96, pardon me. Saim Ayub still out there, 39 off 25. थोड़ा सा मुश्किल में गेम आ गया अब. और हमेशा यार नेक इन नेक रहना 11 के रन रेट से वैसे ही मजाक नहीं था. Short, tries the pull shot, doesn't connect cleanly. Once again, a drag down from Osama Mir, but Saim Ayub is not able to put it away. Only a single off that one, too. 97 for 3. Osama isn't a part-timer. Yeah, but he's bowling like a part-timer right now. I don't know if it's the dew that's perhaps impacting him, the smog, fog.
हाँ, वैसे ये भी नहीं पता चला मैं कि फॉग है या स्मॉग है अभी भी.
जी, कोई यार मीटियोरोलॉजिस्ट नहीं है हमारे चैट में. नॉर्मली तो हजार किस्म के फील्ड्स हैं हमारे listeners की. Maybe there is someone from that department. 2 runs off the first 3 deliveries and a wicket in this over. Last one was quiet from Kieran Pollard. The one before that from Hasanullah as well had a wicket of Haris, so 3 quiet overs in a row. Ooh, beats the outside edge. Again, extra bounce, some extra twirl here from Osama Mir. That's a better delivery than the half trackers he was bowling. Testing Rovman Powell.
Mr. Powell.
He's bowling quite quickly too, nearly 100 kilometers an hour on every single delivery, not giving either of the batsmen enough chance to maybe get under the ball and hit him for a big shot. Comes in again. Good full delivery defended by Rovman. Can't do much about that. Another dot. It's a very good over here. 2 runs and a wicket from it so far.
ये भी बड़ी अच्छी पिक थी कराची की, फिर उन्होंने भी कराची ने छोड़ दिया उसको.
Yep, Abdul Muqeed saying, oh, air quality has been bad in Lahore, so I can't really say too much. It might be smoggy.
बात ये कि air quality कभी अच्छी कब हुई है लाहौर के अंदर?
ये भी बात सही है. Another dot to end the over. Last 18 balls have only fetched 17 runs and 2 wickets have fallen in that time. 97 for 3 in 11 overs. अहमद 9 ओवर के अंदर तकरीबन 100 रन चाहिए.
11 से क्या ओवर कराया? आखिरी 19 बॉलों में सिर्फ 17 रन हुए और 2 विकेटें गिरी हैं.
फंस गया मैच
तो फुल फंस गया and I think it's going towards Multan's favor.
Yep, I think Multan have
भाई उन्होंने 210 रन बनाए, आपने फील्डिंग सही नहीं की तो फिर अब आपको बैटिंग तो करनी पड़ेगी.
मुफ्त के रन दिए आपने, नो बॉल्स कराई हैं, पता नहीं क्या किया है. उसके बाद
वही बात है ना, आप ये LBW वाले मर्चेंट ले लेते हो जो आ जाते हैं, अपने आप को बड़ा समझते हैं, तो उनको भी खड़ा होना चाहिए.
ये आप फिर बाबर स्लैंडर कर रहे हैं. हमें शर्म नहीं आती.
Yeah, but sometimes it's okay.
Sometimes okay नहीं, मतलब ये कोई बातें हैं तुम्हारी करने वाली. The audacity to say these kind of things. Sameen Gul into the attack, replacing Kieran Pollard. The required run rates creeping up to 13 at this point. Peshawar need to get back into this match, and it has to be through Saim Ayub. He's been out there for 26 deliveries. He's made 40 glorious runs, but the problem is now when the team needs to accelerate to another gear. Daniel saying the problem with KK and spinners is that Imad and team, he wouldn't even let another spinner come in. Same happened with Umar Khan, same happened with Osama Mir, same happening with Imran Tahir and Tabriz Shamsi. Ooh, he was shaping up to play the paddle sweep. This time he's beaten outside the off stump. Rizwan just talking to his bowler, telling him to keep things tight, make Saim work for those runs. क्या लगता है आपको इमाद असीम जो है वो डर के मारे निकाल रहा?
नहीं, अगर इतना ही होता तो फिर ये तबरेज और ताहिर दोनों को क्यों लेता? वो भी ओवरसीज
लेना उसकी कॉल थोड़ी होती है.
यार कैप्टन है थोड़ा बहुत तो है ना.
कौन सा वो कोई कैप्टन है, मतलब कोई कश्ती का कैप्टन थोड़ी है वो.
यार आपको पता है समंदर तो है हमारे पास.
समंदर लगूना आपके पास है, लेकिन वो मतलब वो पायरेट शिप का कैप्टन लगता है जिस तरह के लोग आपकी टीम में भी डाले हुए हैं.
बिल्कुल भी यार टीम सिलेक्शन सही नहीं हुई. बहरहाल
अल्लाह मालिक है. देखेंगे कल हम हरा देंगे क्वेटा को, हम वापस आ जाएंगे ट्रैक पे, कोई मसला थोड़ी है. Drive this time from Saim, but just another single, and singles are not helping. ये देखें दानियाल भी ये कहने ड्राफ्ट करना अलग बात है, खिलाना अलग है.
यार आप ड्राफ्ट ही नहीं करते उनको, ऊपर से 2 ओवरसीज पिक आप इस पे ज़ाया कर रहे हो। अगर आप वाकई ये कर रहे हैं इस तरीके से तो फिर मतलब फिर कराची को देखना वाकई बहुत मुश्किल है। अगर आप नीयत उसकी यही है कि भाई प्लेयर लेने भी हैं और खिलाने भी नहीं है,
तो मुझे तो ये लग रहा है कि आई थिंक
क्योंकि उमर खान जैसा प्लेयर जो है
वो तो चला ही गया, वो तो बेचारा मतलब बिल्कुल ही गायब हो गया।
यार, उसने नेशनल T20 खेला था उस PSL के बाद, उसको बहुत फेंटा पड़ा था।
जी जी, मैं वही कह रहा हूँ, लेकिन
हाँ।
भाई अगर आपको टैलेंट नजर आ रहा है तो उसको थोड़ा ग्रूम और डेवलप तो करो। हो सकता है एक बुरा सीजन या बुरा
ये
स्पेल
भी
आया
बात
हो
सही है
उसपे,
आपकी।
ऐसे थोड़ी कि आपने उसको बिल्कुल ही
बट
साइड
यार
पे
जो
लगा
उसने
दिया।
विकेटें ली थी उस सीजन, जो उसने विकेटें ली थी सिर्फ,
Yep.
उफ।
Off the pads, tucked away this time towards square leg. They run the first one hard. They should come back for 2. Powell is quite quick. He has the ability to play the big strokes, but he also has this knack of just eating up deliveries. He's got that .6 Mizbah style batting at times, Rothman, and I don't think that's too conducive to the chase right now. 100's up here for the Peshawar Zalmi inside the 12th over. 3 deliveries of this 12th have gone so far. In the last 30 deliveries, I've only fetched 30 runs, Emmett, so things have really slowed down. तो मोन कर लो।
नहीं, सही बात है।
कर रहे हो तुम। Run rates now at 13. This is going to be a problem. Now is that time to discuss what y'all are having for dinner. That is a good question. I think I'll let Junior answer that first.
यार ये आपने बड़ा खतरनाक सवाल पूछा है।
यार मुझे
बट
तो
बात
लग रहा है
ये है
वैसे
कि
एक अफगानी रन हो जाना चाहिए।
एक अदद अफगानी रन एक हमारे मोहल्ले में।
यार वैसे FHD आप भी जो है वो सिलिकॉन के रेजिडेंट हैं, तो आपने वो नया ज़ारत अफगानी ट्राई किया है या नहीं?
सवाल ये है भाई, मैंने ट्राई किया है। अब मैं बता रहा हूँ भाई, क्या जबरदस्त खाना है उसका। उफ,
यार
चपली कबाब, अफगानी पुलाव,
क्या कर रहे हो तुम मैच
रोटियां।
के बाद?
ये सवाल आपका बहुत अच्छा है, ये चेक करना पड़ेगा मुझे।
चेक करके बताएं, अगर कुछ नहीं है तो आ जाए,
बिल्कुल।
चपली चपली हो जाए।
उफ।
इधर कहने तिक्काज, एनी काइंड ऑफ तिक्काज।
नहीं यार, अब हम वहां जाके टिक्का खाएं तो ये तो ज्यादती है ना।
ये नहीं यार, ये चिकन टिक्का
हाँ।
थोड़ी खाएंगे, तो फिर हम लंबे शंबे उड़ाएंगे वहां जाके।
बिल्कुल।
Around the wicket to Syme, comes down the track, slashes hard, but there's a fielder in the deep towards extra cover. Once again, just a single, no boundaries, and this is now a cause for concern. Abdul Shakur, Afghani Burger, Bilal Market, G93, Islamabad, thank me later. यार बासित, जब मैं इस्लामाबाद अगली बार जाऊंगा तो इंशाल्लाह ये मैं खाऊंगा।
ये मशहूर जगह इस्लामाबाद में, ये हिडन जेम।
यार नहीं, G93 वाला जो पेशावर मोड़ वाला है, मैं ये सोच रहा हूँ ये पेशावर मोड़ के पीछे जो गली है, सोचना पड़ेगा, अभी मेरे दिमाग में नहीं आ रहा। अब्दुल
यार ये
शक्कर
कैसे आप लोग रखते हैं, मतलब ये कोई है G9 A9?
यार क्या मतलब मुश्किल लगते है तुम, ये ना कहा करो भाई, कराची वाले जो है ना रास्तों के मामलों में।
यार देखो इजी है।
Skied in the air, but I think he's got enough height on it. Can't even see the ball in the smog. It's going to land safely over the fence for a 6. Much needed for the Zalmi. Rothman Powell not in control of that stroke, but it doesn't matter. It's got the result that they required. They end the over with a 6, 108 for 3. It's in a residential area. मैं वही कह रहा हूँ, मैं सोचने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ कि अगर पेशावर मोड़ पड़ता है या उससे 2-3 मतलब
2-3 मोड़ आ गया।
जी जी जी, G93 किधर बनता है? एक सेकंड यार, देखना पड़ेगा, याद नहीं आ रहा।
आप चेक करें। The required run rate's gone up for Peshawar Zalmi. They need approximately 13 and over. The question is who's going to do it for Peshawar tonight. 3 wickets down. Babar Azam, the GOAT, done and dusted on an LBW as usual. And then
यार ये आई थिंक G8 G9 के बीच में जो रास्ता है वहाँ पे आता है कहीं, लेकिन या खिज़र आई कम्प्लीटली एग्री। इस्लामाबाद में जितना गंदा खाना मिलता है शायद कहीं और नहीं मिलता। Horrible food. Labs is saying there's gobli pulao at home today, so she's happy.
मसला क्या है कि वहाँ फ्लेवर नहीं मिलता आपको खाने का, या क्या चक्कर है इस्लामाबाद में?
Cut away hard this time by Syme Ayub. Fielder in the deep will collect for just a single. यार फ्लेवर नहीं मिलता, वैरायटी जो है वो अजीब बेवकूफ़ी वाली है, प्राइसेस जो है वो मतलब absurd है। आप कहीं भी चले जाओ, हर चीज़ अजीब जेंट्रिफाइड किस्म की मिलती है। मतलब मुझे नहीं समझ में आता वहाँ पे जाके किसी भी चीज़ को।
यार वैसे
मतलब वही अफगानी काबली जगहें थी जो मुझे पसंद थी, वो भी अब बिल्कुल फारिग हो गई हैं।
अच्छा, वो स्टैंडर्ड नहीं रखा उन्होंने जो वैसे जब शुरू किया था उन्होंने।
He's saying Bablu's F8 decent Korean fried chicken. I'll have to put my brother on that to maybe check that out. 102 needed from 47 here for the Zalmi. The game's still in the balance. Robin goes big, straight down the ground. That'll be 6. They need a lot more of this from him. And he started off nicely, a full delivery, launched over long off, long on, into the side screen.
यार जब से लैब्स ने कहा ना कि काबुली पुलाव बनाए घर पे, मुझे भूख लग गई है.
मैं कह रहा हूँ चलो आ जाओ. पहुंचते हैं अफगानी. But Khizr, you're right. People aren't concerned about the food. They just care about the vibes and the ambience, and that's why you get these overpriced, overhyped. यार बहुत यार वहाँ पे सिर्फ लोगों ने Instagram करना है और कॉफियाँ पीनी है गंदी गंदी. Goes full once again. This time drives it down the ground to long on for a single. Only 2 places in Pakistan have flavorful food, Karachi and Quetta Peshawar. यार Quetta Peshawar के बारे में मैं नहीं कह सकता, लेकिन Karachi, I agree, is the capital of Pakistani food.
यार मैं वैसे एबटाबाद गया था एक दफा और दुम्बा कढ़ाई खाई थी. बहुत हैवी चीज है यार. वैसे
ये दुम्बे तो होते हैं हैवी, आपको पता है.
पहली दफा मैंने खाई थी वहाँ,
मजा आ गया था.
मजा आ गया था. मैं तो बस बिस्तर में लेट गया था दुम्बा कढ़ाई खा के.
Put away, beats point. Will the fielder in the deep come around? It's Carlos Brathwaite. He does well. He hasn't lost too many yards of pace, unlike Carr and Pollard. They come back for 2. Off the bat of Saim Ayub that time. 118 for 3, 93 still needed. Afghani restaurant का बताना if it's good or not. Intern. यार वो तो
भाई हम होके आ चुके हैं. जैसे हमें पता चला खुला है, हमने कहा ये चेक करना पड़ेगा भाई. जितनी आबादी उधर बैठी हुई थी, आप चपली कबाब लाजिम खाएं, पुलाव भी जरूर खाएं, उनका एकदम गोश्त भी है वो भी खाएं. बहुत फिट है. और रोटियां उनकी अलग किस्म की हैं. वो जैसे अफगानी रोटी होती है, पाकिस्तानी रोटी भी उनके पास है.
Single. Yep, sorry, continue.
मैं कह रहा हूँ रोटियां भी उनके पास जबरदस्त है. और फिर आपको पता है वो जो अफगानी कावा आता है आखिर में, ओए होए
हाथ में के लिए. Yep. Sarfraz is saying he had out lunch and dinner for 5 days in Karachi last week. All hits, no misses. Yeah. He really worked up an appetite while he was there.
उस वक्त इसको इतनी भूख लगती है कराची में जाके. पूछो क्यों लगती है इतनी भूख?
He had the munchies. Tries to pull this, but straight down towards long off for 4. It's too short that time, and that's the result of a poor fielding effort from Osama Mir on that last delivery. He was too casual, let the ball slip through his fingers. They came through for a single, and on the very next ball, Robin Powell's punished him for a 4. Oh, yeah, बहुत गंदी effort थी दानियालिस की. He's been punished. Yeah, that's a good point, Basit. I'm also surprised. हमारे पराठे, quesadillas वगैरह सारी चीजें एक जैसी होती हैं. रोल पराठे, ये वो burritos, they're all the same, but really made it. आप
कह रहे हैं कि पराठा और burrito रोल एक ही होता है?
मैं ये कह रहा हूँ कि फ्लेवर प्रोफाइल्स जो हैं वो काफी सिमिलर हैं
जी. और
अगर आप एक बार किसी ने यही कहा था कि बिरिया और निहारी जो है वो सेम चीज़ है, और मैं कुछ एक्सपीरियंसेस के बाद अनफॉर्चुनेटली अग्री करता हूँ.
सही.
तो इस वजह से आई थिंक मैक्सिकन खाने को आना चाहिए. जैसे इस्लामाबाद सीरियन शवरमा खुला था, उसकी तो मतलब चर्चे ही बहुत हैं. अभी भी लाइनें लगी होती हैं वहाँ पे भी.
अच्छा, अभी भी लगी हुई है. मैंने जब शुरू में खुला था मैंने काफी वीडियोस देखी थी और देखा था कि भाई अभी
भी मतलब ऑथेंटिक, मतलब अरबिक शवरमा अगर आपने खाना है तो आई थिंक दैट्स स्टिल द बेस्ट स्पॉट. बाकी जगहों पे वो उस तरह
man, the Syrian guy, right? He makes it the Syrian way basically.
Yep. वो सारा फ्लेवर आपको जो है वो उसी तरह.
आपने खाया था जाके?
जी एक बार मैंने खाया था काफी टाइम.
तो क्या वैसे आपकी क्या फीलिंग थी? आप बताएं, आप मिडिल ईस्ट में रहे.
I thought it was okay. Like I didn't think it was as good as some of the ones that you get here.
और आपको पता है पाकिस्तान में शवरमा के साथ क्या हो जाता है? तो आप
he played it again. Same bowler, same batsman, and almost the same result. Saim Ayub makes room, and that flamingo shot over fine leg comes back out. What a way to bring up your 50. It's been an innings of exceptional quality from him. He's shown you everything that makes him such a hype talent. And right now, Peshawar are still in position to try and chase this big total down. Seem to have gone speechless.
The runs are coming.
That's something that Sarfraz said after 5 days of eating out.
Absolutely. यार वैसे वैसे खिजर भाई कह रहे हैं कि ये धोखा है सीरियन शर्मा कि बस वो लाइन में खड़ा करवा देता है बंदे को।
यार पता नहीं, मैं भी वही कह रहा हूँ कि वेट हमने किया था, लेकिन हाँ मैं आपको ये कह सकता हूँ कि इस्लामाबाद के हिसाब से वाज वेरी गुड.
हाँ
Get away this time by Saim. There should be a fielder in the deep that comes around. It's Hushdil Shah. He does well. It'll just be a single. But I can't compare it to the taste that you get here.
ओए होए,
Yeah.
लफाक शर्मा ओए होए होए।
जी 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 जी, लफा वगैरह का जो है, अलमल्ला वगैरह का, वो मतलब
बिल्कुल
मुकाबला नहीं है.
हम्म,
तो उसको जो है मद्देनजर रखते हुए
जी जी।
ये मुझे कहना पड़ेगा कि वो मतलब ठीक है, पाकिस्तान के हिसाब से अच्छा है.
मैंने ही परसों अलबेक खाया था अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह।
अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह जी, आपके लिए तो मतलब मनो सलवा से कम नहीं है. लोग जमजम पीते हैं और तुम जो अलबेक खाते हो.
एक बिग बेक ही हो जाए।
83 off 40 here. Abbas Afridi bowling to Rovman Powell, who gets a slower delivery. Uses the soft hands. They're on the first one hard. They should come back for two. It'll be testing, but Anwar Ali is not quick enough that time. Is Albaik in Dubai serving fried chicken now? Yes, it is, HSK, if you're ever in town.
बिल्कुल आप आए।
Big bag जो है वो अहमद अफजल की तरफ से.
4 पीस है, 8 पीस है, उनकी मील स्टैंडर्ड है, आप आए जरूर ट्राई करें। बिग बेक विदाउट चीज लें, ओए होए होए मजा आ जाएगा आपको।
चीज घर से लेके जाएं.
Why
नहीं
do
यार,
you get it
चीज
without
के साथ-
cheese, Ahmed?
यार वो बहुत ज्यादा चीज हो जाती है, वो मजा नहीं आता। विदाउट चीज जो है ना वो अलग मजा है।
Interesting.
Yeah, ये भी सही है. Can he go big here? He tries to go big, hasn't connected. It should fall safely. No! It's been taken by Killer Miller, who's claiming the catch. He ran in from long on, dove forward, and took it inches off the turf.
They should check that.
I think they're going to check that, but it might be the end of Rovman Powell. It looks like a contentious call. My first instinct was that it's dropped short, but Rovman seems to be walking off, and the Multan Sultans are celebrating once again. क्या लग रहा है अहमद?
लग ये रहा है कि मैं थोड़ा सा पीछे हूँ।
तुम मतलब कहाँ से देख रहे हो?
मैं उस पे उस दूसरी डिवाइस पे देख रहा हूँ।
अच्छा अच्छा, डिवाइस पे देख रहे हो आप. बस बस आपके साथ जाके देख लो, एक ही घर में रहते हैं.
वो माइक का इशू हो जाता है यार।
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, मतलब फुल तो तुम नवाबजादे हो. It's not a illegal delivery. It's fair. He's got his foot behind the line. Was bowling the slower back of the hand stuff. Abbas Afridi. Rovman Powell didn't connect cleanly. Let's see if it's caught cleanly. Oh, goes into his hands. Yeah, I don't think there's any issues there. I think he's got the fingers underneath the ball. The reverse angle will confirm that too.
That's out.
Yeah, that's out. They won't spend too much time on that. That's a good take from David Miller. And again, an exceptional piece of fielding sends the Zalmi batsman back. They've seen a run out and then a very good catch to dismiss two informed batsmen. It's becoming a very tough task here.
वैसे आप लोग क्या समझते हैं पावल के बारे में? मतलब मैं वो खास प्लेयर तो नहीं मुझे लग रहा वैसे।
रोवमन, या रोवमन के अंदर है हिटिंग एबिलिटी है. 1-2 सेंचुरीज भी मारी है इसने विंडीज के लिए. T20 कैप्टन बना है वो उनका नया, तो मतलब आप समझ जाएं कि रेट तो करते हैं लोग.
यार बट पोलार्ड को जब बंदा देखते ना दिल खुश हो जाता है यार। मतलब
क्यों दिल खुश हो जाता है उसको देख के?
यार वो केके के लिए भी खेला था उसने यार।
केके क्या खेलता था वो? केकड़ा
सीजन 2 के
जी जी, वो एक आपको जो मैच जितवाया था आई थिंक.
यार पुशअप लगाए थे उसने।
जी 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 जी,
आप हम कैसे भूल सकते हैं ये चीजें? नहीं हम भूलते।
अब वो पुशअप बुरा लगाता है.
यार सीनियर प्लेयर है बड़ा जबरदस्त।
सीनियर भी है, बड़ा भी है. If PZ doesn't win, it's at least partly on Wahab. He really messed it up, says Essen. Yeah, I think that's true.
I think
यार
Peshawar is still slightly ahead.
यार नहीं, रन रेट वगैरह के हिसाब से थोड़ा प्रेशर बना हुआ है इस वक्त. They're hovering about that 10 per over mark, but it's still quite a big ask. How can KK fix their season? I need it in a Twitter message or less, Ahmed.
यार बस ऑर्डर ठीक करें अपना, प्लेइंग 11 हो जाएगा।
बस इतना कहना है आपने?
बस मैंने एक ही लाइन कहनी, क्योंकि यार कितना हम तबसरा करेंगे इस बात पे। अब अगले मैच में पता चलेगा क्या होगा। पेशावर वाला मैच पहला वाला जीतना चाहिए था, कल वाला मैं मानता हूँ भाई इस्लामाबाद यूनाइटेड ने फेंटा लगाया, हमने खाया। उसके अंदर भी बॉलिंग जो थी वो सही नहीं थी, तो थोड़ा से जो है वो प्लेइंग 11 ठीक करना हो जाएगा। कल तो वैसे ही हम तकरीबन 15 ओवर में जीत जाएंगे।
कॉन्फिडेंट है आप कि
कॉन्फिडेंट है,
क्वेटा को जो है वो हरा दिया जाएगा?
वैसे अब आप मुझे सही बताएं, आपका दिलविज क्या कह रहा है, कौन ये वाला मैच लेके जाएगा?
मुझे तो लगता है मुल्तान जो है वो खींच जाएगा मैच।
मुझे भी थोड़ा सा लग रहा है कि unless Peshawar have someone that can carry them, वही है ना यार, कप्तान जब परफॉर्म नहीं करते तो फिर टीम कहाँ पहुंचेगी?
I think we might be in a drinks break here, or strategic timeout as we like to call
I think
it.
it might be a strategic timeout. By the way, Ahmed, yesterday in the post-match conference, Colin Monroe said, "I don't know why Azam Khan is not in the Pakistan team."
अब वो तो ऐसी बातें करेंगे, मतलब ठीक है, हमें पता है कि क्यों नहीं है वो टीम में।
क्यों नहीं, आप बताएं, मुझे तो नहीं पता।
मुझे तो तुम क्यों क्रिकेट नहीं देख रहे यार? वो इतनी कोई रेगुलरली परफॉर्मेंसेस नहीं दे रहा। उसने सीपीएल में भी 2 मैचेस अच्छे खेले थे शायद, पीपीएल में भी उसकी एक वो सेंचुरी है, उसके अलावा कोई ऐसा नहीं है कि हर मैच में वो 50 मार रहा हो। तो थोड़ा सा
नहीं, बात तो सही है आपकी। नहीं ये वैसे उस वक्त भी हम बीपीएल भी डिस्कस कर रहे थे ग्रुप पे, तो एजी ने भी मेंशन किया था कि यार इट्स 100 बट आफ्टर दैट व्हाट हैज ही डन और बिफोर दैट, एंड व्हेन आई लुक्ड इनटू इट लाइक देयर वाजंट एनीथिंग देयर, टू बी ऑनेस्ट, ही वाज राइट। तो अब बीपीएल के अंदर अपनी परफॉर्म करें जहां बॉलर कंपैरेटिवली हल्के हैं, आपको पता है, तो ये तो होगा ना एक मैच के ऊपर तो नहीं। वैसे कल वाली परफॉर्मेंस हमने देखी थी, काफी जबरदस्त थी मेरे हिसाब से, तो हर जगह उसने शॉट मारे हैं।
नहीं, मैं वही कह रहा हूँ कि कल जो है वो परफॉर्मेंस एक थी, अगर वो अगले 10 मैचेस में 4-5 ऐसी इनिंग्स और खेल लेता है तो फिर बंदा क्या है कि हाँ जी डिजर्व करता है। आई एम नॉट सेइंग ही नीड्स टू बी द लीडिंग रन गेटर इन द पोजीशन दैट ही बैट्स एट, बट द इम्पैक्ट और मैचेस दैट he's won will stand out and he needs to deliver. हमने पहले भी ये कहा था जब वो शुरू में आया था कि यार किन नंबर्स के बेसिस पे हम उसको जो है वो खिला लें। There was nothing, there was just potential. Need players to run doubles and be dependable on consistency, BPL pitches and bowlers. Yeah, I think sometimes they put these multipliers and stuff for goals scored in lower leagues in Europe. They should do the same thing for those runs. On the pads, it's Bhanuka Rajapaksa who comes in, the left-hander, is known for his hard hitting and big stroke plays.
ये अगर 13 का एवरेज चाहिए होता ना कि और 3-4 ओवर होते तो मैं समझ सकता, पर अभी 6 ओवर बहुत होते हैं।
आई थिंक 6 ओवर में 13 मेंटेन करना बहुत मुश्किल है, और अगर आपकी सिर्फ 6 विकेट्स रह गई हैं जिसमें से कोई 1.5 और बैट्समैन है इनका,
इनके पास बैटिंग नहीं है। हां,
या वहाब रियाज आ जाएगा अभी छठे पे, देखना तुम। तो still Simon Ayub is out there, scored a 50 today. 80 needed off 37 is a tall task. Tries to swing through the leg side, doesn't connect, bottom of the bat, goes down to long off. Ends another good over for the Sultans. They've picked up a big wicket. 132 for 4. Last 6 overs coming up now, and they need to go at 13 and over during that time. Guys, if Azam plays ahead of guys like Saim, I'll call BS. Yeah, I think that's a fair assessment.
यार बट वही बात है ना, मेरा हिसाब ये कि साइम ने एक ही अभी इनिंग खेली है, साइम को भी हम उसी बेसिस पे जज करते हैं ना।
इनिंग्स यहाँ खेली है, लेकिन लोग जो है वो उसकी नेशनल T20 परफॉर्मेंस की बात कर रहे हैं ना। आजम के पास तो वो भी कोई इतना खास नहीं है। आई थिंक द डिफरेंस दो इज, और हमें एज अ टीम इस चीज़ को ट्राई करना चाहिए कि अब जब बायलैटरल सीरीज आ रही हैं तो भाई आप इन प्लेयर्स को भी टेस्ट करके देखें। जो आपके बड़े नाम है वो तो मतलब जहाँ है वहीं के वहीं रहेंगे, उन पे इतना इम्पैक्ट नहीं आ रहा, लेकिन इन लोगों को चांस दे के देखो। हमारी 7 मैच की सीरीज हो या 5 मैच की सीरीज हो, उसमें वही 11 के 11 खेल रहे होते हैं। कोई एक्सपेरिमेंट का आप टाइम ही नहीं देते लोग।
हाँ, ये तो बात आपकी है। मुझे याद है पिछली सीरीज में जो थी 5 मैच वाली, उसमें भी कोई खास एक्सपेरिमेंट तो नहीं हुआ था कोई।
Bang! Simon Ayub down the track. Oh, what a fielding effort from Kieran Pollard, rolling back the years. Wow.
ये कहाँ से हुआ?
That is incredible, man.
यार मैं कब से पॉलार्ड को स्लैंडर कर रहा हूँ कि बुड्ढा हो गया, स्लो हो गया, ये हो गया, वो हो गया।
That's
आप गलत
incredible.
बंदे को स्लाइडर कर रहे थे.
मैं मुंह की खाई है.
Not just dived it, but when he fell, he still managed to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, that second attempt was actually his awareness.
What a man.
वैसे मुझे नहीं लग रहा था कि पोलार्ड पाकिस्तान आ जाएगा PSL खेलने.
And मोला आ सकता है तो पोला भी आ सकता है.
Oh, is that an inside edge? Yes, it
Yes,
is.
it is. Yes.
Rajuna packs a punch.
Movie night, Digital Park.
Aladdin.
Yep, apparently. Beauty and the Beast too.
Down the track goes Ariel Rajapaksa as he connected this. No, Kieran Pollard takes a comfortable catch, and Zalmi lose half their side, 133 for 5.
Yeah, that's curtains. That's game.
भाई फोर्थ पोजीशन के लिए 3 टीमों का बैटल है. वो है कराची, क्वेटा और पेशावर.
इतने बड़े बड़े बोल तुम्हारे.
फोर्थ पोजीशन के लिए.
फोर्थ के लिए नहीं, सिक्स्थ के लिए बैटल है भाई आपका.
नहीं देखिए 5-6 में से तो होंगी ना. चौथे नंबर पे जो पहुंचेगा वो आगे जाएगा.
You wish.
और वो के तो कंफर्म है फोर्थ.
The Arsenal of the PSL.
वैसे आपने आर्सेनल बताया है तो काफी मैच हारने शुरू कर दिए उन्होंने आहिस्ता आहिस्ता.
जी आर्सेनल वाले आपको पता है ही चोकर. तो उनके लिए भी मुश्किल वक्त आ चुका है.
मैंने तो काफी उम्मीदें लगाई थी उनके साथ कि हो जाएगा इस साल.
हमारी क्यों उम्मीदें लगी हुई थी उनके साथ?
बस वैसे ही मैंने कहा
जस्ट फॉर एमी,
फॉर फुटबॉल से.
और उसी वजह से जो है उनको मुश्किल वक्त सामने आ गया.
यार ये कह रहे हैं ड्रीमिंग बिग. यार हम क्वालिफाई कर लेंगे. क्या हो गया आपको? 6 टीमें हैं, 4 टॉप 4 पहुंच जाएंगे हम. मसला थोड़ी हमें 2 मैच हारे हैं भाई. हमारे पास सीनियर प्लेयर है मलिक. आप उसकी बैकग्राउंड हिस्ट्री देखें, सियालकोट के साथ कैसे खेला है.
that's so sad.
भूल जाते हैं यार लोग, हिस्ट्री सारी भूल जाते हैं. बाबर को हमने जिता के दिया है. इमाद कैप्टन था तो वो जीता है बाबर PSL ट्रॉफी.
बस करो यार, मतलब शर्म नहीं आती तुम्हें?
Who swept away by Nisham down the leg side. Hits the pads. Direct hit would have been interesting.
ऑफिशियल स्ट्रीम्स पे तुम ऐसी बातें करते हो
भाई. हम PSL मैंने आपको कहा ना, PSL में जो भी कहेंगे वो होगा.
All is fair in love and war.
All is fair.
Osama Mir has been good, Ahmed.
Yeah. Been slowly just chipping away.
Hold him! And he's gotten Saima Ayub, who started really well in this innings, but then slowed down and now has completely faltered. 53 off 37. A decent knock by him, but well, Peshawar just don't have it in them to chase 200 plus.
Nope, those final rights have been written here with that wicket. He was the last standing hope along with Jimmy Neesham, and going at 15 and over now seems like an impossible task. Good day and good night.
वैसे आपने मुसाद से नहीं पूछा क्या उनकी फीलिंग है कल के मैच के बारे में?
यार वैसे हाँ, मुसाद की टीम भी दोबारा सामने आने वाली है.
यार
तो
क्या बोले, हमारे तो कराची से भी बुरे हालात हैं.
चलो डिफीट उन्होंने
एक्सेप्ट कर लिया पहले से.
एक्सेप्ट कर लिया. चलो
I'm not expecting a win, let's just say that.
I feel like Quetta will bounce back tomorrow against Karachi.
यार क्या हो गया तुम्हें?
Karachi's slump will continue.
हमने आमिर छोड़ देना इनके ड्रेसिंग रूम में.
नहीं भाई, वो देखो उनको क्वेटा के अंदर ना एक ऐसा कोई मैच होता है जिसके अंदर उनके ओपनर्स दोनों चल जाते हैं, और कल विल स्मीड और जेसन रॉय दोनों खेलेंगे. दोनों जो है वो कोई 70-80 रन बनाएंगे. तो
कल शर्जील और हैदर भी खेलेंगे. आपने उनको हल्का लिया हुआ है.
अपना नहीं संभाला जाता, दूसरे से अपनी मुझे नहीं संभाली जाती.
यार शर्जील कौमी हीरो है.
कौमी हीरो तो नहीं है, विलेन है. कौमी रन आउट अटेम्प्ट दिस टाइम. Not stairs, but I think he was in safely. Wahab Riaz now strolling out to the crease.
यार ये खिजर भाई बहुत डेंजरस आइडिया दे रहे हैं.
क्या बात हो रही है?
वो कह रहे हैं कल वाले मैच पर KFC लग जाए.
ओए 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 तुम और मसाद
बकेट
लगा रहे हो
यार. खिजर भाई कह रहे हैं हम सोचना पड़ेगा हमें इस बात पे.
यार. आप मुझे ये पहले जरा चेंज ऑफ पेस चैट चेक करें और जरा कंफर्मेशन दें अपनी.
135
सरफराज भाई वेट कर रहे हैं. आप और मसाद दोनों. I'm ready for that bet as long as I get some KFC. Because I'm not paying that delivery fees anymore.
Yeah.
10 dirhams, man.
10 dirham?
10 dirham की delivery fees है.
अल्लाह माफ करे.
तब KFC के लिए बंदा 10 dirham delivery fee दे, कोई पागलपन है.
That's ridiculous. Bowled him. This time it's Carlos Brathwaite who takes off the off stump, and Wahab Riaz. He's got a wicket, a big wicket.
Pretty Ricky bringing a very abrupt end to this Peshawar Zalmi innings. At one point it looked like they might chase it, but the wheels have fallen off. Slow ball, leg cutter. Wahab Riaz has no answers for that. Garbage player needs to go back.
$135 for 7, to be honest. Peshawar Zalmi have, flattered to deceive here.
चलो यार हारिस और साइम की बैटिंग तो देखने को मिली.
Yeah, that was probably the highlight. Well, definitely the highlight of the innings.
Yeah.
तो पेशावर का फिर यही है कि पहले टॉप ऑर्डर को तकरीबन 10 ओवर तो खेलने पड़ेंगे, वरना
यार वही बात है ना. पोटेंशियली जो उनके हिटर्स हैं उन सब के अंदर एबिलिटी है कि भाई 150 के स्ट्राइक रेट पे खेल सकें, लेकिन वही ऐसे दिन आएंगे आपके where they will collapse. And I think I said this earlier in the stream as well, where I feel like their middle order was going to fail tonight after the good start. Exactly what happened. Jimmy Neesham needs a miracle if he's going to chase this down. 76 needed off 29. Don't think that's happening.
76 required of 29. And, well, in comes Khurram Shahzad.
Yep, not really expecting much from him.
Khizr, I'm down. I'll take that bet. We'll bet for KFC tomorrow.
बड़े वाले bucket लेकिन कोई एक sandwich नहीं.
Brathwaite getting some lateral movement.
Where's हो रही है भाई ball? 15 piece bucket लगेगा तुम दोनों का.
15 piece bucket, wow.
Yeah.
पहले मुझे चेक करने दे ऑफर है या नहीं.
Yeah.
What's the offer with that?
What's the offer?
यार मतलब 15 piece तो तुम कर ही सकते हैं अहमद.
Edged and runs down a third man for a single.
The part of the match that I hate the most.
It's a nothing part of the match.
Right? It's just like मतलब खुद ही बैट मार के चले जाओ यार. यार ये बेचारा मतलब.
Actually, the bowlers also give up at this point.
He shouldn't get a prize for that. Osaka shouldn't be giving this boy a prize for that.
Why?
He wasn't even running. He wasn't even running. The battery won like clearly. ये क्या हर चीज पे participation
This
trophies.
generation and their participation trophies.
I swear to God, I hate that culture. हर चीज पे participation trophy. Well try. Here's a bag.
Right, 75 off 27. Oh, smacked from Neesham. Through mid-wicket for 4. He's going to need a lot more than that. यार पेशावर का ट्रेनिंग वेयर कितना अच्छा है.
Yeah.
Oh, he goes big again. This time dropped that square leg.
Oof. It's a mean goal. Not the best in the field, and he constantly proves it. Rizwan's clapping, but I don't think he should be. Neesham 50 करेगा देख लेना, ये भी पक्का स्टार्ट पैट किंग है. यार इसको वैसे जिस तरह के आईपीएल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स मिलते थे, हम यही सोचते थे कि पता नहीं कितना बड़ा प्लेयर है ये, माठा प्लेयर है ये, फील्डिंग भी नहीं होती इससे।
यार वैसे काफी डिसअपॉइंटमेंट थी, मुझे चौका भी जिसने आखिर में नहीं रोका,
मतलब अजीब बेवकूफ़ी थी और कुछ नहीं था। ईवी होके अगर आपकी फील्डिंग ऐसी है तो मतलब आपको पासपोर्ट जो है वापस ले लेना चाहिए।
सही, पाकिस्तानी पासपोर्ट दो इनको।
एग्जैक्टली, नाइकॉब बनवाओ इनका और इनको यहीं रखो।
सही बात है।
You're gonna feel like us, you're gonna live like us.
यार
It's the only way. Can't be enjoying the luxuries of New Zealand when you feel like
वैसे आप ये बताएं मुझे कि कोई शो, कोई मूवी आजकल आप देख रहे हैं कोई?
लास्ट ऑफ अस देख रहे हैं, आपको बताया, आप देखते ही नहीं है।
यार मैंने तो यही सोचा कि जब पूरा सीजन आएगा तो फिर मैं
नहीं
देखूंगा।
भाई, वैसे ही देख लो, वो थोड़ी एक्साइटमेंट रहती है, वो ये एक साथ देखोगे तो उसमें वो थ्रिल नहीं आएगी। दुनिया देख रही है, फिर तुम अगले दिन जो है वो ट्विटर चेक करना, लोगों के रिएक्शंस देखना, एक साथ देखने में हर चीज में मजा नहीं है। Need a little anticipation in your life. You got to feel the emotions of each week, you know.
वैसे बात आपकी ठीक, बट
Four
यार ये
overs
जो
and 70
हफ्ते बाद
runs, who's gonna
इंतजार
get
करना
them?
होता है बंदा भूल जाता है।
Gone! Great catch! Riley Rousseau takes a
Yeah.
brilliant catch at backward point. It went very quickly to him. And once again, Ihsanullah picks up another PSL wicket.
And more extension on that bow and arrow celebration this time from Ihsanullah, so that's improving too.
Yep, Riley Rousseau is teaching him.
Yeah, the players are catching on. I think that's a nice little moment there. We saw them have very nice banter with Shahnawaz Dahani in the past season. This time, Ihsanullah might be that bright little spark. Good catch from the Rylester.
यार ये मैंने देखा है, काफी फर्क पड़ता है। If your team's synergy is good, overall जो है नई emerging pick को बहुत फर्क पड़ता है।
भाई मुल्तान और इस्लामाबाद का जो ड्रेसिंग रूम है ना,
हाँ,
वो इस वक्त पीएसएल में सबसे अच्छा है। पेशावर में भी थोड़े से नजर आते हैं आगे पीछे कैरेक्टर्स जो थोड़े इफी हैं। कराची और कोयटा तो मतलब अल्लाह माफ करे।
वही है ना, अब नया प्लेयर जो है वो कराची या कोयटा की टीम में जाए तो बेचारा सहम ही जाए। कराची की टीम में तो खास तौर पे मेरे हिसाब से,
और लाहौर भी जो है वो काफी अच्छा है इस मामले में।
लाहौर काफी फ्रेंडली है यार वैसे।
जी, एक दूसरे की शादियों में जा रहे हैं, ये हो रहा है वो हो रहा है, तो मतलब यू कैन अप्रिशिएट दैट।
यार वैसे एहसानुल्लाह क्या बंदा है यार, कितनी विकेटें लेगा।
ये इस वक्त जो है वो फजल महमूद कैप का जो है राइटफुल ओनर।
ये मुझे बताया कि इन्होंने कैप चेंज तो नहीं कर दी थोड़ी सी डिजाइन, या वही डिजाइन है? क्योंकि इन्होंने स्क्रीन पे लगाया हुआ था कि बहुत गंदा डिजाइन था जो स्क्रीन पे था।
Yep, over extra cover. This should be 2. Karen Pollard doing the chasing, pumping those big legs. यार वो स्क्रीन पे जो डिजाइन है, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि उन्होंने रिवील नहीं की अभी तक कैप प्रॉपर्ली। I don't know.
वही ना, वही ये भी है। मुझे भी ये लग रहा है। I like the one that was used in Dubai, if you remember the baseball type version of the cap. What?
Yeah, I think they should keep it classy the way that they've done it. ये जो नजर आ रही है तो मतलब it looks like, I don't know what it is. I don't know what the colors are.
अभी तो उन्होंने दी नहीं है ना अभी कैप।
जी।
ये कब, मेरे ख्याल से ये I think after the first.
They're supposed to be giving it, like people are supposed to wear it consistently to signify that they're.
But I think they let the first set of games play out, then they get that.
I don't know, maybe
कोई पता नहीं।
क्योंकि फिर हर मैच में अगर 2 3 विकेट्स हैं तो हर चेंज होगी। Maybe it's after the first leg. I don't know.
Exactly. I feel it's after the first leg if I remember correctly.
Yep. HSK saying can't wait for Zalmi to screw up the net run rate and we sneak in last moment. KK revival hours. KK revival hours.
Easy भाई, कोयटा ने तो वैसे ही अपना माशाल्लाह उस दिन क्या 13 ओवर में हार गए थे।
Run out chance. He doesn't collect cleanly. Mukeem was struggling. Sufyan not in the picture. Pollard couldn't reel it in. Graphics खराब है, that's why ऐसा दिख रहा है। हाँ, समझ भी नहीं आ रहा कि क्या कलर है, क्या स्टाइल है। Honestly, वो looks like a silhouette more than anything else. बस यार खत्म हो जाए ये मैच।
वैसे फिर आप लास्ट ऑफ अस ही देख रहे हैं और कोई नहीं शो देख रहे?
जी, मैंने अभी ब्रेकिंग पॉइंट खत्म किया था, लास्ट ऑफ अस देख रहा हूँ मैं, और उसके अलावा मैं एबट Elementary देख रहा हूँ.
ये क्या चीज है?
Yeah, it's like a sitcom-ish, I guess.
Okay.
About a bunch of school teachers in Philadelphia. It's a bit like The Office, but based around a school. I would recommend that.
Mhm.
And then
Wait, what show is this?
Abbott Elementary.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's really good. Quite funny. And I'm also watching The Righteous Gemstones.
यार आपने काफी फैंसी नाम बताए, मुझे
Where's
याद नहीं रहा.
where's
Fancy
Abbott
नाम.
Elementary being shown on?
यार IP पे चेक करो, मुझे याद नहीं है if it's Hulu or HBO. I don't know. Oh, that was a fast swinging Yorker. Inside edge shot at the stumps. They missed all of those attempts. Could have been a bold, could have been a run out. In the end, it's just a single. Anyone watching Yellowstone? No, man, I haven't actually started that. I've heard that 1923 is also very good, which is a prequel to Yellowstone, so maybe I will pick that up. But right now, yeah, Righteous Gemstones is like a funny version of The Succession, is how I can describe it. How is Succession? Everyone says watch it. I'm being lazy, but I think it's probably the best show on television right now. Khizr, you should definitely watch it. आपने भी नहीं देखा ना Succession?
यार मैंने नहीं देखा अभी, मैंने शुरू किया है पर उसको मैंने सही तरीके से देखा नहीं अभी.
यार तुम मतलब देखो, उसमें तुम्हें कजिन ग्रेग जो है ना, उसमें बिल्कुल तुम्हें अपना आप नजर आएगा.
चले देखते हैं हम. अच्छा मैंने देखा था उसके एक दो एपिसोड. यार कितने देर.
I think you're the perfect cousin Greg.
यार मैंने वो भी शो देखा है अभी, मैं देख रहा हूँ 4th सीजन उसका, यू.
यूगा. अच्छा वो यार मैंने वो सुना था सेकंड सीजन के बाद काफी फारिग हो गया इसलिए.
नहीं यार मुझे 3rd सीजन में मजा आया था, काफी प्लॉट ट्विस्ट था वो.
अच्छा
4th में जो है ना उन्होंने काफी स्टोरी लाइन चेंज कर दी है, तो उसमें थोड़ा सा मसला हो रहा है.
इंग्लैंड माइग्रेट हो गए हैं वो.
हाँ वो इंग्लैंड चले गए हैं. अब इंग्लैंड क्यों आप गए हो यार? अच्छा है अमेरिकन सबर्ब में.
यार उसने भी मतलब वो ग्रोसरी स्टोर खोलना होगा
ना, इरादे उसके थे.
अच्छा लोन नहीं मिला.
लोन नहीं मिला.
Tulsa King is also very good, says Mohammed Ahmed Hassan. Yeah, I haven't seen or heard of that. Maybe we'll check it out. New crime thriller. यार मैंने White Lotus का सीजन 2 खत्म किया था कुछ अरसे पहले. I think महीना एक पहले. आपने वो भी शायद नहीं देखा White Lotus?
नहीं मैं नहीं देखा, मैंने सुना बड़ा है. ऑफिस के अंदर भी लोग बता रहे थे कि भाई
मतलब तुम देखते ही जो है ना सारे घटिया शोज हो. वैसे
देखें जो नेटफ्लिक्स पे ऊपर आता है हम देख लेते हैं.
नहीं तो तुम्हारे पास क्या और ऑप्शंस नहीं है?
नहीं है तो सही,
फिर
सुस्ती के वजह से.
नहीं सुस्ती क्या, तुम्हें मतलब जाके वीडियो खरीदनी है?
नहीं यार आपको पता है हम वीडियो नहीं
पे देखनी है तुमने.
ये तो फिर आप ये बताएं कि सक्सेशन देखना चाहिए या व्हाइट लोटस पहले देखना चाहिए?
हाँ तो फिर सक्सेशन देखो पहले, उसके बाद व्हाइट लोटस देखो.
सही है, जायज है.
डामर देखा था आपने?
कौन सा
डामर? नहीं यार मैंने भी नहीं देखा. Khizr, I know the story, it just wasn't something that I felt like I wanted to watch.
थोड़ी डार्क है.
Yeah, it's about a cannibal, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gone for 6.
रोटी छोटी.
लपेटा मारा है इसने फुल लपेटा over mid wicket. The only way to describe the shot. और कौन सा शो आया है जिसकी थोड़ी हाइप शाइप हो? चैट में अगर कोई है तो प्लीज बताएं.
Enlighten us.
Yep. मूवीज देखी है मैंने ज्यादा वैसे शोज के बनिस्बत.
मूवीज? अच्छा
जी.
क्या आपकी रिकमेंडेशन है जो आपने लेटेस्ट?
यार मैंने
It goes big, skies it though. I think it's going to be taken in the deep. Yeah, it is.
Yep, should be. घटिया बैट्समैन, घटिया शॉट, घटिया रिजल्ट. यार मैंने काफी सारी देखी हैं वैसे, लेकिन I like Tar. Banshees of Inisherin was good. The Menu was good. I think those are good starts for you right now.
चले हम देखते हैं ये भी.
मेन्यू देख लो तुम ऐसे.
यार मेन्यू मुझे लोगों ने कहा है ओके है बस.
Or sometimes okay.
चले.
I think just one wicket to go by the way. ये net rate पे कितना फर्क पड़ेगा?
काफी यार, 50 runs की लॉस से मजाक नहीं है.
Yeah, over 50 runs.
I'm feeling sleepy out here.
Yeah, it's been the second half of this innings, to be fair.
Yep.
Slow and
Any
languid.
hype for the Flash? No, not really, man. It just looks like the Spider-Verse movie, but in the DCU. So, I don't know, Chief. Ant-Man नहीं देख रहे तुम, Junior?
Ant-Man, I think Junior's just ducked out.
Oh, okay.
58 off 14.
यार ये तो ज़्यादती है सलमान इरशाद को बैटिंग करवा रहे हो आप मतलब just stand on your stumps and go home. He
Easy
really collapsed here, the Peshawar Zalmi.
Yeah, pretty embarrassing end, to be honest.
Yeah. एक वक्त लग रहा था कि शायद करीब ले जाएं, लेकिन how many Ahmed Hassans are there? We're all Ahmed Hassans.
So, by the way, Emma, just to give you a bit of a win probability.
Yeah.
In this entire game, MS have been ahead.
Yeah, it looked like it. शुरू से जब आपकी बैटिंग इतनी स्ट्रांग हो, आपने 210 रन किए हैं और 13 का रिक्वायर्ड रन रेट हो, तो
12 deliveries to go, and well, they need 30 off each over.
यार सरफराज तुम ऐसे कह रहे हो. Obviously Melanie Linsky, such an iconic face. She was also in Fargo, so I know her from there too.
Right, 2 overs to go, 58 runs. Down the track comes, who's that? Sufyan? Yes.
Sufyan.
Swing and a miss.
आनिया हम 3 अहमद तो सिर्फ चेंज ऑफ पेस की टीम में ही हैं, बाकी जो हैं वो अल्लाह के फजलो करम से करोड़ों हैं. तो एक तो इस चैट पे होते हैं हर वक्त.
Right, just 11 required now. Just 11 deliveries left. 58 to go, and he goes straight. No, just on the bounce to mid off.
अबे यार.
Single taken. मसला ये इस वक्त बॉलर्स भी जो है ना चिल हो जाते हैं.
यार बस मुफ्त की विकेट वैसे चाहिए इस वक्त. अगर एहसान उल्लाह को तो उससे बेहतर मौका नहीं मिलेगा.
यार कल रात को ही मैच है, वरना मैं सोचा था कि एंटमैन ही दिखाते हैं. The Wasp.
Yep.
मुझे वो सिर्फ नया विलेन देखना है सिर्फ.
Kang.
Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna be in Creed 3 as well.
What?
Same guy.
Oh, acha, okay.
The actor, not Kang.
Yeah, okay. I was like, that's a hell of a crossover.
I meant the actor. Boy का जो है stock काफी ज़्यादा ऊपर चढ़ा हुआ है. He's also in another movie about bodybuilding.
Okay. मतलब उसने एक दफा वर्कआउट किया, उसने कहा मैं जो तीनों फिल्में कर दूं.
Yeah, वो honestly. I'm just trying to remember his name.
Good bowling. क्या आके दिखा रहा है भाई. 10 नंबर का
वैसे यार, वैसे ही शुगल में. Jonathan Majors, that's the one.
A major win.
मैं तुम्हें तस्वीर भेजता हूँ, तुम जो है मुझे पता है किस किस्म के आदमी हो.
Gotta respect the hustle.
तुम भूल जाओगे उसको.
यार ये 2-3 ही दफा दिन में ट्रेनिंग करते हैं. 3 इनके ट्रेनर होते हैं, 3 न्यूट्रिशनिस्ट होते हैं. बड़ा जबरदस्त. Oh, ball him, and Ihsanola picks up another wicket and finally extends his arm completely for the bow and arrow, and the Multan Sultans complete a very comprehensive win by 56 runs. Ironically, that's the number on Babar Azam's back. Peshawar Zalmi, well, they marginally held out against Karachi Kings, and today they've comfortably been defeated by the Multan Sultans. The hierarchy at the PSL seems quite clear. It's the Sultans, Qalandars in Islamabad in one tier, and Zalmi, Karachi and Quetta, who are lagging behind in most departments. Tomorrow, well, it will be the a battle of the bottom between Karachi and Quetta. They take on each other at 6 p.m. UAE time, 7 p.m. Pakistan time, and of course, we are going to be here to cover it all with you. Until then, take care and good night.